Yes, you read the title of this video right. Today I'm doing a 100-year career simulation with Aston Villa just because I've never simulated 100 years, or at least I'm going to try and do as many years as physically possible. I don't know if we can actually get to 100, but I'm going to do as many as I can. And this is the team that we're starting out with. How much money do we have though to rebuild this team? I have 92 million, so I could probably make one big signing. And to be honest, that's all I'd really want to be doing anyway. And I guess we could sign a Cam because Asensio's here on loan and we don't have many great backup options other than him, so I guess we'll do that. Although Morgan Rogers technically, yeah, nah, he makes sense. Okay, we'll put him at Cam. Then maybe we buy a centre back to replace Konsa or Torres. Let's do that. Or a left back maybe. I don't know, this is tough. I guess I'll buy a centre back. Let me buy a really good young centre back or left back. Oh, actually, I know exactly who we can buy. Someone who covers off both positions. We could sign Jarell Hato, the GOAT himself, an exciting prospect, 18 years old, left back, centre back. So let's offer 20 million for him, and he is our first signing in season 1. Obviously it's a 100-year career sim and stuff, so yeah, we're going to be doing this for quite a while. I actually don't know how long this video is going to take to record. It's going to be forever, but it's going to be fun anyway. And there we go, our first signing is officially done. Jarell Hato walks in the door. He's going to be a legend for this club, but I mean, not for long. You know, he'll probably have like 15 years at this club and then leave, and you know, there's going to be 85 years after that, so we're going to have a lot of players on this team. So Jarell Hato comes in at left back. He's technically worse right now, but he's really good, so don't worry about that. Okay, and from there, you know, I still have 70 million, so I may as well spend it. I guess it makes sense to look for an actual centre back. Let's do that then. We could risk it going for Ronald Araujo. 71 million would be tight buying him, but we can try. If I can somehow sneak him for 60, then we'll be happy. Oh my god, this might not be possible. Oh dear, please work. Oh, they said yes to 60. Lovely. And I'll offer him 150,000 euros a week, which is quite a lot of money, obviously, and we'll sign him up. Lovely. Ronald Araujo is in the team for 60 million, 67,192. We have exactly 2.2 million left in our budget. The Pau Torres can come out of the team and Araujo comes in. This team is lovely. Let's sim to the end of our first season and see what we can do. Do we have any contracts to do that I care about? Not really. I don't really care about any of those guys. I'm going to buy coaches. I'm going to buy all these coaches and then we can sim to the end of the year. Let's go. All right, we're at the end of the season now and oh my, right, we finished 6th. That's all right, actually. Granted, we still have a game to go. We could still sneak into the Champions League for sure, so that's good. Like, we're not going to win the title or anything, but we could definitely sneak into Champions League for sure. Okay, now that I do like. Let's check the team. Jarell Hato, 79 overall. That's nice. Amadou Onana wasn't playing. Yuri Tielemans was instead. Okay, that kind of makes sense, I guess. This team is definitely nice, but I'd like a little bit more growth. How much is everyone growing? About 1 or 2 overall? Yeah, not low. It's okay though. It's still pretty decent. It's still pretty good. So much work to be done on this team, but it's going to be one of those things. The first 5 seasons are going to take a while, and then we can just cycle through years because we're just going to buy the best young players everywhere. I'm even going to change formation. We don't need to do it right now, but we will do it eventually. But let's play the last game of the season, see if we can qualify for the Champions League. We can maybe with a 1-0 win. Did other teams lose? Man City won, Chelsea won, Arsenal won. That's not good. Does it matter? It does not matter. We finished 5th. Although that might actually be Champions League. I don't know. Either way, we were in the Champions League this year, but we got knocked out, I think, maybe in the round of 16. Yeah, against Real Madrid. That's a tough draw. We made the top 8. Didn't even have to play the preliminary round, and we got Real Madrid. That's rough. Anyway, next season, let's go. I need to make some signings, that's for sure. Okay, this time around, we have a bit more money. Maybe we did qualify for the Champions League. 188 million. So we can go out and make a big splash in the transfer window, which is obviously exactly what we want. Let's probably buy another CDM. I mean, Kamara is perfect. Onana's okay too, but he's not amazing. And then Tielemans isn't even really... So we should probably buy a CDM and then maybe a winger as well. Like a left mid, right mid. Probably a left mid, to be honest. I love John McGinn as much as the next guy. And I really do love John McGinn. I really mean that. But, you know, I think we can do a little bit better than John McGinn, respectfully. Sorry, John, mate. Okay, here's ideas of who we could sign. Luis Diaz for left mid seems like a good option. And then for CDM, we could sign Tonali or we could sign Bruno. Bruno G, but I think Tonali's better option because he's higher rated and he's younger. So let's do that. I'm going to sign Tonali and I'm going to sign Luis Diaz. And I'll probably still have a bit of money after that. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. Okay, signings are made. So Tonali comes in there and then Diaz comes in here. Lovely. So this entire like left side is kind of fixed, I guess. Martinez is fine. Kamara is fine. Rogers is fine. And Watkins, maybe. He's a bit old. I mean, Martinez is too, but he's a goalkeeper, so I don't care. We can definitely have more signings next year. I only have 30 million, so I can't re-sign anyone else. There's so many extra players that we just don't need. Let me check the contracts that are expiring. Do I care about any of these guys? Realistically, probably not. No, I actually don't care about any of them. I'm just gonna let them all expire. Okay, let's simulate our second season. Let's see what we can do in the Champions League. Let's go. Another season is over, and oh god, we have tanked down to 9th. What the hell? Even with a win on the final day, we'd normally get to 8th. What did we win? Were we in the Europa League? Oh, we were. We finished 17th, and then we lost in the playoff round to Salzburg. Bro, it's all right. We got 98 more years to make it up. It's okay. Kamara wasn't playing at CDM. It was Onana instead. Okay, fine. Leanne Bailey was playing on the right wing, and then I don't know who was playing at right back. And I also don't really care. Okay, team's good. Team is good, but like, come on, we can do a bit better than this. To be fair, I still have plenty more players to buy, so we're gonna keep on moving. I don't even care. Don't even care. We keep moving. I still haven't developed the super team yet, but we're almost there. All right, we got 132 million to play around with. Lovely. I don't know how Matty Cash has survived this far. We're getting rid of him because sweet Jesus, he is not good at football. And then we're also gonna get right mid. Sorry, Matty Cash, if you're watching this video, mate. Let's go and get a right back at least. There's no way Matty Cash is watching this video. Anyway, yeah, who could I buy? Well, actually, to be honest, I could probably just buy a left back and then just play him at right back. So Alphonso Davies, let's just sign him. That makes the most sense. We'll just go 80 million for Alphonso Davies. Lovely. And then for wages, we can give him 100k a week. And yeah, go on. Okay, and we'll just make Alphonso Davies a right back. It's pretty simple. He should become a right back in 2 weeks. Lovely. And then for the time being, we'll just put him there. You know, he's Canadian, so he's not on international duty because they suck at football. 43 million is probably not enough to reinvest, so we're just going to run it back again. Let's see if this team can actually do something this year. The addition of Alphonso Davies is going to make a huge difference. Come on, boys. Actually win something. Let's go. Another season's end, and this time we're in the Champions League places. That's good. We're in that top 4, and we're guaranteed Champions League. If we win again, we could get up to 3rd, and that is a difference one transfer can make. I checked contracts. I don't want to renew anyone. Again, Kamara is not playing. Who is playing at CDM? Ah, you're Tielemans. Okay, it's just flip-flopping between Onana, Tielemans, and Kamara for that second slot, because obviously Tonali's not going anywhere. That's amazing, though. Team's super good. Really like it, and it's going to keep getting better, obviously. Well, hopefully. Although Luis Diaz is now 30, but, you know, we can hang on to him for a few more seasons. Maybe I should fill in that second CDM slot just permanently, but Kamara is just fine there. Or even Tielemans. Like, even if Tielemans plays there, he's -3. It's not the end of the world. Let's replace Leon Bailey on that right wing. Let's get a young right winger who's super good. And we're guaranteed Champions League next year, so there's no point even checking what happens on the final day. Oh, actually, let's check our top scorer. That's a good idea. Team of the season there, by the way. Luis Diaz and Morgan Rogers and Martinez all make it. So we have 3 players in the team of the season. That's really good going. Luis Diaz is our top scorer. 16 goals for him. 14 and 10 for Ollie Watkins and 11 for Morgan Rogers. Most assists for Ollie Watkins as well, which is surprising because, you know, he's our striker. You wouldn't expect it, but, you know, it's nice, I guess. Okay, let's go to next season and let's make more signings. Let's replace Leon Bailey. Okay, and with 222 million, we should be able to get one of the best young wingers in the entire world. Actually, do you know what would be really OP if we could get Yamal? I don't care if it's unrealistic. Is it possible? It is. 91 rated 19-year-old. Because, like, we'd have him for, like, ever, basically. Not forever, but you know what I mean. We'd have him for ages. Let's try and get Lamine Yamal. Let's see if we can get him for 180 million. And then we could afford his wages as well. Yeah, they say yes. We can buy Lamine. In real life, he would never go for 180 million. He'd be like 500 mil. Not even kidding. Okay, for his contract, I can give him like 300k a week and he should be happy. And he is happy. Excellent stuff. Oh my god. I did it. I signed Lamine. This is super OP. Okay, lovely. I didn't know that this would be possible, but you know, when the board gave me 200 million to buy players, you know, it was kind of a no-brainer. Well, that is literally the perfect right wing replacement. So now we have Lamine Yamal. Brilliant. Lamine Yamal's gone to Birmingham. The poor guy. Anyway, the big replacement that we could make is Ezri Konsa, because Watkins and Rogers now 88 overall. Like, he's kind of the black spot here in the team. And then Martinez, he's getting old now as well, but that's okay. We can sort them out next season. I mean, we did just sign Lamine Yamal this year, so it's been a good transfer window. We're plus 10 overall for our right winger alone. Let's sim out the season. Let's see if we can get to the Champions League final or like win the Premier League or something. Let's go and do something. But actually, come to think of it, before I do just jump into simulation, let's do some contracts. I do have enough to do these contracts, I think. Oh, we actually have a lot, but I don't care about anyone here. I don't even care about Pau Torres. Actually, no, I probably should care about him. And then I'll care about Ezri Konsa as well. And then everyone else can just walk. Okay, now let's simulate. I'll see you at the end of the year. Let's go. Okay, we're not in the Champions League final. That's not really surprising. Again, though, we're in that top 4, but no title. Sorry to let you down, Lamine. We tried. We really tried. Okay, yeah, the team is really good, though. I actually really like this team, but yeah, we got to replace Ezri Konsa. Look at Jarell Hatter, by the way. He's 85 overall. He's 2 years older than Lamine Yamal, and Yamal is just like the best. It's ridiculous. Morgan Rogers, by the way, 90 overall. What a go. Martinez is not down any overall at all, which is brilliant news for us, but we could buy another centre-back next year for sure. It's just buy. Let's see what we can do, though, against this Man City team. I quite like our team to win here, and we do win. It's Morgan Rogers and Ronald Araujo with the goals. I'm very confident now going into next season. I think we could do some damage for sure. We didn't win any trophies this year, which is a bit of a shame. Let's see what Yamal did in his first season in the Premier League. Goals and assists? No. Ollie Watkins with 33. I mean, Yamal did get 15 and 12, which is a pretty good return from right midfield. Morgan Rogers got the most assists, though, in that number 10 position, 12 and 4. He's a goat, man. He's the goat. But yeah, Ollie Watkins crushing. Okay, brilliant. Again, no trophies quite just yet, but I ain't worried. In the Champions League, we got bounced in the preliminary round against Braga. Ooh, okay, that feels like a bit of a freak result. I think if that didn't happen, we could have done much better. Let's see if maybe next season's our year. Let's sign a centre-back, that's for sure. Okay, check this guy out. Juanma Mendoza, 91 overall, 22-year-old centre-back with 92 pace. We have 220 million again this year, so I can sign this guy as well. This guy looks absolutely cooked. Oh, by the way, Lamine Yamal is no longer the best young player in the world either, because check this guy out. Mario Carrizo, 18 years old, 89 overall, potential to be special. I'm going to shortlist him. Maybe he could be our left winger after we lose Luis Diaz. And there's also this guy. Check out Victor Peters, 21 years old, 89 overall. He could be our guy after Ollie Watkins. Furthermore, Eduard Longo. Now, he's only 81 overall, but he's also potential to be special. I'm obviously not going to sign him yet, but I'm just going to leave him there on that shortlist. Also for centre mid, Henry Steele, plays for Middlesbrough, 84 rated, 21-year-old with potential to be special. And also this guy, Kaj Janssen, 84 rated, 22-year-old. Also, oh, he's at the club since, but he's got plenty of potential. Don't worry about that. The point is, there's so many players with super high potential. I want to sign as many of these guys as physically possible. There is one more, actually. There's one more. I forgot to add him to the list. Let me throw him on there. His name is Varga. See if I can find him here. He's got one of those Hungarian names, ironically, because he's Hungarian. It's kind of the whole point. His name is Szabolcs Varga. I'll shortlist him as well because he's got super high potential. But of course, we can only afford one of these guys. We desperately need a centre back. I'm going to buy a centre back. Juanma Mendoza. Let's get him in the door. He's actually technically more expensive than Lamine, but I'm going to go 180 million. They say yes. Okay. These are the types of signings that we need to make if we're going to get over the line. These are huge, actually. Like, Mendoza is going to be with us now for like 10 to 15 years at his peak. And he's going to be absolutely amazing. He's going to be absolutely amazing for us. So let's go. Juanma Mendoza, 180 million. Sorry, everybody, but Mendoza comes in and yeah, well, this team is significantly better, really, isn't it? I still have 29.8 million as well. So we can probably mess around with contracts here. We definitely want to do Emi Martinez because obviously he's our goalkeeper and stuff. Ronald Araujo, yeah, 550 grand a week is a lot though. What can I do for Jarell Hato? 4 years. Okay, Luis Diaz I'd like to keep as well. We can. These are just minimum extensions because I have literally 0 left. I'd love to keep Amadou Onana. No, he wants to leave. Okay, that's fine. Love is probably a strong word. I guess I'd like to. No one else I really care about, to be honest. This is going to be a really interesting season. Yeah, look, our current budget is literally 0 because I spent it all on contracts. Anyway, let's see what we can do this year. This could be a mad good season for us. This could be the one where we win something. Right, we're at the end of the year again. I think we lost the FA Cup final there against Nottingham Forest, just under my face cam there, I think. But we're winning the Premier League. Actually, we've won the Premier League. We're playing in second place Arsenal in our next game, but we're 4 points clear. So yes, Premier League champions. We finally won something. Yeah, indeed, we did lose that FA Cup final to Nottingham Forest. That's a bit of a shame. But, you know, Premier League champions, it's a successful season. That's kind of without argument. 14th in the Champions League. We got knocked out in the preliminary round against Milan. We were probably too focused on the Premier League. That happens. It's okay. Final day against Arsenal. This is what the team looks like. Lamine Yamal's up to a 95 overall. Mendoza is just corking at centre back. He's the difference, man. Luis Diaz is now 32. Don't need to worry just yet. Ollie Watkins is 33. Also don't need to worry just yet. But next season, if he goes down in overall, I'll probably try and get a replacement. We could probably replace Kamara next season. You know, he's already kind of always been in and out of the team. So I might as well try and replace him. Against Arsenal, it's a 3-3 draw. Lamine in the 88th minute rescues a point for us. And that's how good he really just is. Premier League champions, 78 points. No problems whatsoever. Brilliant stuff. Birmingham back on top. Goals, 29 for Lamine off the right midfield. Not even right wing, right midfield. And 11 assists, which is the joint second most on the team. Morgan Rogers leads the way from that 10 position. And then Sandro Tonali. So the midfield really showing up for us. Sandro Tonali also with 15 goals, which is a bit mad. Fair play. Good man. But yeah, Ollie Watkins 27 and 10. He's still just as good as ever. And Jarell Hato gets 3 goals and 2 assists. Shout out Jarell Hato for existing and stuff. Another great season is in the books. That's our first trophy. That's our first Premier League. Someone please do a counter in the comments of Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues, because I'm going to be completely honest, I cannot be bothered. I'm probably going to spend like 10 to 15 hours recording this whole video, so I can't be bothered doing all that. I'm really sorry. But anyway, let's go to next season and let's sign a CDM. Yeah, Matson is walking out the door. We don't really need him. I think they forcefully renewed a few player contracts. Yeah, okay, so we're at the minimum squad size now, which is good because it's just so much fluff that we don't need, honestly. Actually, now that we're in the minimum squad size, we've lost Amadou and Nana, so we could actually just leave Kamara at CDM, although he is our lowest rated player. Actually, never mind, I'm just going to get replacements. And I guess it was only a matter of time anyway, because he is like, what, 29? Yeah, so I guess we may as well find someone. Let's see here. Of course, we do have our shortlist, but there's no CDMs on this list, which might mean it's time to change formation, because obviously I do want to change formation. I don't want to play with right midfielders the entire time, and I want to get really aggressive. I want to go with this 4-3-3 attack, so we have loads of people attacking. It does mean Tonali's -1, but I don't think that's the end of the world. Diaz can play left wing. Yamal can play right wing, obviously. But I guess now would be the perfect time to go out and buy that centre mid to replace Kamara. So let's go and do that. And we do have centre mids on this short list. 86 and 87 overall. Okay. Do I go with Henry Steele? Do I go with Kaj Janssen? I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure, but I definitely want to sign one of these guys. I bet they're just the same. Like Jackson is, or Janssen, I should say, is 1 overall higher rated, but he's also 1 year older, but more or less the same price. I think I'm going to go with Kaj Janssen because his defending is a little bit better than Henry Steele's. I know we have Tonali as well, but we're playing a very attacking formation. You know, it's nice for Kaj Janssen to be able to do both. So let's go and sign him. We have 233 million. So to be honest, I could probably sign them both if I really needed to, but I don't need to, so I won't. You know, if I want to buy Steele, I can buy him next season. But Janssen, 110 million for him, that seems like a good price. And to be honest, we could probably get someone else as well. Just not Steele, because obviously we don't need him. But I could get someone else. How many years into this rebuild are we? I actually don't know. Actually, I don't like using the word rebuild. It's more of a simulation, you know? What are we, like 5-6 years in? We've already won the Premier League title. We're probably going to win the Champions League this year. We're certainly going to be big contenders for it. Yeah, so I have 114 million left. I couldn't afford Carrizo or Victor Peters. I could afford Edward Longo and maybe Varga, but I don't want him because Morgan Rogers and stuff. So I might just hold on to the money I have and just save it. So it'd be Kamara out, Janssen in. I like that a lot. I really do. Who's old on this team? Yes, it's Watkins and Diaz. Also Araujo's 30 and Martinez is down. I could buy a goalkeeper for 114 million. I could probably buy the best goalkeeper in the world. Let me see what I can find for goalkeeper as well. Let's try that. I guess Guillaume Reste makes the most sense. 24 years old. Oh, and his contract's expiring. Duh. Okay, that's an absolute shoe-in. I can get him for like 60 mil. Give me Guillaume. You know, I'll just pay that. I have nothing else to do. I mean, I have contracts to renew and stuff, but I should be able to afford them as well. We could be absolutely broke again, but I don't care. I think Aston Villa have wealthy owners. I mean, every football club has wealthy owners. You know, they own football clubs, so I'm sure they've got a bit of money. But, you know, even in the context of football clubs, I think Aston Villa's owners are wealthy. We still have 30 million to play around with for contracts, so that's good. That's something I need to keep on the ball with, because we're simming for 100 years. Like, as time goes on, we're going to be making less and less transfers. Like, we're just going to be replacing players directly instead of buying an entirely new team, which is effectively what we've done over the last 5 years. And because of that, contracts are going to be huge. So Martinez comes out and Reste comes in. Martinez is now our backup goalkeeper. I have no backup striker or anything like that, but, you know, we can just YOLO it. We're going to YOLO it, guys. Kick it back to 2012. We're going to YOLO it. I like this team a lot. I really, really do. Yeah, this team is completely different. The only players that survived for Aston Villa are Morgan Rogers and Ollie Watkins. And Ollie Watkins is going to leave next year, probably. And if not next year, definitely the year after. We do have contracts, like I said. Okay, Tonali I do care about. Morgan Rogers I also care about. Ollie Watkins is going to want a lot of money. That's okay. I can afford that. Ezri Konsa's good backup. Same with Boubacar Kamara for centre mid. Emi Martinez, he'll just take what he's currently on. Lovely stuff. Pau Torres as well. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We're probably going to lose everyone else. Anyway, okay, that's 5 seasons done. 95 to go. Let's simulate out this year. Let's see if we can win our first Champions League title. Who do you think is going to be the best player in this simulation? I actually don't know. That's what I'm really excited for. Who's going to be the GOAT of this 100-year simulation? It could be Lamine. It could be Lamine Yamal, but I feel like we're going to get some really mad players in like season like 55 that are going to be nuts. Anyway, let's simulate and find out. No Champions League final. Oh, there is a Champions League final. It was hidden in June. It's against Real Madrid. We beat Manchester City in the semis and Napoli in the quarters. We are second in the Premier League. We have a chance to win the title. We have way better goal difference than Liverpool, which kind of tells me we probably should be on top of the league, but we're not. Fulham on the final day. We also beat Liverpool last week to keep us in this. This is what the team looks like against Fulham. Watkins is still 88 overall, so we can hold on to him. Luis Diaz, though, is declining. I was going to say reclining there. He's declining. We got to get him out of the team, I think. That's okay, though. For the time being, let's focus on the current. Can we beat Fulham? Oh, no. We need Liverpool to have lost, and they beat Palace. Damn. Okay, so they win the Premier League, but it's okay, because we're in a Champions League final, which is obviously positive. Let's go and win that instead. And who's our top scorer heading into that Champions League? It's Lamine on the right wing. Yeah, insane. And he is the most assists. Okay, he's quite good at football. He's only 22. We're going to have him for ages. I can't believe I actually signed Lamine Yamal. Anyway, Ollie Watkins second with 27 goals, and then Morgan Rogers 22 and 11 from the number 10, wearing 27. Love to see it. Luis Diaz is -1 on the year. 15 and 4 though is very nice, but yeah, he's just going to get bad. He's going to get real bad real quick, and I don't want to sit and watch that. It's quite sad. Anyway, I did not expect Morgan Rogers to be so goated, but he is so goated. Okay, Champions League final. Let's go. Real Madrid to play against. Can we win the Champions League final at Wembley? It's a 2-1 win. Yes. Ollie Watkins scores. Ronald Araujo scores. Excellent stuff. We did it. Champions League winners. Yes, we did it. We won the Champions League. Okay, amazing. Absolutely cooked. Absolutely cooked. Let's roll on to next season and let's continue the dominance. Let's go. How many Champions Leagues can we win? How many Premier Leagues can we win? Who's going to be the best player that we simulate with as well? I can't wait. Let's see. Okay, winning the Champions League helps with budget. We have 270 million. Let's replace Luis Diaz. Ollie Watkins is a little bit older, but he's holding his overall a little bit better than Luis Diaz. So let's get that winger. And obviously we have the Yamal part 2 guy. This guy, Matthew Carrizo. I could barely afford him. Oh, hold on now. I reckon I might be able to pull this off. Let's try. Also, his contract might be expiring. Actually, I think his contract is expiring. Let's try 200 million. This could actually work. This could work. Oh my God, they said yes. Oh yes. Mario Carrizo. We have Yamal and we have Yamal part 2. Oh boy. Oh, okay. Accept that. 5-year deal. Make him work. I mean, for quite a healthy wage, granted, but you know what I mean. Let's go 400k a week and see what he says. Yeah, grant. Slight pay cut, but you know, who cares? It's to play for the mighty Champions League winners, you know? It's to play for the mighty Villa. We actually, did we win the treble last year? I don't think we did. We won the Carabao Cup last year though, so that's nice. But, you know, who really cares about that when we win the Champions League, you know? We have bigger fish to fry than the Carabao Cup. Okay, so what I can do now is put him at left wing. Or Yamal, because Yamal is left-footed, but Yamal likes to cut in. Carrizo is also left-footed. Never mind, problem solved. I should actually make Yamal a full-on right winger, really, shouldn't I? So let's make Carrizo a left winger, and then that's going to take 2 weeks. And then let's make Yamal a right winger, and that's also going to take 2 weeks. Look at Morgan Rogers, man. I didn't expect this guy at all. 6'2", number 10, cooking, 92 overall. Now we're in the UEFA Super Cup. I have 50 million still. Actually, yeah, contracts. I am going to forget to do contracts, and I am going to lose players between the cracks. Okay, so Alphonso Davies, obviously we need him. Ronald Araujo, obviously we need him. Ollie Watkins, yeah, we can do with him as well. Everyone else is kind of expendable. That includes Luis Diaz. Besides, our squad size is at a minimum, so we're not going to lose too many players anyway. I'm going to simulate 2 weeks, and I'm going to give Yamal and Carrizo their new positions. Okay, so Carrizo left winger, and then Yamal right winger. Lovely stuff. So let's have a look at what the team actually looks like now. Okay, they're all on international duty, but you kind of get the point. Who's old now on this team? Araujo is 31, Tonali's 30, Ollie Watkins is 34, so he's the real one that we need to fix. Everyone else is fine for like 10 years. Okay, lovely. Let's end the season. Let's see what we can do in 2030, 31. Okay, this time actually no Champions League final. We got bounced. In the round of 16 against RB Leipzig. That sucks. But we've got 90 points in the Premier League, so you know, swings and roundabout. That's pretty good. That's pretty good Premier League season. 80 goals scored, 38 conceded. That's not bad at all. No, that's actually pretty good. Lost the Carabao Cup final. Okay, who cares? We won the Super Cup though, so that's good. It's nice to win a new trophy, you know what I mean? And obviously a Premier League title is always nice to win. This is the team that Watkins is still 88 overall. I don't know, man. He might live forever. Okay, a Premier League title is always nice. Let's see if we can win on this final day against Fulham, and we lose 1-0. Who cares? Next. Oh, of course, we're gonna have the Premier League player of the season. Is it gonna be Lamine Yamal, or is it gonna be Mario Carrizo, or is it gonna be someone else? I mean, damn, it could be Morgan Rogers for all I know. No, it's Lamine. Okay, I'm assuming he's the top scorer then. Yeah, 43. Damn, 35 in the Premier League. That's like some sort of record, I think. That might be the same as Haaland, that one season where he got like 35. That's crazy, man. 43 goals is dumb. Ollie Watkins 24, Mario Carrizo with 21 in his debut season. Morgan Rogers 15, most assists. Nice. Most valuable player is Lamine, and then it's Mario Carrizo. Okay, is Yamal that good? Well, yes, obviously. Anyway, another season in the books. Let's go again. Let's see about maybe getting a striker next year. Okay, another day, another dollar. 260 million is quite a lot of money. Here's some interesting players. Yunjin Jong. Okay, exciting prospects. That doesn't really fill me with too much hope. Noah Lang, exciting prospects. Like, exciting prospects are good, but you know, we want potential to be special realistically. And about this Victor Peters guy, oh my god, 95 overall. Yeah, I think he'll do. I think he'll do. We might be able to get him for 177. Okay, I'll try and get him for 200. I'd say that. I think that's a fair price. I mean, I'm not gonna spend the money on Nelson as well. Actually, nah, come on. Let's be smart. 180 million. Let's see if we can get away with that. 194 deal. Bite your hand off. Let's go. This video is already like 20 to 25 minutes long. It's probably about 20 minutes long, which is crazy because we've done like 6 or 7 seasons. Now, how long is this video going to be? I actually don't know. I mean, you guys know, obviously you clicked on the video, so you guys know how long the video is going to be. If you watch this entire video, like, I don't know what to tell you. Thank you, I guess, but like also maybe you need to look inward a little bit. Anyway, Victor Peters. I know people watch these videos when they're like eating and stuff, which is quite cool. But you must be hungry ass watching this whole like 2-hour video or something. I don't know how long it's going to be. Probably might be more than that. I don't know. As a matter of fact, I think it will be. Anyway, we signed a 95 rated striker, so Watkins, you're on the bench. He's down to an 87 as well. Yeah, so the regression has begun. Look at that front three though. Carrizo, Peters, and Lamine Yamal. It's insanely strong. It's insanely strong. Next player to replace will probably be Ronald Araujo and Sandro Tonali, but you know, don't need to do that for a while. So next season, let's go. Wait, I didn't forget. I almost forgot, but I didn't forget. Contracts. Okay. Oh god, we got to do Lamine. Jesus. Oh, okay. 4 years. Nice. Don't care about him. Don't care about him. Yeah, don't really care about him. Honestly, don't care about Ollie Watkins either. Okay, I have 26 euros left in my budget. I'm literally broke, brother. Okay, who cares? Let's go. At the end of the year, I think that cup win against Spurs is the FA Cup. So we won the FA Cup. We're top of the Premier League again. Only 2 points clear of Arsenal though, so we need a result on the final day. Yeah, we won the FA Cup. Cool. We also won the Carabao Cup. Did we win the Community Shield as well? Oh, the Aston Villa chokehold. Oh my god, 4 trophies, all domestic. We're not in the Champions League final though, are we? Oh, it's the Classico final. That's brilliant. Now we got bounced by Valencia. What the hell? Okay, well, that's weird. Anyway, if we won on the final day, we complete the domestic quadruple, which would be quite nice and quite like that. And it's a draw. No way. Arsenal. What happened to Arsenal? Did they bottle it? I don't know. I think we've got the player of the season. It's going to be Lamine Yamal, so we're just going to skip it. Did we win the Premier League title? Oh, thank God we did. We did. We won on goal difference. Okay, a draw was enough. That's fine. We completed a domestic quadruple. That's quite good. Top goal scorer was, oh, Victor Peters in his debut Premier League season, 38. Maybe he won player of the season, actually. Anyway, 6 assists for him. Most assists for Lamine Yamal and Mario Carrizo. Makes the most sense, but yeah, Victor Peters, 21 goals in the Premier League, 8 in the Champions League as well, is not bad. Super good team. Our bench is a bit weird. Our bench is always going to be a bit weird for the rest of this video. I just don't care. So let's go again. again. Let's go to next season. I don't know what we do next season, actually. Okay, I think this is going to be the first of many seasons where we're not going to make any signings. I mean, I have 195 million, but I don't really have anything to do with it. I mean, I could sign an Araujo replacement, but is there a centre back in the world as good as Araujo and Mendoza? I don't think so. So I might just not. I mean, I can have a look. There is that one guy, but he's probably not good enough yet. No, he's 86 overall, Eduardo Longo. Okay, there is this guy, Diego Costa. Not that Diego Costa, a different Diego Costa. His contract's expiring as well. Oh, it'd be rude not to. Yeah, it'd be rude not to. I can get him for the cheap. Yeah, I get him for like 150. He starts ahead of Araujo as well, but poor Araujo, he's 91 rated. He's gonna be sitting on the bench. That's rough. He just won a domestic quadruple and he's getting benched. Poor guy. Well, unfortunately, he's just gonna have to hold that. So he would be crucial for us. Okay, perfect. Let's go like, ooh, yeah, 500k a week, whatever. I have the money, so let's just do it. So Araujo out and then Costa in. He's on international duty, but you know, we can just wait for him to come home. I'm gonna be like the soldiers at the airport, you know what I mean? Or not the soldier thing. I'm gonna be like the wife at the airport when the soldiers come home, you know, those things. Or the husband actually. I shouldn't be so, you know, presumptuous. Anyway, you know what I mean? When the soldiers come home and then they like give them a big hug and stuff. That's gonna be me at the airport waiting for him. Okay, I need to see Jarrell Howe's contract. And I also need to do Morgan Rogers. Okay, I'm broke. Araujo? Oh, I'm broke. It's fine, we'll get some money. I'm gonna sit to January and do their contracts. It's all boring. Let's go to the end of the season. All right, we're in the Champions League final again. Brilliant. We're gonna absolutely cook. 88 points in the Premier League. Did we win everything? We won the Community Shield. We didn't win the FA Cup. I know that already. Carabao Cup final. Damn it. Why do we keep losing in the final? And then obviously, let's go Madrid versus Aston Villa. I got the contract sorted as well. Top scorer was Victor Peters. Oh, he is a demon. Oh, I like this guy. 47 and 11. Excellent stuff. Lamine Yamal, 27 and 11. Mario Carrizo, 26 and 14. And Morgan Rogers, 20 and 15. A dominant goal scoring season. I feel ill, mate. This is what the team looks like now. Yes. Oh, yeah. That is so healthy looking. The only one here is Tonali, but he's 94 rated, lads. Like, who cares? I know he's 33, but he's 94 rated. Like, I actually don't care. Let's go with the Champions League. Let's go and beat Atletico Madrid. Let's go. There's your team of the season as well. It's basically all Aston Villa, obviously. All right, let's see if we can get a win here. Come on. Can we beat Atletico Madrid? 1-0 win. Carrizo with the goal off the left. Champions League and the Premier League, both in the same season. That's a pretty good year. That's a pretty good year. Our trophy parade's going to feature the Champions League and the Premier League trophy. So, you know, I can't really complain with that. That's 2033. So that's 9 seasons down, 91 to go. Let's keep on going. Soon enough, we're going to be picking up the pace. I mean, more or less now, we're going to be picking up the pace. We actually don't have that much money this year, though. 82 million. Is that because we spent a lot of money on contracts? I think it actually is. Like, look at the price of these contracts. They're insane. We better do Kaj Jansen's contract as well. Tonali, I'm actually going to let expire. Same with Ronald Araujo. Same with Kamara and whoever this guy is. We're going to let them all go because this... Oh, actually, we can't replace Tonali this season. I can't afford it. Okay, so let's do Tonali this season. But these guys, we can just leave. Okay, good. Yeah, let's simulate. Alphonso Davies is 32, by the way, now. But, you know, I ain't worried, so he'll be fine. Let's simulate this season and see what we can do again. Back in the Champions League final. That's quite nice. And Aston Villa are top of the Premier League. Excellent. Another dominant year. Another Community Shield. No FA Cup. And we won the Carabao Cup. Okay, so technically a treble if we win the Champions League. That's nice. This is what the team looks like. Oh my god, it's so good. But that's 10 years done now. Look, I don't know if it's possible to go to 100 years. I've never tried. I'm gonna go as far as I can. I can promise you that much. Let's simulate this out. Let's see what we can do. There's your team of the season. It's all Aston Villa apart from Abdelli and Erling Haaland. This is the Champions League final against Chelsea. Can we get a win? Can we win the Champions League? We don't do it. It's a 1-0 loss. Damn it, Cole Palmer. All right, whatever. I don't care. Well, I do care. I don't care that much. You know, we'll win plenty more Champions League. Who's our top scorer? Let me guess. Oh my god, it was Victor Peters with 50. Drops a 50 bomb for the season. That's crazy. Lamine Yamal 33 and 20. He got the most assists alongside Morgan Rogers. Mario Carrizo 25 and 13. Dumb stats. That front four is just dominant. Morgan Rogers is an absolute G. I picked Aston Villa, not even thinking about Morgan Rogers, but obviously I should have been because he's insane. Okay, new season, and we don't have loads of money again. 109 million because, you know, contracts and stuff. I'm gonna forget about Sandro Tonali this time. If they renew him, they renew him, and if they don't, they don't. Let's do Alphonso Davies. That's a reasonable price. Morgan Rogers is gonna want money. Okay, that's not too bad. Carrizo's gonna want money. Yeah. Ollie Watkins is terrible now. Leon Bailey's back. Leave him. Okay, no problem. And yeah, we're gonna leave Tonali. He's down to a 93 overall. Like, we have 100 million. There is some good players. This guy's 25. I'd want to buy younger than that, though. If I could really choose, I'd like to buy younger than that. So, like, I'd be looking at... Well, to be fair, these guys are like... He's like 27 and 28 now, so we can forget about that. Eduardo Longo is still 23, 88 overall. But the centre-backs that we have are kind of that age. Well, Mendoza's 28, but 25, you know what I mean? Okay, for the moment, we're absolutely fine. Let's sim another season out, and let's see what we can do this time around. We didn't make the Champions League final this year. Arsenal beat us in the semis, but, you know, 81 points, that's good. I wonder how many points we can get in a Premier League season. Wonder if we can get like 100 or whatever. Yeah, won the Community Shield, no FA Cup, no Carabao Cup, lost the final. I feel like we always lose the final of the Carabao Cup. It's Arsenal versus PSG in that Champions League final. Damn it. Oh well, worst things can happen. Top goal scorer was Lamine this time around. Sorry, Victor Peters, you've got smoked, brother. Most assists, joint Lamine Yamal and Maher Carrizo. So yeah, Lamine cooking, Mario Carrizo. I keep calling him Maher, it's Mario. Mario Carrizo absolutely cooking. Alphonso Davies is down 2 overall this year. Tonali's down 1 overall as well. It's time to replace them. I definitely think it is. Let's see if we can win the final day of the season anyway. Yeah, 2-1 win. Tonali and Peters with the goals. No surprises there. We're gonna get player of the season. It's gonna be Lamine. Just skip it. Okay, let's go to next season and see how much money we have and see what players we have as well, because we might lose Tonali. I don't know. Yeah, okay, we are walking Sandro Tonali out the door. To be honest, that might not be the worst thing, just quite simply to give us some damn money. So Tonali will still show himself as here, but if we skip a day, he'll be gone. Oh, it still shows him as here. Okay, he's definitely gone though, unless it just automatically renewed him. Did it? It did automatically renew him. Okay, so why are we walking him out the door then? Anyway, loads of contracts to do this year. Fun. Good news though, I have a lot of money. I have like 200 million, so I can sign someone. Tonali's fine for now. Let's sign an Alphonso Davies replacement. Let's buy a fullback. Oh my god, look at these free agents. Pedro Fernandez, 87 rated, 6'7". I mean, I don't need him, but I feel like it'd be rude not to. And then also Sam Greenwood, even just for the bench, I guess. That's insane. Yeah, I've got to sign these guys. I'm really sorry. I just have to. I can afford to as well. Like, I have 200 million. I think I'll be all right. 87 rated player on a rotation deal. That's insane. Give him 100k a week and he'll be happy. Lovely. Okay, job done. Sign Sam Greenwood as well. I don't know how they were free agents, but anyway, we'll take them. Don't really need them, but anyway. Okay, let me actually try and find a fullback now. Let's actually do that. Okay, the best I could find is Dominic Cook, 23 years old. I can get him for 90 million. It's not the best, to be honest. I mean, it's still pretty good, don't get me wrong, but I'd kind of like to do a bit better. It's fine though. It's fullbacks. There's never any good fullbacks. It's fine. So let's just give him 200k a week and that'll do. And then let's do our contracts, because we got to do some contracts, man. I know he's a left back. I can just play him a right back. Who cares? So Dominic Cook, make him a right back. Lovely stuff. And then go to financials and okay, so rest day 2 years. Good. Let's see what we can do for Alphonso Davies as well. Okay, yeah, we might just lose him. That's okay. We need these guys. Absolutely need them. Lamine Yamal is still only like 27, which is just insane. Yeah, no Leon Bailey. Don't care. Don't care about Luis Diaz either. Okay, don't really care about Alphonso Davies either, to be completely honest. This is the state of the team now. It's absolutely dumb. Obviously, we're going to put Cook here at right back instead, and he's right-footed anyway, so if that works. Okay, I'm going to make Cook a right back, and then let's go to the end of the season again. Season 12, we're in the Champions League final again. Good stuff. And this is the team. Really good. Tonali's only down 1 overall again, so we can keep him still. I'm not going to replace him until I absolutely feel like I need to, but I really don't feel like I need to yet. Rest day 31. Mendoza and Hato are both 30. We're going to win the Premier League. Let's see if we can win the Champions League again. Actually, let's check our top scorers as well. Top scorer is Victor Peters with 40. Carrizo with 34 and 14. Yamal with 33 and 15. This is fire. This is really, really good. Right, let's just into the end of the season. What can we win? Obviously, we win the Premier League. Can we win the Champions League, though? Are we going to lose the final again? We're not. A 2-1 win. Excellent. Brilliant stuff. That was fire. Absolutely brilliant. We won, actually, a domestic quadruple, or domestic treble. We lost in the Community Shield, but we won the Premier League, the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, and the Champions League. So there's a quadruple for you. Hold that. Okay, what the hell am I supposed to do now? I don't really know. Contracts. Diego Costa. Absolutely need to renew him. Morgan Rogers. Yeah, we can renew him as well, but for a bit of a pay cut. Kaj Janssen as well. Bubakar Kamara. I don't care. Okay, excellent. A lot of people on 2-year contracts, but I don't really care. Also, yes, throughout this career mode, there's going to be random guys appearing on the bench. I don't sign them. The board does to make up the numbers, because we need a minimum of 18 players in the squad. I don't know who Gonzalez, Berry, or Zhang is, and they'll probably leave pretty soon. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, team's insane. Really, really good. 97, 98, and 99 overall as our front three, which is just OP as hell. I have 120 million, so I couldn't really buy a replacement for Tonali, even if I desperately wanted to. So I'm not going to. Let's do another season. Let's get it in. Another Champions League final, and we won the FA Cup again, and we're top of the league again. Okay, the Birmingham chokehold. Let's go. Okay, this is the team. Peters, 99 overall, 30 years old. He's older than Yamal, by the way, which is just silly. That's how good Yamal is. But yeah, Tonali, 37. He's still going though. 90 overall. No signs of regression. Still pretty happy with him in there, to be honest. Morgan Rogers, 93. Also, still pretty happy with him in there as well. Yeah, cool. Okay, Premier League's done. Obviously, we won the FA Cup. Let's see our top scores. Is it just the front three again? Yeah, it is. 55 for Peters. That's his best season yet, you know. 33 goals in the Premier League. 28 and 12 for Mario Carrizo, and for Lamine Yamal, 27 and 25 assists. Ugh, that is filthy stuff. I can't believe we actually bought Lamine Yamal. I still can't. I know it's been like 10 years, but I can't believe it. All right, there's our Premier League title. Pacho, Ahmad, and Guillon are all the Man United players. The rest are all Aston Villa. So yes, we dominate the team of the season, obviously, and it's 2-1. Lovely stuff. We win the Champions League again. I don't know how many. I've already lost count. It's probably like 4 or 5 or something. I don't know. But let's go to next season. I'm not going to buy anyone again next season. Let's go straight through. Another year, another Champions League final. final this time against Real Sociedad. Should be winning that. Oh, there we go. There's a centenary season. Oh my God. The best season in Premier League history, bar none. Not only is it 100 points, it's also invincible. Only 5 draws as well. 91 goals scored, 31 goals conceded. Hold that. Oh my God. And we won the Community Shield as well. Hold that. No FA Cup. We won the Carabao Cup as well. So it would be a treble. Actually, it would be quadruple if you include the Super Cup. Yeah, I definitely didn't need to make any new transfers. This team is daft. Tonali's still good. He's 88 overall, 38 years old. He's still fine. Morgan Rogers, 35, 92. He's still fine. This is what happens when you give players the games. Not only do they get better quicker, but they regress slower. So, you know, I can hold on to these guys until like 35. Not even kidding. And goalkeepers I can hold on for even longer, because goalkeepers could just have naturally longer careers because, you know, less physical toll on the body throughout their years. Anyway, top goal scorer was Victor Peters, 47 and 10. Bro, this guy's so good. I love this guy. Lamine Yamal, 36 and 13. And then Mario Carrizo, 28 and 10. I could buy a centre mid next season to replace Tonali. I kind of don't want to. I cannot believe 101 points. By the way, with a game to go, let's not lose this final game. Let's complete the greatest season in Premier League history. We certainly do. There's your team of the season to the right hand side. It's a 2-0 win against Brighton and Hove Albion. 104 points, 93 goals scored. Yeah, that's definitely the best season in Premier League history. And we lose the Champions League final. Ah, my magnum opus. No. Oh my God. Oh, I'm actually pissed, man. That would have been so cool. Oh, the perfect Premier League season. Okay, well, whatever. I mean, the perfect Premier League season's done. You know, it was a perfect Premier League season, but, you know, we lost the Champions League final, so it is what it is. Let's go to the next season, see how much money we have. Okay, we might be back to big budgets. I have 242 million here. I think it's time to buy the Tonali replacement. 87 is a little bit low for me, you know, personally. It's not that bad, to be honest. Actually, I do have a lot of contracts, and they are expensive. Tonali we can ignore, but Morgan Rogers I need. Lamine, obviously, we need 2 years for him. No one else I care about. Okay, 235 million. Beautiful. Loads of money. I said I needed a centre mid. I want a really, really young guy. Eduardo Longo, I'm going to remove him from the short list. We don't need him, quite frankly. So let me try and find a centre mid. Here's 20-year-old Agustin Miranda. Potential to be special. 85 overall Uruguayan central midfielder. He looks like our best option. Tonali is still technically better, but by the end of the season, I mean, Miranda's going to take his spot. We can pay 100 million for him, have 135 million spare, and we can just spend that on, I don't know, clothes and cars, I guess. I don't know. No sell-on clause, just to cover my arse in case I do want to sell him. I don't want to be giving away 10, 20 million to some random team. He's got a sporadic squad role as an 85 rated 20-year-old. That's how good our team is. I don't know how often you guys burn through career mode saves, or if you even play career mode at all, but that's like insane. I know when I used to watch like old 2K YouTubers like King of the Fourth Quarter, or like Click Productions, or like even now like Danny 2K, people like that. Like I'd watch them, but I'd never play 2K, you know what I mean? They'd just be fun to watch. So I don't know how much you guys actually play career mode, but like that's actually kind of insane. So it would be Miranda in there instead of Tonali. Tonali 38. He'll probably decline quite quickly now because he's old and he's not playing, which is the key thing, that he's not playing. Well, he might actually play instead of Miranda, but not for long anyway. Of the other guys, Mendoza we can leave until he's the high 80s. Same with Jarell Hato. Same with our front three. I mean, same with everyone. I mean, Morgan Rogers is 35, 92 overall. No issues there whatsoever. He can play for another 2 or 3 years, no problem. Granted, he might not be able to walk by the time he's 40, but you know, not my problem. So let's go to the end of the season again. This is technically season 15 as well, by the way, which means this is the normal end of career mode. FC 25 career mode only lasts 15 seasons, which is insane. So short, like it's so short, but I have mods to be able to bypass it. So let's try and bypass it. Season's end, Champions League final, FA Cup win, and 92 points thus far. 3 losses this season, so worse than last year. We won the Community Shield. We won the FA Cup. We won the Carabao Cup. We are obviously not in the Super Cup because we lost to Real Sociedad, but yeah, we're in the Champions League. We've won everything thus far. A domestic quadruple, maybe making it 5 with the Champions League. This is the team. It's so good. It's so good. Rogers is down to a 90. He's still fine for another year. I'm pretty happy. Peters is complacent up front, but I don't really care. Wild how good this team is. Cook is 27, by the way, which is kind of old, low-key. The only quote-unquote young player on this team is Miranda, and that's just because we signed him. The second youngest player is Cook, and that's because we just signed him. And then after that, it's Carrizo. So, and Cook is still 27, so he's still pretty old. But our top scorer this year, yeah, 49 for Victor Peters. He's down 1 overall. Particularly worried. I think we'll be all right. Carrizo 35 and 14. He's +1 for the year. Lamine Yamal 24 and 16. Let's just check their values though. Yeah, like daft, silly values. So let's see what we can do. I think Norwich might win this game actually. Oh no, we won't. Never mind. Not even worried. Not even a problem. There's your team of the season on the right hand side as well. And the Champions League final. Are we going to lose 2 Champions League finals in 2 years? We aren't. Good. We get the win. Lamine Yamal posing with the trophy. We win another Champions League. But like I said, this is technically the 15 season limit of career mode now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back out and make a save. save just in case it breaks, but I don't think it should. What I can do is manipulate the season count. The way EA do this is they count the amount of seasons, and once you hit 15 seasons, then you know your career ends, you retire. But I can manipulate the season count so I can have it always at 1, and they don't force me into retirement. Nice. So we can go to the 2039 2040 season. So yes, we're going into the 2040s at least. When will this break? I don't know. Will it break? I don't know. Can we get to 2100? Because you know, if we did actually do 100 seasons, we get to 2134, or no, 2124. Of course, the final season will be 2124, which is just hilarious. But yes, we are now officially past the barrier. We're now in unintended territory. EA have not intended for me to play career mode this long, so I'm just kind of waiting for it to break at this point. But I am going to try and get to 100 seasons. That's the plan. Loads of contracts to do. Again, Morgan Rogers, yes. Oh god, no. Well, to be honest, we actually don't really have to do Morgan Rogers. He's 90 overall, but he's going to decline even more this season. And to be honest, I might just look for a cam next season. We have 126 million, so I think I'm just going to save that for next season and then buy a cam next year. Let's do that. Goodbye. See you next year, or at the end of this year. I mean, not actually next year. You know what I mean? Final day of the 2039-40 season, and we're not top. What? Excuse me? Okay, well, Man City had a generational run. Who cares? I guess it happens. But yeah, we're going to replace Morgan Rogers this season. How did this team not win the league? I don't know. Whatever. I think it's okay. You know, we could have an off year. I mean, an off year is finishing second in the Premier League. You know, it's still pretty good. 38 for Peter, 37 for Lamine, who's still 32. He's still like more or less in his prime. Like, he's not far off his prime by any means. I swear LeBron was 32 when he won his championship with Cleveland. Like, this is what we're dealing with here. Jansen's down 2. Morgan Rogers is down 2. Jansen's fine. I don't care. Anyway, we're in the Champions League final again, so hold that. Yeah, cool. Let's go to next year and let's go buy a cam. Let's see if we can win the Champions League first, though, obviously. There's your team of the season again, mainly us. Peters wins the Golden Boot with 23 goals. And it's a draw? Oh, no, we won the Champions League. Okay. I think we won on penalties. I think that's how it works. Anyway, lovely stuff. I'll take that for sure. So a bit of a weird season for us, but let's buy that Morgan Rogers replacement. Mendoza's down 2 overall as well. I didn't even notice that. Anyway, let's get that cam. Let me do a bit of market research. Let me see if I can find a central attacking midfielder that's fit for purpose. Yeah, I think I found a guy. Sebastian Medina. This guy looks dumb. 16, by the way. 88 overall. It's like Yamal part 2. Okay, let's buy him. Goodbye, Morgan Rogers. Hello, Sebastian Medina. 153 mil is just not what I'm doing, brother. I'll give you 113 mil. Come on. Yeah, nice. Hold that. Hold that. Okay, as a prospect. We get him on a prospect deal. Okay. I mean, he's an 88 overall 16-year-old. I'd kind of hope he'd play, but obviously not. All right. I'll give him 200k a week just to kind of sweeten the deal. It's probably more than he needs, but you know what I mean. It's just a nice thing to do, really, isn't it? It's a token of appreciation. He's going to play for us for the next 20 years. So, you know, it's a nice thing to do. That would make him 36. So yeah, literally, he'll play for us for the next 20 years. He'll be with us until like 2060. And that won't even be halfway through the simulation. This is going to be a long video. You're in for a long ride. Yeah, there's the Tonali fall off. He's 81 overall now. We still have Greenwood and Fernandez on the bench, by the way. And Morgan Rogers, that fall off is going to come swift around the corner fairly quickly now. Reste is still finding nets. Mendoza's still fine at the back. Everyone's actually still fine here. Let's keep it rolling. Miranda and Medina are our 2 newest signings. Miranda is 21 or 22. Medina is 16, which means obviously he's 6 years off 22. So yeah, he's plenty of time to get even better. Our signing for this season is done. Let's go to the end of the year again. Season's end, 91 points. We're back on top. I actually think this is an exact inverse of last year. I think we had 80 and they had 90. Or no, we had 81 and they had 90. And this time we have 91 and they have 80. Something like that. Anyway, 2-1 FA Cup wins. That's nice. So we're on for a treble here. We lost the Super Cup. I don't care. Sorry, Strasbourg. They're going to get Alsace-Lorraine like it's World War II. Anyway, sorry. That was insensitive. This is the team. Very good. Obviously good at football and stuff. Do we need to replace anyone? No. But I kind of fear that we're going to need to replace a lot of people all at once, which is a bit of a problem. Mainly Jansen, Mendoza, and Hato, and maybe Reste as well. Yeah, well, you know what? We can just figure that out when it comes. You know what I mean? That's a problem for next year or the year after. For now, we'll just simulate. Actually, let's check top scores. Oh, sugar. I completely forgot about contracts. Oh, right. Okay. Right. We can keep... No, we can't. Okay. We can't keep Mendoza. Brilliant. Can I keep Hato? Nope. Okay. Kaj Jansen. Nope. Brilliant. Lamine Yamal. Yes. Okay. We can keep Lamine. Victor Peters. Yes. Good. Maher Carrizo should be good. Don't care about anyone else. Reste, because he's the only keeper we have. Okay. Wow. I just have to simulate to next season and see which players get automatically renewed. That's kind of all I can do. Oh, well. Well, it's going to be a bit of jeopardy. It's going to be fun. Who's our top scorer anyway? And, you know, we're going to have to completely flip the team, but who cares? Top scorer was Victor Peters, 36. 36, 33 and 21 for Maher Carrizo. That's fire, including most in the Premier League. All right, let's go. Let's simulate. I don't know who we're going to keep. I don't know who we're going to lose. And to be honest, I don't care because we'll be able to fix it, whatever the problem is. Might take a season or two, but it shouldn't be a problem at all. AS Monaco in the Champions League final. We're in the final like every single year, and there's another title. Lovely. We are so dominant. Well, like, honestly, are we? How many years in a row have we been in the final now? Because it feels like it's been quite a few. As in like 5 or 6, maybe 7, something like that. Something insane. Anyway, let's continue our simulation. Okay, let's see which players we actually lost. I'm gonna have to simulate a single day to find out. Oh, actually, the best way to do this is just to look at the team sheet. Okay, so who have we lost? Who's here? Who's not? Ah, right. We've kept everyone except our goalkeeper. That's fine, actually. That's really not that bad. I mean, I can just buy another goalkeeper. It's not the end of the world by any means. So let's buy the best young goalkeeper in the world. Let's go and do that. Got one. Got one. Miguel Cardoso, 18 years old, 88 overall, with a 58.6 million release clause, by the way. So I think we'll just buy him, actually. I think that makes the most sense, actually. And I still have plenty of money, but I'm not going to spend it. Don't need to. So I can save it for future seasons and I could spend it on contracts, to be honest. I know the absolutely riveting thing that is renewing players' contracts that we already have. I'm going to give this guy like what, like 100k a year? 100k a week, I mean. 100k a year. I give him a normal wage. Oh, that's not even a normal wage. That's a hell of a good wage, but he would be livid with that. Anyway, 58.6 million. I feel like the game is a bit laggier. I might close the game and open it again to make it less laggy. I don't know if it's just because we're gone past the threshold though, but it might be. I don't know. Contracts to do. So Jarell Hasso, I guess we can do him, but he doesn't deserve more than that. Okay, we got to do Lamine. No, we can't. Okay, can't do Victor Peters as well. I guess I can do them in January. Everyone else is fine. We still have 54, so we'll be all right. I should probably get a backup goalkeeper, but to be honest, I can't be bothered. So let's just put Cardoso in nets and let's just run with that. He's 18, so he'll be with us for 20 years, something like that. Unless, of course, he forces a move out somehow. Probably won't, though. Let's simulate. Let's go. All right, we're back in May. Yeah, contracts and stuff, right? I'm not paying Jarell Hasso like $1 million. I'm not doing... Oh, I've gone into contract negotiate. Damn it. Honestly, this is the meta way to do it, but this would just take absolutely ages. And mate, I'm simulating for 100 years. I'm simply not doing this. Wages. If I offer him like 500k a week, will he actually take that? No, he's insulted. Oh, well, we're losing Yamal. Victor Peters, we're losing him as well. Well, not necessarily. We'll see if we lose any of our players. Anyway, second in the Premier League, actually, behind Chelsea. Let's see if we can clutch up and win the Premier League. And let's see if we can win the Champions League as well. The Champions League final ends in a Aston Villa win. I think that's 3 in a row now for us. Dominant season for us, obviously. And we finished second in the Prem. Damn it. Oh, well, no big deal. Let's go to next season anyway. Let's see who we can keep and who we lose. Okay, who do we lose? We have Yamal and Peters. Okay. We just lost our left back, Jarell Hasso. I couldn't play Fernandez at left back, could I? No, probably not. Probably not. Okay, I better buy a left back then. That's good going, though. That's pretty good going. Yeah, let me go buy a left back. Let me find someone that's good. Last time I couldn't find great players, so let's try again. Here's a guy, Raul Gutierrez, 87 rated, 18-year-old, exciting prospect, but I think he's a bit more than that. I think he's our future left back, so let's sign him up. 80 million will do it. I think, yeah, lovely stuff. Imanol Alguacil says yes, and we can offer him quite a lot of money. So now that's done. Raul Gutierrez, 80 million, lovely. So we take who out and we put Gutierrez in. Excellent. Mendoza's 88. I'm going to firm him for 1 more year. Same with Janssen, but it might be time. Actually, I could release them. I think I could make money out of releasing them. Not even kidding. I'm not bothered to sell them, to be honest. But if we look at our highest paid players, if I release Janssen, yeah, I make 10 million out of that. I'm not going to release Mendoza, but I can release Janssen. That counts for something. Technically, Morgan Rogers can play there, but we can buy someone else. Let me see if I could find someone. We made a lot of money out of that, though. Okay, there is this guy, Bernardo Branco, exciting prospect, 83 overall. So significantly lower, but, you know, better future prospects and stuff, and we won't have to pay him as much and stuff like that. We're kind of in a bit of a rebuilding phase at the moment, so we're just going to have to firm it, unfortunately. So with that agreed, I can give him 100k a week. We have 30 million left. That's a good signing, definitely. So we can put him there. That seems good. Our bench is still garbage. It's actually really bad now, but I don't really care. I can fill out with free agents whenever I want. I just can't be bothered right now. This is going to be a bit of a weird season. I don't know if we're going to make the Champions League final this year. Let's see what we can do, though. Let's simulate the year out. Another season's end, another Champions League final. I actually don't know quite how we made it to the final this year with this trash-ass team. But maybe not trash-ass. I wouldn't be so harsh. Oh, yeah, of course. Fernandez starting instead of Mendoza. Didn't even think about that. Yeah, that insane free agent signing. I mean, he can start at centre-back for a while, I guess. Didn't even consider that. Anyway, nice. Okay, cool. Medina's a 90-rated 19-year-old. That's insane. What I'm going to do is to try and manipulate who can go and who can stay is I'm going to release players. Yeah, so there we go. Now the squad size is too small. I don't think people are going to leave now. They should automatically renew. That's what I'm hoping anyway. That's what I'm hoping. Anyway, let's check our top score. This is going to be weird now because players are starting to regress. 33 goals for Victor Peters, 33 for Mario Carrizo, and 23 for Lamine Yamal, 35 years old. Whoa. This is weird. We're going to need to replace that front three very soon. Anyway, let's sim out the rest of the year. There's a team of the season, mainly Aston Villa. No surprises there. Get a win against Everton. Can we win the Champions League again? Because we've won it so many times. It's a 3-1 win over Barcelona. Dominant. Absolutely dominant. dominance. Birmingham is the epicenter of football. Well, specifically Aston Villa and Villa Park. First in the Premier League, and we won the EFL Cup as well, and the Champions League and the Super Cup. So, I mean, technically quadruple. We take that. Walking out the door is someone. I don't really care. I think it's Fernandez, but I don't think he's actually leaving. It should have renewed his contract. Oh, I don't think it did. Did we actually lose him? Yeah, we did. Okay. I mean, I can buy a centre back. I was probably going to do that anyway. We have loads of money, actually. I have like 279 million, so I could definitely buy someone. So let's buy a centre back. Who else do I need to replace really badly? No one else. Okay, let's buy a centre back at least. And then I might skip for a striker as well, because Peters is 36. Oh my god, look at these free agents. They look insane. Anyway, not going to bother too much with them. Let's keep going. Let's find a centre back. Well, I found a centre back. He's a free agent. Robin Simon, approached by Burnley. No. We're going to take him. That means I can get a striker. So let me look at strikers now as well. And I found one. Adam Nielsen. I think it's the Haaland regen. So I guess we'll just get him. That works. I could actually just buy him, but I don't know if I should. I might as well, right? Yeah. Okay, that's Robin Simon bought. That's our centre back for the next 10 to 15 years. And Adam Nielsen, we may as well buy this guy. So let's go 170 million, and they're going to go big. Yeah, 209. 170.8 will come up a tiny bit. 200. Man. 180 seems fair. Okay, good. They took it. He's 22 as well, which is not ideal. Like, I'd have liked to go a little bit younger, but you know, it is what it is. I do have him on a crucial contract here as well. So it might actually be smarter to release the striker that we currently have. If I'm really looking into it, like, so it would be to release Peters now and just go with Nielsen up front. Especially because, you know, money-wise, it makes sense. Especially because Peters is so much money, like 960k a week. Like, so let's just release him. Yeah, and that gives us money. Yeah. Okay, so let's just do more contracts as well. He wants a release slot, so he can take it. He's 34. He's not getting better. Let's do Lamine as well. Yeah, see, he wants to get paid. Like, let me release some of these bronze players because obviously I made a few signings, so I can release a few of these. Okay, nice. Wait, did you see that as well? The length of his contract. He's on the 243-year contract. All of these guys are. Wait. Is this an infinite contract? It's because we're in 2043. Okay, so this is the first glitch. This is the first glitch we're seeing. Is the game going to slowly break? I don't know. Well, that's all the business I'm going to do this year. So let's go to the end of the year. But is the game going to break? Is it going to slowly break down? It would be kind of funny if it did. Let's see what happens. Another season is over. We're in the Champions League final again. And we're top of the Premier League again. 72 points. A lot of draws, I think. I think that's what's causing it. Anyway, cool. Yeah, nice. Fresh. Like, another season at the top. What can I say? It's tough being this talented. How are we doing, though? How are we actually doing? So, Nielsen 92. That's good. It's all a bit of progress, really. That's all we're looking for. We're just looking for progress. Yamal is still going. I just want to keep him on life support for as long as possible because it's kind of funny. He didn't happen to be our top goal scorer for the season, did he? He didn't. No, it was Adam Nielsen up front, then Carrizo, and then Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal was second in assists as well behind Sebastian Medina with 20 and 15 from the number 10 position. Is pretty good, and he's only 20, so he's going to keep getting better. That's wild. Okay, let's go. That's officially 20 seasons done now as well after the end of this Champions League final. We win the Premier League again. And in the Champions League final, we lose, don't we? 1-0 to Inter. Great. Okay, whatever. That's 20 seasons done. That's 80 to go. Oh, we're going to be here forever. I've already been recording for like 3 hours. Oh my god, it's going to take like 15 hours to this whole thing. Okay, right, whatever. I can just work on it. Okay, I can work on it. It's fine. Right, okay, let's keep going. Actually, to be honest, it's bold of me to assume that we will reach 100 seasons. I actually don't think we will. I think the game will break before then. We're just going to keep going until the game actually breaks. Are these guys now that we signed last year? Okay, what contract are they on? Okay, these guys' contracts are normal again. So Oliver Mitchell, we obviously signed. These guys are back to normal contracts. Okay, cool. Who did we lose? We still have Lamine. Who did we lose? I don't think we lost anyone. Did we lose anyone? No, we didn't lose anyone, I think. Nice. Okay, I've got like 300 million this year, so I'm going to spend it really well. Our midfield is fine. Costa's still fine in defense. Everyone's fine. Everyone's either young and gaining or old and fine. And I'm not buying a bench. I'm fine with this. Let's go. This team is good. Let's team out the year. Let's go. Another Champions League final in a row. The streak continues. Top of the Premier League again. 90 points this time around. Smashing it. Smashing it. No one I want to replace this year either. Like Costa 94, Yamal 93, 95, and Carrizo 96. They're our highest rated players, so I don't need to replace them. Everyone else is 90 plus now, so we're catching up. Lovely stuff. A good blend of experience and youth. I think that's a good way of putting it. Okay, let's have a look at stats. Top scorer is Nielsen. Speaking of which, I haven't looked at contracts at all. Oh no. Yeah, okay, well, we'll probably keep him anyway. Oh, Medina, no, we need him now. 4 years, good. Nielsen, we need him now as well. Good. And everyone else is fine. Okay, if we lose Costa, we lose Costa because 810k a week is just ridiculous money. I'm going to do these guys as well. So Miguel Cardoso, he's done. He wants, a release clause. I'm going to take that actually, because if someone wants to pay 300 mil for him, you know, that's fine. Mate, Mendoza, 650k a week, and he's 8.5 mil. I can't even release it, which is insane. But yeah, okay, whatever. Those deals are done. Let's go. Nielsen dominating up front. That's exactly what we want to see. But the rest of the team obviously helping as well. Let's see what we have to do about Yamal and Carrizo and Costa as well. Next season, probably nothing. We'll see who we keep and see who we lose as well. We might lose Costa, I don't know. Another Champions League final, and it's another Champions League trophy. Excellent stuff. So like I said, I don't really think there's anything we want to do. I think all the players' contracts were renewed. So yeah, same team, same old story. Let's go and attack the Champions League again. Can we make another final in a row? Let's see. No, the streak. Oh no, we lost to AC Milan in the semis. Damn it. The streak is dead. All right, well, we won the Premier League again. This is the team now. Costa is still fine in there at 37. Carrizo and Yamal are still fine. He's 38, Yamal, and he's still fine. Still got 90 pace as a 38-year-old. I don't know how his knees haven't come busted. Screw the bench. We don't like the bench. We continue. Top scorer. Yeah, Nielsen, 50. Bang. That's some Haaland stats. Love that. 29 and 22 for 38-year-old Lamine Yamal. Carrizo, 27 and 15. What's the value of Yamal now? 123 million still, which is insane. Nielsen, 200 million. Yeah, see, there you go. You're getting funky contracts again. Yamal and Carrizo's contracts are up as well. Like I say, like if we lose them, it's not the end of the world because their contracts are so expensive. Let's sim out this final day of the season against Norwich. It's a 1-0 win. Lamine Yamal with the goal. Lovely. Another Premier League title. It's dominant. Let's keep going. Okay, this is the team again. Yeah, fine. Fresh, cool, Bosch, class. Let's go again. Let's run it back, Aston Villa. Let's go. All right, and we won the league again, and we're in the Champions League again as well. So that is good. And this is the team now. Okay, Costa's 90. He's probably still fine again, to be honest. Lamine's 93. He's fine. He's going to be 40. Actually, when players hit 40 years old, they stop progressing, which means because of a glitch, maybe we can keep Lamine. I'm not sure if he actually will stay, though. He might be retiring, actually. But I didn't even consider that. He's not. Okay, good. Okay, yeah, because when they hit 40, they start regressing. It's not a glitch. It's more that FIFA doesn't really expect anyone to hit 40 years old without retiring. But Lamine is a bit of an exception to that rule, considering we've kind of blown past the date that we're supposed to stop simulating. Okay, next season, I really don't think we need to do that much. Again, 92 points is dominant. You can see the game is a little laggy and stuff like that, but that just is what it is. We won the FA Cup again as well. Let's try and do, actually, hold on, one more thing. I was going to say let's try and do another treble, but let's check stats. Nielsen, 48, Yamal, 30 and 18, and then Carrizo's 27 and 15. Like, what? Like, it's relentless. Like, it's year after year after year of dominance. It's great. Okay, June 30th, 2047. Let's go there. There's the team of the season. It's all Aston Villa. It's a 3-all draw on the final day. 93 points in the Premier League. And can we win the champion? No, we're not going to win the Champions League. 3-2 to Milan. Damn it. Oh, well, whatever. They've beaten us twice now, because obviously they beat us in the semi-finals. I'm not sure when that was. Was it last year or the year before? I don't know. Anyway, we won the Premier League. We won the Community Shield, the FA Cup. Yeah, okay, cool. A domestic treble, technically. Let's go to 2048 now. Okay, now that we're super far into the future, there's some mad free agents. It's mad how these players have scaled in quality. This is the team now, by the way, obviously the same, but there's some insane free agents, especially because Cook is now 35. So I should probably try and replace him, shouldn't I? Let me show you exactly what I found. Okay, these are just a few examples of the guys that are just insane in free agency. Robin Jacobs, we're definitely signing. He's a 91 rated left back. It's a no-brainer. He's 19. Thiago Martin, 18 years old, 89 overall. We're signing him as well. And look at this guy. Dennis Moreira's 95 rated. What the hell? I'm going to sign all of 3 of these guys, but there's so many more. There's loads more. This is crazy. Like, madness. This is absolute madness. I don't even need Dennis Moreira. I have Yamal and Carrizo for the wings, but I mean, I might as well, because, you know, they can't play forever. Well, maybe we can make Yamal play forever, but we can't make these guys play forever. And that's Thiago Martin wrapped up, so that's maybe like a backup striker for us. And then Robin Jacobs can be our backup right back, but bench doesn't really matter. Starting 11 is what matters. I was just like, oh, I might as well sign him, you know. We're gonna make Robin Jacobs a right back though. Okay, so here we are. Yeah, so Martin, Moreira, and then Jacobs is gonna go here. Jacobs, he is left foot. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Actually, it's not that it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter at all. But yeah, like it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous stuff. So like Moreira versus Carrizo for the starting spot. I don't know. He actually might take that right wing spot over Yamal. I'm not sure. I don't know, but we're just gonna play it out and see what happens. I'm gonna release some of these crap guys as well. I'm able to release 3 of them. One of them's retiring. Whoa, that was minus how much? Minus 135 million for that. So I gain money for that. Wait, do I actually gain money for that? Wait, whoa. whoa. Hold on. Do I actually get money from that? Oh my God, I do. 900 million budget. Okay, this seems a little bit unfair, so I'm not going to spend that money. I mean, I could, and it wouldn't be wrong, because I mean, I haven't cheated. I mean, I've cheated to get past the 15-year limit, but I haven't cheated with giving myself money or anything like that. That's insane. I've never seen that before. Okay, yeah, I'm still not going to spend it. I still think it's a bit wrong. Anyway, what's Yamal's contract looking like? Oh, right, yes. They're on long contracts. Infinite contracts? I don't know. Is Yamal retiring? No. Okay, the game is slowly breaking. It's okay, though. It's still working okay. We're going to continue. We're going to continue. We're going to simulate the season now. This is wild. Another Champions League final, this time against Chelsea. No 100 points, but we've got to the point where Coventry are now a Champions League team. Shout out Coventry, I guess. If you're from Coventry, then nice. Leave a comment or something. I don't know. 5-0 in the Carabao Cup final against Coventry. There you go. Hold that. And yeah, Chelsea Champions League final. Okay, cool. Chelsea aren't even top 4 in the Prem, so I think we're favourites for that. Top goal scorer, yeah, Carito, then Nielsen, then Yamal. Okay, so the free agent that we signed isn't playing. It is going to be that front three, all 30 plus for the year, which is just madness. Branco from midfield, by the way. 15 assists. Nice. Our most valuable player is Adam Nielsen. I don't think that's a surprise. And then Dennis Moreira, despite the fact he played how many games this year? 4. Did he ask to leave? No. I could sell him for 200 million. If I try and release him, no, I can't. I still have that 900 million, by the way. So it's not gone anywhere. Yeah, team's nuts. Really good. It's time to buy centre back, though. Let's replace Costa. He's 39 now, but he's 88 overall. Let's see if we can find someone in free agency next year. I think that's a good idea. So let's try that. Let's go. We get a win on the final day here against Sheffield United. It's 5-0 dominant. Oh my God. And Chelsea now in the Champions League final. It's Birmingham versus London, England's 2 biggest cities, and it goes to Birmingham 4-1. Surreal Aston Villa complete an unprecedented treble or something. I mean, it's not unprecedented. We've done a few trebles already. And if this is 2048, that is, then, which it is, okay, that's 24 seasons done. So at the end of next season, it's going to be 25, and it's going to be a quarter of the way there. And this video is already like 45 minutes long. It's going to be like a 3.5 hour video. Oh my God. Okay, right, well, whatever. Put it on in the background and play FIFA. That's what I used to do with videos like this. I used to just put them on the background and just play menus on Ultimate Team or whatever. They're always fun to do, you know, because this type of videos are really easy to watch. I feel like it's easy to watch anyway. Like, you don't really have to pay full 100% attention. You can, and it's still interesting, but you know what I mean. These menus are taking ages to load as well. I've been sitting here for like 5 minutes and it's not even done. I don't know what's going on. Oh my God, finally. Okay, we're here. Player contracts forcefully renewed and all that. And this is what it looks like. Let's buy a new centre back. Let's have a look at free agency. Oh, look at the free agents that they forcefully signed for us. Torre actually looks all right. I know he's 30 and all, but he actually looks okay. All right, let's sign a centre back. Here he is, Daniel Sacco. Like, look at this stuff, man. This is ridiculous. This is actually insane. Give me this guy. I'll take him for free. 5 years. That makes sense, I guess. 200k a week. That's nice. Daniel Sacco to Aston Villa. Lovely. I like this a lot. I like this an awful lot. So Costa out, Sacco in. It's only a 1 overall increase, but it's a lot more than that. I think that goes without saying, really. Now we actually have a good bench by accident. Didn't even mean that. Our lowest rated player is Kovacevic. It's not. It's Yves Ndri. I feel like, oh my God. Look at this. 265 million. Yeah, okay, I guess. Now I have 461 million. I'm not going to spend that. But anyway, yeah. Or like even by accident now we actually have a good bench. So that's nice. Sweet. So cool. I'm just going to run with this. Oh, yeah. You can actually see as well, proving the point, Yamal, 40 years old. He's 93 rated. He's not going down and he's still not retiring. And the same might happen with Mario Carrizo. We can have these guys forever. Not even kidding. Not even kidding. Okay, we ready. Let's go. Season 25. Let's keep moving. Another Champions League final. This time it's against Malmö of all teams. The Swedish champions. Okay. Top of the Premier League. I like that though. I do like when clubs like that do well, you know, teams from outside the top 5 leagues. Nielsen's actually submitted a transfer request. Which is weird. Well, he's on a 2045-year contract, so there was that. What happens if I try to renew one of these guys' contract? No extension. Okay. So it's hiding its true value and it's showing the year that they renewed the contract as opposed to the length of the contract that's left. I don't really know. I can't really tell. We have 18 players anyway. I probably wouldn't bother with contract renewal. 56 goals for Adam Nielsen. Wow. I feel like his goal scoring is the best I've seen. Certainly so far in this simulation. Lamine Yamal, still 93 overall. Once you get to 40, it doesn't go down. Carrizo might be in the same boat and he's not retiring. Oh my God. We have Lamine forever. This is hilarious. Okay. Like I said, this is the furthest I've ever simmed on this game. I don't know what's going to happen. The team's now 90. Everyone's 90 plus overall thanks to Sacco coming in and doing super well because, you know, free agent and stuff. I don't need to pay for people. Grow up. Aston Villa, 15 points clear of Arsenal at the top of the Premier League. I don't know why I'm scything through this as if anything's different. Yeah, we did a domestic quadruple and we're in the Champions League final. We lost the Super Cup to prevent the perfect season. If we'd have won that game and we win against Malmo, then we do have the perfect season. 25 years in, 75 to go. It still feels like an awful lot, but it's only because we're not halfway. Once we get to halfway, I'll feel like we're close, but you know, it could still take a while. Malmo to play, and we win on penalties. No, we lost. Malmo won. Oh my god, I want to cry. Anyway, look at Malmo cooking. We move. Who cares? Grow up. Yeah, we did a domestic quadruple, so you know, swings and roundabouts. We could. How old could we keep Lamine till? Oh, I don't know. Well, if we do the entire 100 years, because Lamine starts at 16 years old, he'd be 116, which I suppose is technically possible. I don't know, like, what will actually happen though. Like, is it possible to get there? Oh, he's obviously our captain. He's the elder statesman of the team. He's not going to get any worse than he is. And Carrizo gets 40 years old at the end of this season as well. Could I get a full team of 40 plus year olds? Well, they'd need to be exceptionally good. But we look at Costa. Costa's 40 years old now. He's 85 overall. He might not retire. I mean, at the very least, he's a great bench player for us. I think Lamine Yamal and Carrizo might be unique cases. Unless Nielsen keeps getting better, he's the only one I could really see getting to, like, he basically needs to get to 99 overall. Like, for defenders, that's very, very tough. So there'll still be rotation of players. We don't need to buy anyone, obviously. Lamine Yamal's not retiring. That's good news. Neither is Mario Carrizo. I don't know if he will retire now. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if he'll retire. Like, I don't know if that's a thing. He genuinely might play forever, which is just hilarious. What's his value, by the way? Yeah, he's going to be down a bit. Here he is. He's still 106 million as a 41-year-old. Isn't that just brilliant? No extension. Okay, he's got 2 years left in his contract, but it'll renew and stuff. The hell am I supposed to do? I have 400 million because I released someone last year, so I have like infinite money. I should buy a backup goalkeeper. I really should do that. But look at these free agents. Actually, do you know what? You've watched this far in the video. Do you want me to give you a peek behind the scenes? Okay, look at this. So this is a current database of all of the players that are currently available in this career mode save, specifically at this point. You can see here the club free agents. Look at the amount of high potential free agents that are available to us at the moment. This is just a way of, instead of me spending 25 minutes scouting to try and find these guys, it's just a way of finding them in 2 minutes. I would inevitably find these guys anyway, but it's just a matter of, you know, making it quicker so I'm not here for like 25 years. Yeah, there's loads of guys, and what I'm looking for is a goalkeeper. So yeah, like this guy, Liam Barron, for example. You know, some people might see that as cheating. I really don't think it's cheating. It doesn't feel like cheating at all. Like, I would inevitably find this guy. Like, Liam Barron, 85 overall, 19-year-old. Like, it wouldn't be that hard to find unless you just go free agent goalkeeper and I just bring the age down. And instead of me just finding him immediately, I just have to scroll. I'd scroll through all these guys and there he is. So yeah, saves me a bit of time. Anyway, there is Liam Barron. We'll just sign him as a backup goalkeeper. We'll release someone else. Yeah, so by accident, I've actually developed a bench here, even though I didn't really care for one. He wants to be sporadic. Sure, I don't care. Okay, cool. So now that we have that done, I still want to keep the squad size at a minimum, because if I keep the squad size at a minimum, then it will automatically renew contracts and stuff. So we're going to release Kovacevic for a profit of 300 million. Yeah, there is that. But other than that, like, we're absolutely fine here. We're flying. So let's maintain this. Let's go to the end of the season once again. Let's see if we can keep Yamal forever and ever. Let's see what we can do. Another season's end. No Champions League for us this time. Knocked out in the quarters against Union Berlin. Happens. It's okay. 94 points. Watford are now a Champions League club after finishing second. Well, that's just kind of weird. Obviously, we've gone absolutely nowhere. A permanent fixture at the top there with a Community Shield victory and an FA Cup victory and a Carabao Cup victory. It's another domestic quadruple. But again, a little European success. It's okay though. Are you worried? Because I'm not worried at all. Top scorer was Nielsen. No shocks. Then it's Yamal. Still 93. Carrizo holds a 93 overall into the age of 40. He'll be 93 overall forever. Now, as you can see, when we go into the development plan, there you go. ETA NA. NA meaning not applicable, meaning that he's neither going to increase nor decrease in overall. I probably should have shown that. Actually, it's definitely the best example. I haven't actually done any development plans because they're just boring, man. And I don't need them. Realistically, I can live without them. Let's go no extension there. Okay, that was a 2048. I don't know. I don't know what that means. I don't know. We have 700 million because I released someone. This is what the team looks like now. Just organize that bench a little bit better. Nicely done. But that starting 11 is just unreal. Anyone actually we need to replace? No. Just Miranda's 32, so just keep an eye on him. He's got 8 years to make it to 40 though. I don't think he's gonna make it to 40. He's only at 94 overall now anyway, so he needs to get up to like 99 or something like that. I just hit my mic, but you know, you heard nothing, so shut up. But yeah, man, Nielsen's consistency is relentless. Even look at Medina, man. 26 and 15. I know I said I haven't done development plans. Can I get him to play forever? No, probably not, which is insane because he was like an 88 rated 16-year-old and he's still not good enough to play forever. Nielsen 98, by the way. I could get Nielsen to play forever. I could try. Anyway, final day of the season is going to be against Fulham. We'll sim this out. Why not? I haven't simmed the game in a little while, so we may as well. It's a 2-1 win. Carrizo and Branco with the goals. Carrizo has no friends. He has no family. He has nothing. He has no social circle around him other than his teammates on this football team. He has no wife. He has no children. His entire life is Aston Villa Football Club. He goes to sleep and he pulls over Aston Villa, bed sheets over him. He wakes up in his full kit, boots and everything. All he does is live and breathe that claret and blue. I think Lamine Yamal's kind of the same, to be honest. You know, still playing football at 42, settle down, have a family. No, I just want to keep playing football until I drop. 97 points in the Premier League. Dominant again. We are now in 2050, but we're not even close to the end. 26 seasons down, 74 to go. Well, let's keep it rolling. Or will it force me to end here? I will actually check, because 2050 seems like a significant number. I'm just checking my mods are still working, and they are. Okay, let's see what happens. This is going to take ages to load, but I don't care. I'll wait it out. Okay, call me spoiled, but that took 2.5 minutes, which is quite a while. Yeah, that's a long old time. There you go. Oh, wow. So they've renewed everyone's contract all at once, which is fine, I guess. I don't care. Yeah, okay, cool. Lamine Yamal, 93 plus 2, by the way, so that's cool. And Carrizo plus 1. Nice. Should we have a look for a centre mid to replace Miranda? Just in case. I mean, there might be some like 99 overall go. Actually, to be honest, I could just wait a few seasons. Who cares? Grow up, get a life. Okay. What to do? These contracts still freaking me out, but anyway, no comment. Let's send the season out. Let's go. It's another weird Champions League final. It's Legia Warsaw. Who the hell did they have? By the way, on the final day of the season, we have Millwall to play, and Stoke and QPR are both in the Champions League places. So yeah, take that for what you will. Yeah, so what you're having now is loads of auto-generated players get automatically generated onto teams, and it's not necessarily the best teams as we know them today. And additionally, teams are just signing people from free agency. So that's how Legia Warsaw have got their hands on like Jibril Gomes or Hugo Laurent or Yona Muziri. There you go. There's another one. But this team is not that good. They have like 4 80+ rated players, and we have a full starting 11 and 90+ rated demons. And yes, they're not players. They are demons. Top scorer Lamine Yamal, 32 and 13 at the age of 43. Nielsen, 31 and 8. Does Lamine Yamal become the GOAT if he plays until the age of 100? I think he does. Mario Carrizo, 26 and 14. Whose value goes to Nielsen, who is 98 overall. Will he hit 99? Levels down in 84. Ah, right. So he's hitting 98 though. Because if he clings on to like a 92, 93 overall, or even just like 90, even 91, then I'll probably leave him. Oh, of course. Moreira is now higher rated than Carrizo, so Moreira is starting on the left wing. Does that make Carrizo want to retire? No. Okay, cool. But Carrizo also started most of the games. Moreira just got a few runs. Okay, makes sense. That's fine. This is chaos. This is so much fun. I'm actually enjoying this so much. So Millwall and Legia Warsaw to play. There we go. There's your team of the season. Nielsen, Medina, Lamine Yamal, Gutierrez, Sacco, Simon, and Cardoso. All Aston Villa players in that team of the season. And it's Aston Villa versus Legia Warsaw. Warsaw versus Birmingham, 2 of the best cities ever. Well, you can say that about Warsaw, but you can't really say that about Birmingham, despite them winning. So that's another European Cup for us. I feel like we've lost a lot of Champions League finals, though. A few more than I'd have wanted to, but we could have a bit of a chokehold on the competition now, maybe. Okay, so here we are again. We won the Carabao Cup and the Community Shield, so it's a quadruple, I guess. Okay. I have to say, I'm really surprised at our dominance in the Champions League. I didn't think we'd make basically every single final in the way that we have. We beat Swindon Town. Don't know how they're in the Premier League. They just are. Go with it. 1-0 in the last time around. 92 points. Coventry City again in the Champions League. Luton Town right up there as well. This is 2052 now, so this is like 28 years into the future. We still have that big 6 though. Manchester City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Man United. We're looking for Spurs and we're looking for Chelsea. There's Spurs, 14, and Chelsea got relegated. Okay. Crawley Town, by the way, Premier League team. Okay. Millwall, mid-table in the Prem, and Chelsea are going to get relegated. Okay. But look, we're not even halfway into the simulation, so it's going to get even nutser. That's not a word. Even crazier. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be nutser. This is the team. Moreira again starting on the wing. I don't know if he played the whole season. He probably did. Nielsen, 99 overall, by the way. Good to see. I didn't think he would hit it. He did. Defied my expectations. Dropped 40 goals on our heads as well, which is exactly what we want. Lamine Yamal still goated. Still goated at 44 years old. He's like Ronaldo, but way better. Dennis Moreira, 26. Actually, can someone add up all the goals and assists that Lamine got as well? I know I'm kind of asking a bit late, but maybe someone's done it. I don't know. You don't have to. It's okay. I feel mean asking for these kind of things. I feel like it's something I should do. I feel like I'm delegating responsibilities. Anyway, yeah, top scores were insane. I'm just gonna, for visual effect, put Moreira as the starter here over Carrizo. When Moreira gets old and starts falling off, when he falls below Carrizo, we'll just put Carrizo back to starting 11. Play, like, no big deal. Next season, we'll buy Miranda replacements just for midfield because he's starting to regress now down to a 91. But let's go and win the Champions League. Here we go. Aston Villa versus Lazio. and it's a 2-0 win for Birmingham. Let's go. Aston Villa win that Champions League title. Lovely stuff. First in the Premier League, winner of the Community Shield. Round 3 of the FA Cup. Damn, we can never have the perfect season, can we? That's okay. Maybe one year we'll have the perfect season. I'll keep trying. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could probably get like a better team than this, but like, do I really need to? We're making the Champions League final and winning it every year. What more do you need? This is going to take like 2 minutes to load. It's going to take 2 minutes every year. I'll see you at the end of the season. I might as well. Actually, no, I'm going to buy a replacement for our midfielder. Let's do that. Got one. Bas Sanders, 91 overall free agent centre mid. Done. Consider it done. I have 177 million. I ain't spending that. Okay, and we can put Sanders into the starting 11 instead of Miranda, and that means we can do that, and we can just release Cullen, who's just some random guy. Or actually, better yet, let's release Johansson for minus 279 million. Okay, cool. That leaves us with 18. I'm trying to keep 18 in the squad size, as I've been saying. So let's go with this team into a new season again. Anyone else we might need to replace? Branko's 30, Simon 31. Otherwise, we're fine. Let's go. And when I think it's got the most crazy, no, it gets even crazier. Peterborough and Hull City are both in the Premier League now. We beat Toulouse in a Champions League semi-final to play against Estoril in the final, because that's just how the world works now. 96 points in the Premier League. We're not going to get 100 again. One loss all season, which is a real shame. Who did we lose to? We lost to West Bromwich Albion. Technically a local derby, I guess. It's more the Black Country, but still, we count it. Yeah, crazy stuff. Let's check our top scores, I guess. I don't have anything else to do. 46 for Nielsen. He's down 1 overall. Uh-oh, he's going to go down again. I kind of need him to hold a higher overall for a bit longer than that. Dennis Moreira's down 1 overall as well. Medina's at 1. That's cool. Bas Sanders with a good first season for us. Lamine Yamal with the second most goals and the most assists, because, you know, Lamine Yamal is pretty good at the whole football thing. Let's go. Let's go again. There's the team of the season. Guerrero and Garcia are the only players that aren't from Aston Villa. 9 of our 11 starters feature in that team of the season. And is it enough to beat Estoril Praia? It's 5-0. It matches this year's real life Champions League result of PSG versus Inter Milan. It's absolute domination, like, no messing about. We absolutely crush. It's another treble, quadruple, quintuple if you count the Community Shield and the UEFA Super Cup. Yeah, well, you know, the FA Cup was the only thing we didn't win. So again, still no perfect season, but we're pretty good at the whole football thing. Let's keep it going. Yeah, it's more crazy. We beat Barrow in the FA Cup final. That's the craziest thing I've seen so far. In real life, they're like around the bottom of League 2, I think. 96 points again. We're at 96 points after 37 games. 1 loss again. That's the Aston Villa chokehold, a Community Shield, an FA Cup, a Carabao Cup, and the Super Cup. Okay. We have a chance to do the sextuple. We have a chance. The rare sextuple. Hey, look, Carritho fights his way back into the starting 11 as a 44-year-old. So that's nice. Miranda 86 overall at 36, by the way. Amazing stuff. Okay, still 18 players. That's all we need. So let's go. There's your team of the season. It's all Aston Villa apart from Jimenez, who plays for Hull City, who might have qualified for the Champions League. Copenhagen versus Aston Villa. Well, I think you know the result. 5-1. Yeah, dominance. It's the Lamine Yamal chokehold. This is fire. This is actually so much fun. I don't even have to make transfers. I don't have to renew contracts. I don't have to do anything. I just have to simulate, man. And we did it. Well, first, winner, and we won the Champions League as well. We won so many trophies it doesn't actually show up on the board, but we did the sextuple. Hold that on your dome. Let's do it again. Another season's done. We lost to Ferencváros in the quarterfinals, which is embarrassing, but I don't care. 93 points. Swansea, Peterborough, West Ham West Brom, I should say, make up the other Champions League places. That's how relevant West Brom are to me, is that anytime I see West, I just assume it's West Ham. Sorry, West Brom. Fleetwood win the FA Cup. They beat us in the final. Right, okay. Right, we lost Carabao Cup final as well. And the Super Cup. We lose 3 finals in the same year. I want to cry. Bastia are in the Champions League final, but it's against Real Madrid, so that that makes sense, I guess. Oh, Sanders isn't very happy for some reason. Should find out why that is, because he certainly played. Baz Sanders could submit a transfer request. Playtime and contract. I can give him a new contract. Okay, now he's happy. Okay, well, cool. Okay, that's interesting. Anyway, yeah, ridiculous team. Cool, good stuff. Medina 98 overall. We might be having him at Cam forever and ever as well, just like Jamal and just like Carritho. Actually, we could have Cardoso in nets forever as well. He's 97 overall. He might not even be done getting better either. That we can check. Oh, he submitted a transfer. Wow, that's funny because he's not leaving. He levels down in like 2.5 years. What is it? Contract? Okay, just yeah. No, what's he? Nah, I went to negotiations. Damn it. No one likes their contract because, you know, I haven't actually given them any new contracts in years. Everyone's on 1-year deals every single year, and they all just expire at the same time, and no one seems to care about it, which is nice for me, I guess. I don't have to worry too much. When people don't like their contracts like that, then I will pay them like hell. People are submitting transfer requests because they're not getting paid as much as they want to get paid, so I'll just pay them more. Of course, Yamal's happy with his contract and stuff because he's getting paid like $1 million a week. Same as Nielsen, same as Carrizo. Like, the hell else are we supposed to do? Okay, no Champions League. Bit of a weird year. Actually, yeah, we can check goals. It's going to be Nielsen top, though. I can guarantee you that. Yeah, 42 and 12. He is. Oh, no, it's Carrizo. Wait, what? Carrizo. Nice. Okay, and then Nielsen. Nielsen is pretty relentless, to be fair. Medina, 23 and 13 from Cam. Yamal, 47. His old ass is getting 28 and 13. But Kazumura is getting absolutely blown out of the water right now. Anyway, we have Swindon Town on the final day of the season. Not even a joke. Actually, Swindon Town. And we win 3-0. Carrizo, Lamine Yamal, and Lamine Yamal, obviously. Okay, cool. Lamine Yamal's immortal. He will play forever. And, well, I mean, I'm just going to keep using him. Let's keep going. Apparently, we didn't win player of the season. I'm not even mad about it. I don't even care. Let's go to next season. Season's end. Champions League again. We had Peterborough in the Champions League semi-final, who we beat. We had West Brom in the Champions League quarter-final. We had Legia Warsaw in the round of 16. So, yeah, it's a crazy Champions League run. Actually, not that far clear. The top of the Premier League. Only 6 points clear, but obviously 1 game to go. So, we did win the title. So that's quite nice. Top goal scorer. Yeah, look at Nielsen, man. He's the captain now, apparently. Which means Jamal's gone. Where's Jamal? Lamine. I could have sworn... Oh my... Did he retire? Hold on. He's gone! No! Oh my god, Lamine! Oh, it's over. Oh no. We've lost Lamine. Okay, well, I've got to sign a right winger next year. Damn it. Okay. Why? It's just, yeah, it's just unlucky, I guess. Things like that do happen, I suppose. That's wild. All right, R.I.P. Lamine Yamal. He's gone. Finally, by the way, he's finally gone. He's had a great career. He shouldn't really be complaining. Wow, okay, that's a shame. Anyway, Carrizo with 29 and 6, 21 and 22 for Sebastian Medina. Crazy, 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 crazy stuff. All right, we got to go to next season and we got to buy a right winger. That's really sad. Anyway, Peterborough last game of the Premier League and Juve for the Champions League title in 2056. This is season 31, so we are over the... So we've obviously have that first 15-year limit. We've over doubled that now, which is kind of crazy. This video is already over an hour long, which is cool, but we're gonna keep going, obviously. And we won the Champions League, so that's nice. We're gonna keep rolling. Let's get that Lamine replacement. He's got big boots to fill. Okay, let's have a look. I'm gonna simulate one day. I don't want to lose any free agents, but I also want to make sure that, you know, I know who we actually have and who we don't have. Do we still have Carrizo? We do. We still have Moreira, but I'm going to put him there for the time being with the assumption that we're going to be able to buy that Lamine Yamal replay. Let's go and look for that right now. Find him. His name is Jesus Villar. He plays for CD Nacional. Ironically, the same starting club as Cristiano Ronaldo, and I can afford him. So let's go and buy him. You know, winning multiple Champions Leagues in a row while also not spending a dime lets you save up quite a bit of money. So I have 300 million. I'm just going to spend 290 on him. Just drop that casually on him. There we go. CD Nacional can now afford a new stadium. So you're welcome. I wonder how many Ballon d'Ors Lamine Yamal won. I obviously didn't stop to check the Ballon d'Or every year because I just thought it would take forever. And honestly, it would have taken absolutely ages. I'll give him 300k a week. You'd be happy with that. And the job is done. CD Nacional is actually the club that Cristiano Ronaldo played for when he was in Madeira, because CD Nacional is in Madeira. They're in the top flight of the Portuguese division currently, but they are also based in Madeira. So that's cool, I guess. Anyway, yeah, team's ready. Let's go again. Anyone here too old? Not really. Simon 35, but I don't care. I can replace him as and when. Carrizo's 46. Yeah, I forgot about that. Anyway, don't need to worry about that. We'll just pretend it's not there. Let's release someone, obviously, because we got to keep our squad size as small as possible. Yeah, Bradley Bowden. Goodbye. Give me 300 mil for that. Thanks. His glitch is hilarious. Okay, let's keep going. Let's go to the end of the season. Back at the end of the year, no Champions League final. Oh, okay. We beat Gil Vicente and then AC Milan wiped the floor with us. Oh well. Top of the Premier League again. Everton and Norwich are going to be in the Champions League next year alongside us. Okay. We won 11-10 on penalties in the Community Shield and we won the FA Cup. We lost the Carabao Cup though, probably in some early rounds. Here, we lost against Northampton. Great. I feel sick. We won the Super Cup and obviously no Champions League. Radomiak Rako made the Champions League semi-final. I sent Messi on loan to Radomiak Rado in like FIFA 23 once. Anyway, not important. This is the team. Cool. Good. Nothing new here. Nothing you need to know. Gutierrez is the best left back of all time. That's fun. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Nielsen was our top scorer again. Oh my god. Sebastian Medina from Cam and then Nielsen. Okay. That's fire. If Nielsen goes down 1 overall every year for the next 4 years, he's 91 rated. That's fine. I could play him up front at 91 rated forever and ever and ever. Jesus Villar on that right wing had a good first season with us. 26 and 9, 22 and 5 for Mario Carrizo. He's retiring at the end of the season. Okay, at 47. Do you know what? I think that's fair enough. That does mean we're going to need to buy a new left winger, but that's okay. We can do that. Actually, I should probably do that now because I have 373 million. So let me find one. Oh my god, look at this free agent. 91 rated. Like, what the hell? Actually, I kind of do need a new centre back, actually, I think. So I might as well sign him while I'm at it. Let me find a winger as well. Found one, Samba So. He's an 18-year-old 94 rated Senegalese winger. I'm just gonna buy him. This is ridiculous. I know I keep saying that, but it really is fun. He's obviously going to be crucial to us. Give him a 5-year deal. He doesn't take it, right? Take 4 years, whatever. I don't care. You're going to play for us forever, and you're going to automatically have your contract renewed every single year, regardless of whether you like it or not. Samba So into the team. Lovely stuff. I bet Lamine Yamal probably retired as well. He was 1 year older than Carrizo, so maybe it's that thing where they turn 47 years old and then they retire. Maybe that's a thing or something. I don't know. Anyway, So is going to go on that left wing. Now we have 2 players over the top, so we're going to release him and we're going to release him. Okay, I like this a lot. Branco 35, he's fine for the minute. Simon is fine for the minute. Wait for him to dip under 90 overall and then I'll buy a replacement. I like this a lot. Let's sim out the season. No Champions League final, but maybe we'll get one next year. Let's go. Back again. Champions League final, this time against FC Twente. It's basically just a random lottery of all the teams in Europe to play in the Champions League final against us, and then they will inevitably lose probably. 86 points in the Premier League. Liverpool putting up a bit of a fight, but we're 4 points clear with a game to go. It's already over. We win the Community Shield as well, and we win the FA Cup, by the way. I didn't win the Carabao Cup. That's okay. Obviously no Super Cup, but yeah, Champions League final again in 2058. We are a long way down the line. Okay, this is year 35. This is what the team looks like. Wow. Simon is now old, so just Ribeiro comes in and takes his place. It's pretty simple, to be honest. We might be able to sit him on the bench though for a while. Martinez sat on this bench this entire time because Nielsen and stuff. Top goal scorer is Nielsen. Despite being 37, he gets 35 goals. He's older than the amount of goals he scored, but you know what, it doesn't matter. Bas Sanders, 29 and 17 from midfield. Ooh, not the best from the wingers, but better from midfield, which is just interesting, I guess. Don't think it really means much. Villar, 290 million. He's the most valuable player. Let's go and win the Champions League and stuff. Season 35, that's your team of the season. All, you know, Aston Villa players and stuff. Okay, here we go. Another Champions League final, and it's going to be another win for us. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, nice. I think that's now probably 30 Premier League titles for us or something like that. Maybe like 10 to 15 Champions Leagues as well. Maybe more. No, honestly, more. It's probably like 15 to 20. I don't know. I'm not counting, but yeah, dominant. Domestic treble again. Let's run it back again. I'll see you next season again. Crawley Town on the final day. That's something I never thought I'd say as a perennial Premier League champion. And yeah, well, Union Berlin Champions League final. Well, you know, I'm not a Premier League champion. I won the Premier League on career mode. It's not quite the same thing, really, is it? Although some people might argue it is. No, it's definitely not. Anyway, the game's starting to get laggy again. Top scorer is Adam Nielsen. He's not gone down any overall this season. He might just hold at that rating. We could have him for another 10 years, not even kidding. Samba So, let's go. Best name ever, by the way. Samba So, are you kidding me? Jesus Villar, also the most Spanish Spain to ever Spain. Sebastian Medina, 22 and 10. So sick. Oh, so cool. So cool. So cool. Okay, let's see what the team looks like in its totality. It's like this. Okay, so we need a center mid replacement for Branco right now. I mean, not right now, but next year. Not that difficult. We can just, you know, pick someone up from free agency and then call it a day. But we can do that at the start of next season. So let's do that then. For now, we'll keep on simulating. This is 2059. That means the end of next year will be the 2059-2060 season. We get a win on the final day against Crawley, the Red Devils, but not Manchester United. And now we have Union Berlin. It's Berlin versus Birmingham, the two Bs, and it's Birmingham that come out on top. Aston Villa with a win. Lovely. Let's go to next season. Let's get that midfield replacement. Check out this guy, Joel Yates, 17 years old, 92 overall. Pullet gang and all. Jeez, he looks ridiculous. Okay, yeah, I think he's gonna be our next midfielder, to be honest. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say he's our guy, and he'll play for us for like 20 years as well. Okay, cool. He wants a 3-year deal. Okay, job done. For a fee of €0, we signed a 92 rated centre mid, and it's worse, and it's always worse. We just keep making it worse. Well, not actually keep making it worse. You know what I mean? So Yates comes in here. Papadopoulos, don't know who that is, but he's gonna get released. Still have 159 million. Oh, Robin Raymond. Never mind, you're gone, mate. Nah, that's 500 million in the bank. Okay, nice. Job done. Okay, let's sim this season. Let's go to 2060. Oh my god, how old would I be? In 2060, I'm going to be 56, turning 57. Oh god. Right, I'm going to have an existential crisis real quick. Let's go to the end of the year. Okay, we're back at the end of the season. We lost to Legia, I think, in the semis of the Champions League, which sucks. But 92 points, so we dominated the Premier League. It's getting a little bit more laggy now, but it's okay. It won't be like this for the whole video. What I'll do is I'll close FIFA and open it up again, and that should fix the lag. But this team is so nice. It's so good. Gutierrez, by the way, is 35 years old, 92 overall. Got to keep an eye on him. 36-year-old Medina, by the way, 95 rated. 39-year-old Nielsen, 92 rated. So the mix of youth and experience is really coming together really well. I like it a lot. It's very good. Our top scorer is Villar with 48. Yeah, breakout season for him in terms of goals. Dominant from Samba So, dominant from Bas Sanders as well. I mean, yeah, really good. It's another crushing year, and the truth is we probably don't even need to reinvest again. We don't even need to buy anyone. We can just run it back again. Let's go to the end of the 2061 season now. Yeah, we're at 2060, so let's keep it going. We're doing well. Back at the end of 2061, and we won the league again, obviously. Duh. We're in the Champions League final against Atletico Madrid. Cool. This is the team now. Nielsen is 40 years old and he's 92 rated. He's goated. Medina's 37. Nielsen we can hold on to for longer. Is he retiring though? I do need to check that. Or is he going to be the same? Is he going to get to 40? Okay, submit a transfer request. I don't know what he's upset about. Contract? Oh, he wants a mil. Shut up, bro. Our most valuable player is obviously Jesus Villar. Who's our top scorer though? It was Villar as well. Wow. Oh, wow. Thiago Martin was playing up front instead of Nielsen. Interesting. I mean, he is 32, but Nielsen is just better, bro, because he's older, more experienced, and he's the same rating. Anyway, so Samba So got 21 and 19 as well. Most assists for him. Fire. Another season of absolutely cooking the league. We had Olympiacos in the Champions League semi-final. There's a team of the season again. A few less Aston Villa players than normal. We only have 6 this time around. Regardless, can we win the Champions League again? We do. 3-2. Lovely stuff. Once again, champions of Europe. Let's keep it rolling. So we won the Premier League, the Community Shield. We didn't win the FA Cup, but we won the Carabao Cup. So we've had 6 trophies one time in this video. Let's see how many more times we can get it. Hopefully a lot. Okay, another new season. Do I need to replace anyone? Maybe a fullback to replace Gutierrez? I guess I can have a look in the free agent market. I'll have a look. All right, I got one here. Seth Bird. He's a right back, but I can make him a left back. I feel like I've done that loads of times in this video. Every time I have a right back, I need a left back, and every time I find a left back, I need a right back. It's fine. I'll just swap him over to the other side. It's not the end of the world. This is great though. I literally have a plethora of world-class talents just at my disposal for whenever I need it. This is so easy. And we're going to break this game even more. We're only in 2061. Plenty more time left to go. Seth Bird signed up. Shout out Canada, I guess. It's a harken back to Alphonso Davies, who of course started right back for us ages ago. So long ago. It's been ages. Anyway, let's release someone as well. Let's release Roberto Martino. Good man. And we have more money than we started off with. Okay, let me make Bird a left back. Oh, well, he can play though, actually, but still. Let me make it his primary position. Still probably the right thing to do. Cool. Okay, job done. Let's go to the end of the season again. Back again. Champions League final against Liverpool. Peterborough on the final day, 93 points. Peterborough and Swindon are both Champions League bound. Who's even in the league anymore? Crewe Alexander are 5th. Ipswich are 6th. Plymouth Argyle, Gillingham, Oxford, Morecambe, United are 17th, and Arsenal are bottom. This is brilliant. Can I have a look at other divisions as well? Hold on. So this is the Championship. Brighton are top, 93 points, run away with it. Lincoln City are there. There's Everton. Any sign of the big clubs? Newcastle are getting relegated to League One. Speaking of League One, Chesterfield come up. West Ham are there. Chelsea are a mid-table League One team alongside Derby. That's a bit sad. Sorry, Derby. I hope Derby can do a bit better than that. Is there any Prem teams in League Two? Just to see. Barrow used to be in the Premier. Oh no, we beat them in the FA Cup final, didn't we? Anyone that I can see here? No, not quite. Maybe by season 100 there'll be someone there. But you know, another dominant season and all that. Villar with 46 and 14. He's a monster, man. Nielsen with 29 and 7. He's back to starting and he's back to scoring naturally. He is 41 now, so you know, ETA NA. He's not going to get worse. He might just retire though out of nowhere, but let's just hope he doesn't do that. Most assists, yeah, Bas Sanders from midfield and then Villar from the wing. 46 is dumb, but you know, he is 99 overall, so I guess you kind of expect it. Oh, Barron is playing instead of Cardoso. Cardoso is 39 though. Barron is also kind of old. Actually, no, he's not. I was on the wrong guy there. Barron's like 30 odd, isn't he? Yeah, 32. But I should probably get a keeper next season. So let me do that. Let's sim out the rest of this year and let's buy a keeper next season. There's team of the season with a Swindon Town player in the Premier League team of the season. That makes me feel sick. And now Liverpool in the Champions League final. We win 3-1. Lovely. That's another Champions League for us. And that's the end of the season. First in the Premier League, winner of the Community Shield. Round 4 in the FA Cup and round 4 in the Carabao Cup, but we won the Super Cup as well. Oh no, it says I retired. Hold on, I can fix this. Don't worry. Okay, into new season now. Let's get that goalkeeper. Let's go and buy him. Sorry, not buy him. Steal him from free agency. Well, not steal him either. Just sign him from free agency. I'm trying not to make it weird. Just buy him from free agency, man. It's not that big of a deal. Let's do that. Here's a 93 rated 17-year-old. Carlos Aguilar. That'll do. Is it going to get more crazy? I wonder if I'm going to get like 99 rated players eventually, because I do feel like they're slowly getting better, although I actually have no idea, so maybe they're not. But this does feel a little bit unfair, you know what I mean? Let's give him 200k a week. You know, he's 93 rated. I think that's nice. I think that's the right thing to do. And the good news is now we can release our other goalkeeper. Well, to be fair, I should just release Miguel Cardoso, really. I'll keep Liam Barron as backup and then Carlos Aguilar can start. I have 647 million and Aguilar goes in net. Okay, lovely. Job done. Cool. Let's go. This time the final is against Copenhagen. Gillingham, final day of the season. 91 points again. Duh. I feel like we just perennially get over 90 points. It feels pretty comfortable. 56 goals for Jesus Villar. That's insane. And 15 assists. That takes him to 71 goal contributions in 61 games, including 14 and 14 in the Champions League. Wild. Wild, wild, wild. This is amazing. Really, really cool. You can probably tell, but, you know, I took a break between recording seasons 59, 60 and 60, 61. You know, I want to live my life. You know, I have stuff to do. But obviously I'm back now and it's kind of hitting me how mad this really is. Anyway, let's get another cam because Medina's dipped below 90 overall. Bird is going to get up there in ratings, so not worried about him quite just yet. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Let's go and buy a cam next season. Plymouth, Peterborough and Gillingham are going to be in the Champions League next season. Peterborough we actually had in the Champions League semi-final, which is nuts. But they'll never win a Champions League, and that'll be because of us. It's a 4-0 win over Gillingham. It's another team of the season stacked to the brim with Aston Villa players. And in the final against Copenhagen, it's an Aston Villa win. Great. Let's buy a cam. Found one. Luca Walsh, 88 overall, 22 years old, looking for a new club. He can come and play for Aston Villa and come win like infinite Champions League titles glitch. He wants to be a rotation player. Okay. No, we are going to absolutely burn through your knee cartilage, pal. You're going to play every game, 60 games a season, no rests, no holidays, no life. Your only legacy will ever be in claret and blue. You will never have a family or friends ever again, but it's okay because you will win trophies. It's quite pessimistic and brutal, actually. You think about it. Anyway, we're not thinking about it. Luca Walsh comes into the team, and when one comes in, one must leave. Elijah Giles can leave. That gives us 350 million. Thanks very much. So Medina slides onto the bench. He's been brilliant for us. Obviously, we signed him when he was 16, so yeah, he's quite in many ways. Let's keep on winning. Let's go another year. Champions League final is against Brest this time around. Okay, 96 points in the Premier League. That's cool. One loss. Damn. Still fun hunting for those invincible seasons. Leicester currently third, alongside us, Man City, and Liverpool. That's oddly realistic. Anyway, this is the team. It's good and stuff. Medina's now 40. He'll stop regressing. Nielsen's 43. He might retire at 47. That might happen again. He might retire right now. I don't know. No, he submitted a transfer request, but he's not retiring, so that's good. Speaking of which, top goal scorer, yeah, Villar with 50 and 19. He is relentless, man. He's a goal scorer. Also, Samba So, 37 and 18, tipping away. It's the Clay Thompson to Jesus Villar, Stephen Curry over here. And then Nielsen tipping away as well. I suppose he's the Draymond Green of this big three that we have up front, this three-pronged attack. And let's keep it rolling. Okay, we don't need to add anyone to this team, do we? Is there anyone under? No, Sacco almost, but not quite. I can leave him there for a season. He'll be fine. Bird is not over 90 rated yet, which is kind of annoying, but it's okay. Should be all right. That is now 40 seasons in the books, 60 to go. Oh god. I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do to keep this going. I think we could get 100 seasons here, though. I really do. It's another Champions League. It's a 4-1 win over Stade Brest 29. I think we can hit 100 seasons. I think we can do it. Let's keep this team going. We're in the Champions League final. It's against Stade Lavoie from, I think, in real life, they're currently in the French second tier, but they've made it to the Champions League final. That's a hell of a rebuild for them. We also won the FA Cup, and I'd imagine, yeah, we are top of the Premier League. Cardiff City are now a Champions League club. MK Dons are right up there as well. Boo. Fleetwood, Coventry, Sunderland, Plymouth, Swindon getting relegated, RIP. But we won the Community Shield, and we won the FA Cup, and we won the Carabao Cup, and we won the Super Cup. We're on for 6 here. This would be our second sextuple, which would be nice. Led the way, I'd imagine, was Villar. Sacco, it's time to replace him. We'll replace him at the end of the season, but I mean, and also Jacob. But they did also potentially lead us to a sextuple, so, you know, there is that. Top goal scorer was Villar, 51 and 24, most goals and most assists. Yeah, significantly the best player. Then Samba So was significantly the second best player, and then Adam Nielsen with 30. No shame in that as well. Joel Yates, 19 assists from the central midfield. Yes, just a really well-rounded team. Obviously superstars on the wing with So and Villar, but, you know, nothing like ridiculously mind-bending. There's your team of the season. It's full of 2 Cardiff players, a Man City player, a Crow Alexander player, and then the rest of the other 7 are all Aston Villa. Can we complete the perfect season with a perfect ending? We can. It's a 3-1 win. We do another sextuple. This one is in what, 2066? Is that what we're in now? 65, 66, something like that? 65. There you go, 2065. There is our other treble. We won absolutely everything. Lovely stuff. These are the players I want. We need a centre back and a full back, so Julian Ayala and then Aitor Rojas. Again, a left back that I need to make a right back. It is what it is. Not the end of the world. Let me buy these guys up and add them to the team. Okay, there they go. Ayala's now in the team, and Rojas is in the team as well. Ayala will keep getting better, obviously. I mean, Rojas will as well, but you know what I mean. 89 overall is not the best to start with, but we can get him up there. He'll be fine. Let's keep it rolling. Oh yeah, let's get rid of 2 players. So get Papadopoulos out there and get Joaquin Murillo out of there as well. Let's organize this bench. Okay, luckily, actually, that's fine. Right, let's do that. I'll see you at the end of the year. No Champions League final this season, despite an FA Cup. We lost to Man City. That was in the quarters. Now we have them final day of the season, and we're miles top of the league, obviously, so that's nice. Top scorer, Villar, again, nice. Samba So, nice. 22 assists, he gets the most. Adam Nielsen submitted a transfer request. I mean, he did that ages ago, but he's not retiring. That's the main thing. He might be shrinking in size, but he's not retiring. And he's not shrinking overall either. I actually think he's smaller. Was he 6 foot this entire time? I swear he's 6'2". Anyway, Ayala's now 90 overall, so that's good. Any replacements this year other than the 49-year-old striker? Sanders is going down, but I think it's fine. He's all right for the moment. He can hang in there for now. 2066, no Champions League for us, but regardless, we keep moving. It's another Premier League title, so we have to take it. We're not far off buying a new central midfielder as well, so let's keep going until that happens. Champions League final is going to be against Barcelona. That's a bit more of a regular, more expected Champions League final. Granted, Aston Villa being there isn't that expected, but you know what I mean. Again, top of the Premier League. Cool. Hull City are now Champions League bound. Cool. Good for them, I guess. Shout out Hull City and all that. Top scorer, Villar again. Wow, he's top scorer every single season. Nielsen, nice. 36 goal for him. Submitted a transfer request, but he's not retiring yet. Might retire next season, the season after, though. That's what I'm kind of expecting. He could stick with us, though. You never know. Samba So, 32 and 16. Samba So, I'm not sure. Anyway, top value is Samba Samba So, then Jesus Villar. Sanders is fine for the moment. He's 37, but he's 91 overall. He's absolutely fine. He's absolutely fine. Okay, cool. More dominance. That's exactly what we need. And the Champions League final against Barcelona. It's a win again. Is it? It's a 1-1 draw. Who won it? Hello. Any sign of a winner? Ah, it was us on penalties. Excellent. Lovely stuff. Okay, it's another Champions League in the books. Let's go to the end of next season again. We had Hansa Rostock in the Champions League semi-final. Apoel Nicosia in the quarterfinals. They're from Cyprus. And in the final, we have Hull City, the metropolis that is Hull City, the tourist destination that is Hull City. We're top of the league. No shocks there. We're cooking. Burton won the FA Cup against Wimbledon. That is a rough final. Anyway, oh, we lost our striker. R.I.P. man. Damn, he did retire. Okay. And despite that, we're still in the Champions League final, which is hilarious. Let me find a free agent to replace him. It should be pretty simple. I should be able to sign him before the final as well and stuff. It should work fine. So let's just find someone. Okay, having looked around free agency, I actually cannot find anyone that good. I mean, they're all like 86, 87 overall. Pretty low potential guys. So honestly, realistically, the best thing for us to do is just sim to next season. We should still win the Champions League, to be very clear. It shouldn't be an issue. There's your team of the season again. It's all Aston Villa, more or less, obviously. And then now Hull City in the final. We should be winning this. Can we clutch up? We certainly can. 2-1 against Hull City. This is domination on another level. I definitely think we've won more than half of our Champions League that we've been in so far. That's kind of my goal, to win at least 50 Champions Leagues, which would be an over 50% success rate. That would be pretty insane. Let's go to next season. Let's definitely at least buy a striker plus whatever else we need, because we probably need something else. I've found two players. First of all, a striker, Christopher Hansen, 97 pace. He plays for Accrington Stanley, a 91 rated player playing for Accrington Stanley. That's just hilarious. So we're actually going to need to buy him, but of course we can't afford him after we buy Texera in the free agency market. I mean, I can already afford him anyway. I have like infinite money, so I might as well just sign him. I'm signing Texera as well because our center mid is now under 90 overall, and Texera is basically like him, but you know, 21 years old, so he has the ability to get better. So it's kind of a no-brainer if you really think about it. Okay, Texera is in. I'm gonna buy that striker as well, and then yeah, I'll come back. Okay, and with them into the team, Hansen's on international duty. That's fine for the moment. Sanders comes out, Texera comes in. So is now the captain. Lovely. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Yates, by the way, 97 overall. That's dumb. I released the other players as well, so we're at that minimum squad size that we want to be at, which is great, and we can just proceed from here. Our team is just still insanely good. Let's put another season into the books. Let's get it. No Champions League final. We got beaten by West Brom. That's rough, but that's okay. I can live with that. It's fine. 75 points in the Premier League for second place, but obviously we got 90, so you know, Premier League title for us. 40 goals for Jesus Villar as well. We can probably sit him out on the wing for quite a long time. We could probably leave Hansen and So as well. We're gonna have them for at least another 15 years probably, until they're 45 as well. Excellent. Texera hits 90 overall. He'll be there for at least 10 to 15 seasons as well. That's certainly what I would expect anyway. Beautiful stuff. Chelsea are back, by the way. They're finishing 4th this year, so you know, Cremo's rise to the top and all that. Are we actually seeing that? Are we seeing bigger clubs come back? Well, Liverpool finished 5th. They're still like Millwall and, you know, Peterborough and stuff, but it does feel a little bit more kind of back to current day, a bit more real. I guess that would kind of put it like that. Anyway, let's skip through the year anyway. It's another Premier League title. Let's see if we won anything else. Oh my god, look at that team of the season, by the way. Leroy from Man City, and the rest is all Aston Villa. I don't think we can have the whole team of the season because the team of the season is in 4-4-2 and we play in a 4-3-3 formation. Anyway, first in the Premier League, winner of the Community Shield, and we won the Carabao Cup and the Super Cup as well. Let's go to 2070. That's what's next year, so let's go to 2070. This is so crazy. Back-to-back seasons of no Champions League final kind of sucks. When did we get knocked out? Did we get bounced in the group phase? Hold on a minute now. I mean, seasons like this can happen where you have anomalies, but I didn't expect this at all. We finished 25th. We got knocked out in the group phase. What? Oh my god. Wow. Okay, I'm speechless. This team got knocked out in the group phase of the Champions League. I'm absolutely dumbfounded. We're gonna need to buy a new centre back soon enough for Ribeiro, but whoa. Okay, right. Well, yeah. I mean, we're gonna be in the Champions League next season. We're almost certainly gonna be in the Champions League final next season, so don't worry about it. It's not the end of the world. It's not a big deal. Here's your team of the season. It's all Aston Villa apart from the 2 strikers. Although I swear our striker's called Hansen as well. Anyway, Copenhagen versus Ferencvarosi for the Champions League final. You know, it's Denmark versus Hungary. Ooh, I know. No Germany, France, Spain, Italy, or England involved. For the first time in a while, probably. And we won everything else other than the Champions League and the Carabao Cup. So let's make it better next season. Let's come back and win the Champions League. Let's do that. There's a bounce back for you. Back in the Champions League final against West Bromwich Albion of all teams. That's nice, I guess. That's cool. Top scorer this year was Samba So. He's down 1 overall. Villar is down to 97 as well. Bit worrying, but I think it might be okay. Joel Yates most assists, 16 from midfield. What a goat. And also 17 goals. He's a monster. Front 3 leading the way. No surprises there. Most value is Joel Yates. Centre mids are just so hard to find, I guess. Next season, we can replace Ribeiro. He's 89 overall, 37 years of age. It's time to get him out of the team, unfortunately for him. Not unfortunately for us, I guess. I mean, it doesn't really matter to us that much, but you know, it's a bit of a shame. I'll sign someone next season or whatever. For now, we're going to win the Premier League again. Can we win the Champions League in 2071? There's a team of the season again. It's, yeah, a little bit different. Definitely time to get a centre-back, that's for sure. West Bromwich Albion versus Aston Villa, and it's Aston Villa winning the Champions League. There's a bounce back from getting knocked out in the group phase. Champions League on your dome. Hold that. Let's get a centre-back to replace Alan Sacco. I found another Sacco to play centre-back. He's got 97 pace, so I think we're going to sign him, actually. And he's 6'6" with 97 pace. Isn't that just daft? He's going to ball out for us. We're approaching 50 seasons now, though, so yeah, I think we're dominating, and we're going to dominate for another 50 years. Of course, at the start of our reign here over, I mean, I suppose European and English football, we had to build up to it. So, you know, we had our first few seasons where we weren't doing so good. I mean, we were still doing well and we were building, but we weren't like winning a title every season. You know, we had a season just outside Europe, and then we qualified for the Champions League, and then we won the league for the first time, and then we won the Champions League for the first time, but it wasn't dominant, not in the same way the last 45 or so years have been. The next 50 years, though, flat, are going to be absolutely devastating. So we've had about 40, I'd say 40 years of dominance so far. We're getting rid of Liam Barron. He's going to give us 1.5 billion. Oh my god. Is that in back payments from his contract? That's what it might be, because he's been on our team for absolutely ages. Now we have 2 billion. Okay, that's nice. Let's simulate the season again, though, because I just don't need to spend 2 billion. I just don't need to. End of the season, Man City to play in 2 games in the Premier League and in the Champions League. We're top of the league, but we're not guaranteed the title. Oh, actually, we kind of are. Unless Liverpool scores 16 goals, then I think we're guaranteed the title. Actually, we'll be fine. Who's our top scorer? It's Hansen this time. Okay, nice. Yeah, Villar and Sambaso are taking back seats. Christopher Hansen. This is our second Norwegian striker that we've had. He's also 6 foot tall. I don't know if that's a correlation or anything, but anyway. Yeah, the data's still broken. They're still in the 2040s for some reason. Obviously, 2043 must correlate to a certain amount of time left on your contract, but I don't know what it does. It says I'm recently negotiated contracts with these players. I just haven't, though, have I? Anyway, this is the team that we have. Anyone bad? No. Anyone getting old? Yeah, but Villar and So can live forever, so it's fine. The wingers just seem to be able to live forever. I guess we can replace the left back in a few years, but I don't need to worry about that right now. Let's see what we can do in the Champions League. In season 48, it's a 2-0 Champions League win over Manchester City. There's another one. Back-to-back Champions League titles for us. Oh, wait, no, that was the Premier League game. Oh, God, please tell me we win this now. It was a 1-1 draw. It's okay. He's standing with the Champions League trophy. We won the Champions League again. All right, calm down. It was back-to-back Champions League titles, so that's good. Progress and stuff. We'll take it. You all thought I was going to lose. No way. First in the Premier League again. Yeah, win. Ah, damn. The EFL Cup stops our quintuple. We won 4 trophies, though. Obviously, wait, we won the Super Cup as well, so it would have been a sextuple. Anyway, whatever. Let's go to the end of next season again, I guess. Oh my god, the Champions League final this year is against, is it Westerlo? Oh, it's Mechelen. I sent a player to Mechelen the other day. Oh, it was when I randomized my career or whatever. And I ended up in Mechelen. And I was like, what the hell is this club? Now we're playing them in Champions League final. That's hilarious. Top of the Premier League, Exeter City in second place. Shout out Exeter City, I guess. Top scorer, yeah, Villar off the right, So off the left. Or So. I keep changing the way I'm pronouncing his name. I know, it's annoying me just as much as it's annoying you. Luca Walsh as well, doing really well there. Cam, 32 years old now for him. Happy with the team, looks really, really good. Don't need to make any changes right now. Let's sim out the season then. We win the Premier League. Obviously, I mean, we beat Luton, but we win the Premier League. We did that a long time ago. And now, final day of the season against KV Mechelen. It's a 2-1 win. Excellent stuff. And we end the 2072-73 season as the winner of everything except the EFL Cup or whatever. Cool. Another season in the books. Let's go to the end of next year. Next year is year 50, by the way. Let's see if we can win the Champions League on it. Ah, season 50, no Champions League. We got knocked out in the round of 16 against Atletico Madrid. Damn. Sorry about that. The game was at hyperspeed right there. We are top of the league, but below us Norwich, MK Dons and Exeter City. This is getting crazy. This is maybe why they don't let you sim past 15 seasons, because crazy stuff like this starts happening. This team is still fine. I still don't need to make any changes to this team. Okay, top goal scorer, So nice. Samba, So nice, and then Hansen, and then Villar. Cool. No Champions League, but 50 seasons in, and we are absolutely dominating. We've seen some legends come and go. Is anyone going to surpass Lamine Yamal's legacy? Well, honestly, Villar and So aren't far off, to be honest. But let's see what they can do. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna take a nap. Yeah, I'm gonna come back and record again in the morning. I'll see you then. Back on the last day of the season in a new day, and we're not in the Champions League final. We got knocked out in the round of 16 against that club. Okay, I actually don't recognize that club at all. I've actually never seen that club before in my life. We're in a title fight here. Hold on. I know it's a new day and all, but how bad's the team? The team's fine. It's not bad at all. There's no one that's particularly old. They're all 90 plus. I mean, Aguilar is 99 rated, which is insane. The team is really, really good. I don't know what happened this year. Maybe it's just a bit of a lull. It does happen. Like that time that we got knocked out in the group phase of the Champions Champions League. It does happen. 40 goals for Hansen, 32 for Sambaso. Jesus Valagas, 27 and 13. 15 assists for Joel Yates in midfield. He's a goat, man. And he's still the most valuable player on the team. He's going. Oh my God, yeah, the contracts. Jesus. I forgot about all that stuff. It's mental. Anyway, whatever. Let's see if we can clutch up and win the Premier League. Let's sim out this game against Manchester City. A to 2-1 win. Hansen and So with the goals. Liverpool won as well. I think we've done enough. Obviously, we're going to have player of the season. It's probably going to be one of our front three. And yeah, we did win the league. On goal difference, granted, but we did do it comfortably on goal difference. We should have had more points than we had. That's what that tells me. Goal difference is often a decent indicator of where a team should be in the table as opposed to where they are. And our goal difference is miles and miles clear. We should have dominated this season a lot more than we did. But that's okay. It happens. That is season 51. So we are now on the way back down. Plenty of time to go. Let's absolutely crush this sim. Let's go to next year. Back again. Champions League final this time around is against Union Saint-Gilloise, which is another continues the trend of weird clubs in the Champions League final. I mean, Union Saint-Gilloise weren't weird, but it's weird to see them there. Real Valladolid in the Champions League semi-final. That's a currently failing club that's doing well. Benfica in the round of 16. That's nice. Anyone else we play? Oh, I don't recognize that team there. I say that team there as if you guys know who I'm talking about. It's the black and white badge there, the Champions League. I'm looking at the Champions League teams that we played against, trying to recognize them. Waterford made the Champions League. A bit of Irish representation. Shout out Waterford, I guess. Also, Fourth made the Champions League. They're like from the German league, I think. This is insane. Yep, top of the league. Wigan right below us. Nice to see Wigan back in the Premier League. Shout out Hugo Raliega. Team is flying. Bird is down to an 89. It's time to get him out of the team, I think. But we can do that next season. So let's do that then. Let's see if we can win the Champions League this year as well. I reckon we can. And it goes to Aston Villa. 4-0 win over the Belgians. Lovely stuff. Let's go to next season and let's cook even more. Okay, I found a guy, but we're going to have to buy him. Sebastien Baron playing for Motherwell. 86 rated French fullback, 1986 overall. It's the first player I've actually gone and bought in a while. It certainly feels like it anyway. So let's go 90 million for him, and they'll probably just say yes, they do, because it's Motherwell. That's the record transfer by about probably 80 million, probably more than that. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. So I don't want to, you know, discredit the club and all that, but you know, we kind of expect a bit better than Motherwell for an 86 rated fullback. That's a better starting overall than Nuno Mendes, Alphonso Davies, all those guys. It's about the same as Ashraf Hakimi. He's playing with Motherwell, but now he's obviously playing for Aston Villa, the greatest team of all time, under me, the greatest manager of all time. Let's put him into the team. I know he's currently lower rated than Bird, who the guy we currently have, but you know, Baron will no doubt climb pretty quickly, and that's a good signing made. Let's start the season again. It's another Champions League final. We beat Fortuna Dusseldorf in the semis. We beat USC in the quarters. I think they're Italian, and then Celta Vigo in the round of 16, and then we have Leicester in the final, which is just brilliant. Top of the league again. Good. We're keeping that Premier League streak alive, which is exactly what we want to see. This is the team. Baron's done quite well. He's actually taken the starting spot. I forgot to release someone. I should release someone. I completely forgot to do that. Oh yeah, minus 37 million. Okay, nice. Yeah, okay, so this seems really, really good. Oldest player is probably Ayala, realistically. Oh no, it's Walsh, definitely 36. Oh yeah, Villar's 40 now, by the way. So he's going to hold 93 overall for another 6 or 7 years and then retire. He should be with us well into the 2080s. I was going to say the 1980s there, but no. We're in the 2080s at this point. Anyway, let's play this out. Oh, actually, top scorers, duh. I want to keep track of the goals because, you know, I want to be able to have the possibility to add all these goals up and see who was our top scorer over the course of 100 years. I probably won't do it because it's a hell of a task, but I want to be able to do it if I want to. I probably won't, though. Christopher Hansen, 37. That's pretty dominant from our striker. Of course, we had a great Norwegian striker. Then he retired. We just bought another one because it's literally that simple. Like, it's pretty easy. We beat Spurs on the final day, setting us up for the Champions League final. There's that team of the season. It's a Fleetwood player in the team of the season. That's insane. And against Leicester City, we're going to win 4-2. There's another Champions League for us. And we're coming up, by the way, on the year 2100. I know we're like 20 something years off it, but we're still coming up on it. Runner up in the FA Cup, quarterfinal of the EFL Cup as well. That stuff's 6 trophies. But anyway, I want to know what's going to happen to the game. I hope it's not like a Y2K thing where it goes to like the year. What Y2K was like, it went to the year 2000 and everyone thought, oh, all the computers are going to break. I hope it doesn't break when it goes to 2100. That's kind of what I'm hoping. Well, I guess we'll see what happens when we get there. We're still in 2070s, so we still have a bit to go, but you know what I mean. Another year in the books. LASK in the semi-finals. Bayern Munich in the quarters, quite normal, and then Fortuna Dusseldorf again in the round of 16 this time. Juve in the Champions League final. MK Dons final day of the season, 94 points. Cardiff and Norwich below us. Dominant season for us again. Another Community Shield for us. No FA Cup this time. No Carabao Cup either. And we won this Super Cup against LASK. Okay. This is the team now. Absolutely class. There's just so many players and they're all so good. Okay, anyway. So is now 39 as well. And that obviously means he's going to be 40 soon, which means regression over. We can actually check though for So. We submitted a transfer request, don't care. Levels down in 12 weeks. He might turn 40 before then. Oh, if I put him on the winger role, then he won't level down. So I'll just do that. That makes sense. Okay, top scorer was Christopher Hansen and then Joel Yates from midfield with the most assists. He's a monster, man. Whoa, he's probably the best midfielder we've had so far. Like, what an absolute beast. And then Villar, and then Sambaso. I keep mixing up the way I'm saying his name, and it's annoying me so much. Anyway, whatever. It's not the end of the world. It's not a massive deal. MK Don's final day, first versus last in the league. There's your team of the season. It's all Aston Villa. If we played 4-4-2, it would be entirely Aston Villa, but we don't, so it's not. I mean, I could change to 4-4-2, but I don't really want to do that, to be honest, at this point. We beat Juve 3-1. There's another Champions League final that we've won, you know, because we're quite good at football and stuff. And that's the 2078 season over and done with. In 2078, I would be 75. Whoa. Oh my god. I'm somewhere in this world at the age of 75. I mean, by 2134, I'm dead. So, you know, we're at 2124. Yeah, I'm long gone. So I guess we'll just kind of go to there and see what happens. Back again, Royal Antwerp in the Champions League final. We had Rangers in the semis, Liverpool in the quarters, and Mechelen again in the round of 16. Shout out Mechelen. Top of the Premier League by 10 points. Excellent. Okay. Any replacements need to be made to the team? No. Well, Walsh, to be fair. Yeah, 89 overall. That's not good enough for us right now, which is crazy. That's just how good we are. But I can replace him next season. Okay, goals. Yeah, Christopher Hansen, 44, you know. And then Sambaso, 27 and 20. And then Villar with 22 and 10. He's 42 now. Old ass. Sounds like an insult. I guess it is. Anyway, let's roll to the end of the 2079 season. Here we go. We're gonna win against Cardiff City. It's a 2-1 win. And now against Royal Antwerp, another Belgian team in a Champions League final. It's a 2-1 win. It's a third Champions League trophy in a row, I think. Might be 4. I don't know. I'll probably lose track, but I think it's 3. We won the Premier League, the Community Shield. We won the Carabao Cup as well, and the Super Cup. The only thing we didn't win was the FA Cup. So hard to string those 6 trophies together, but it's not the end of the world. Let's go buy number 10 next season. Let's go buy a Cam. Okay, I got one. He's bold at 19, but he seems good. Saba Elik. We're going to sign him. I'm also going to sign Leonardo de Souza, just so we have a backup goalkeeper, because realistically, it's fine if anyone on the team gets injured, apart from the goalkeeper, because if we don't have a backup goalkeeper, we're actually screwed and we will lose games. That's my hypothesis as to why we are like losing in the Champions League in the round of 16 in some random years, maybe once every decade and a half, because our goalkeeper gets injured at the worst time. So I'm going to have a backup goalkeeper there just in case, so that doesn't happen again. And like I said, he's bold at 19, but he's quite good at football, so we're going to sign him and play him anyway. Is he lying about his age? Maybe, but he's not, to be fair, because it's impossible to lie about your age on FC25, but you know what I mean. He looks about 40. Oh, why have I said crucial? Okay, yeah, prospect is much better. Okay, so it will be Walsh out and Elik in, and then obviously we're just going to sit de Souza on the bench. That means we can release 2 more players and make infinite stacks, yo. I'm down with the kids. Minus 236 million, minus 137 million. We now have 500 mil. Let's sim out the season again. There's another season done. Stoke City on the last day. PSV on the Champions League final. Hajduk split in the Champions League semi-final. That was Deportivo La Coruña in the quarters. And oh, is that like, are they like Vaduz, or like, no, Vaduz is the capital of Liechtenstein. Laduz or something like that. Or is it La Rochelle actually, or something like that? I'm gonna check because it's kind of annoying me. It's Rodez. I knew it was something like that. Okay, whatever. Let's see. Shout out Rodez, I guess. Top scorer 50 for Christopher Hansen. Jesus Villar with 28 and 10, 27 and 17 for Sambaso. I can take him off his development plan now as well. I mean, it literally doesn't matter. He's 40, so he's not going anywhere. This is the team. Elik's done quite well in his first year. Yates is 37. We might need to replace him, not next season, but the season after. Same with Ayala, who is 36, but I mean, free agents in it. It's not the end of the world. Should be pretty simple to be able to replace them. Let's sim out the season. Let's go. And we're now in 2080. We're breaking into a new decade. Can we start it with our 4th Champions League win in a row, I think? We won 77, 78, and 79. Can we win 80? I think we did anyway. I'm not sure. We did indeed win the 2080. I think that's 4 in a row. Certainly at least 4 in a row. That is brilliant. We call that the Birmingham chokehold on European football. Let's see what else we won though. Give us obviously the Premier League. Give us the okay, no FA Cup. We got the Community Shield though. Semi-finals of the Carabao Cup, and we runner up in the UEFA Super Cup. Okay, great. We lost that game. Not the end of the world. 2081 beckons. Let's go. At the end of the year, we have Porto in the Champions League final, which is ironic because we had them in the Super Cup. We beat them on penalties though. We scraped by. We lost the Community Shield against Preston. That's rough. But anyway, yeah, we've got the same team that we've already beaten so far. We also won the FA Cup. You can see that against Walsall there. Don't have them in the FA Cup final, but sure, look anyway. 79 points in the Premier League. That's another title for Villa. Top scorer, yeah, Christopher Hansen again. Relentless scoring from him. Sambaso with 39 and 18. Most assists, second most goals. Yeah, amazing from that left wing. Yeah, Christopher Hansen is the man. That striker position is so important for us. If we can nail that, then we're absolutely fine. It's time to replace Yates, and it's time to replace Ayala as well. We can do that next season. Look at Barron, 97 rated. What a go. Rojas as well is 35. Might need to replace him soon. And Hansen and Texera. Okay, we're going to go through a bit of an evolution now. That's okay though. It does happen. We're going to have to, you know, get rid of a few players and get a few players, but we can do that. That's not difficult. And we win another Champions League title. We beat Porto. No surprises there. That's 5 on the bounce now, I think, which is absolutely dominant. Let's go to next season and let's pick up a centre back and let's get a centre mid. mid as well. Two very important positions. All right, I found two guys. Claudio Abate, we're going to have to buy from Heracles, but that's okay. I mean, infinite money and stuff, so we'll be fine. And then Hugo Marin, we can just sign him up. So let's get Marin, and then let's get the centre back as well. I'm going to sign these guys up and add them to the team. Let's see what the squad looks like after their addition. This guy is 16 years old, 91 rated, by the way. So he's going to be with us for like 20 years, which is amazing. He might be with us actually into 2100 if we can get there. Let's see. All right, changes made. So Abate comes in for Ayala, and Marin comes in for Yates. Shame to see Yates go, considering he's been absolutely amazing for us. Definitely a club legend. I mean, we have like the entire team for these 100 years are all club legends, but you know what I mean. Some are kind of stand a little bit taller than others. For example, Lamine Yamal, Carrizo does as well. So and Villar probably do as well. Walsh maybe does. I think we had him since he was like 16 as well. Yeah, I definitely think Yates is one of those guys for sure. We have loads of guys that are just, you know, omnipresent effectively. Obviously until they're not, but you know what I mean. It feels like they're always here. We have Malmö in the Super Cup. We have Liverpool in the Community Shield. Let's end the year out. End of the year, we have Wolves in the Champions League final. A little Birmingham derby, if you will. That's brilliant. It's nice to have that. Liverpool in the quarters. Dynamo Kiev in the quarters. I mean, Karabag in the round of 16. We had Liverpool's in the semis. Sorry about that. Anyway, top of the Premier League, 92 points. Nice. I wonder how many total Premier League points we've gained over this time. I wish we just had the stats for everything. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, Christopher Hansen, 45 and 8. Samba So, 37 and 18. Filthy stuff. Jesus Villar, he's not retiring yet, is he? No. I mean, he could be. I don't know. Anyway, this is the starting team. Abate hits that 90 overall. That's good to see. He's 18. We'll have him forever and ever. Marine will have him forever and ever as well. I don't mean literally forever, but I also kind of mean, you know, we're going to have him for absolutely ages. Next player that we need to replace is likely going to be Texera. We could have Aguilar for quite a long time as well, because he could hit 40 and stop regressing. That would be nice. We're going to need to replace Texera and Rojas, but we won't need to do that this season. We can do it next year. Let's sim out this Champions League again in 2082 now, and it's a 2-1 win over Wolves. Lovely stuff. Is that 6 in a row now? I think it might be 6 in a row. Lovely. Or maybe 7. I don't know. Well, we started the streak in 77 and we're now in 82. Yeah, so 77, 8, 9, 80, 81, 82. That's 6 in a row. Okay, good. And we won everything apart from semi-finals in the FA Cup. Okay, another dominant season. Let's run it back next year. Back again in 2083. We're in the Champions League final against Atletico Madrid, Swindon Town in the Prem and that. 90 points. Coventry, Stoke and West Brom are all going to the Champions League. That's just disgraceful. Shout out the Black Country. 37 and 14 for Samba So. Jesus Villar is 46. I think he's retiring soon. Christopher Hansen with 34 and 8 as well. Really good from that front three. Alvaro Texera is now 89 overall. His time's probably up. Aitor Rojas the same, is 88 rated. Let's have a look at them in the context of the team. Yeah, look at Barron, 99 rated fullback. Greatest left back ever. Yeah, Texera and Rojas are done, aren't they? That's okay though. That's okay. I mean, we just get a replacement for them, you know, it's not the end of the world. We can replace them next season, so let's go and do that. There's your team of the season. It's a lot of Aston Villa. And the Champions League final is a 3-0 win. That's 7 in a row. Lovely. This feels like my most dominant spell in the Champions League. I really don't know if it is, but it definitely feels like it. The only thing we didn't win was the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. Cup competitions are weird though. Let's go to next season. Let's buy replacements. So we need a centre mid and a right back. Found a centre mid and a right back from free agency. Isaac Dahl can play in midfield, keeping the Norwegian streak alive for when our striker inevitably wants to retire. And then Harrison Nelson can go in as our statesman at fullback. He can be our Gary Neville. Let's sign them up and add them to the team. Check this out. So Dahl comes in and then Nelson comes in. I'm going to release 2 guys as well. Oh, we got Lane given to us. 89 overall. I'll take that. Also, Sanders given to us. That's insane. All right, we'll take them. Okay, so we can get rid of him and we can get rid of him. Lovely. Okay, so let's just make sure it's all organized. Lovely. Okay, looks good. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, we're cooking. We're absolutely cooking. So let's see if we can win. What would that be? 8 Champions Leagues in a row if we win it this year? Yeah, wait. 7, 8, 9, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's try and win our 8th Champions League in a row. We lost the FA Cup final to Crystal Palace, but we're in the Champions League final against Celtic. Celtic trying to recreate, I should say, the Lisbon Lions, but it's like, what, 100 and, trying to do the maths here. So they won it in 1967. It's 117 years later. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's 117 years later after the Lisbon Lions. They're back in the Champions League final. Granted, we've won 7 Champions Leagues in a row, and if we win this one, it would be 8. So I don't think that Celtic are going to win. I think it's going to be us. Lentil Dahl is doing really good in the middle of the field. Super strong bench by accident. Tripped and fell into that one, but we'll take it. Top goal scorer. Yeah, look at Samba So. He's our captain. 45 years old, 40 goals. 47 is Jesus Villar. I reckon he might be retiring. Yeah, he is, because I can only release him. I cannot afford his release fee, apparently. I have 579 million. What do you mean? Okay, right, whatever. Same guy's leading the way. Can we make it 8 in a row? I kind of want 10 in a row. That would be sick. 3-2 win against Stoke. There's another Premier League title. How many of them have we done in a row? Now that I couldn't tell you. Aston Villa versus Celtic. Can we make it get 8 in a row? We certainly should, and we do. 4-1 win in the final. The Fenians are beaten, and yeah, we proceed. That's good. As an Irishman myself, you know, it is a bit bittersweet, but it is what it is. Sometimes you just have to win. Yeah, 10 Champions Leagues in a row would be nice. What annoys me is that one Premier League title that we lost ages ago, because that breaks our streak, and it was kind of like in the middle of the 100 years ish, or it was like 20 or 30 years in. I don't know how many Premier League titles we've won in a row now, but it's quite a lot. But yeah, let's go for 10 Champions Leagues in a row. If we win it next year, it'll be 9. I was just checking at the start of the season. We lost our winger. He retired. No. Oh, okay. Well, it's been an incredible career for him. It's okay. We can sign someone else in his place. Let me find someone really, really young to take the mantle on the wing. Villar has gone, and someone has to take that jersey. From Lamine Yamal to Villar, 2 of the legends of this club. We're about to find a third one. Let's do it right now. Here he is. We found him. His name is Bobby Lowe. 21 years old, 92 overall, 300 million in value, and looking for a new club. He can come and play for Aston Villa for the next 25 years. Not even kidding. He could probably play till he's like 46. Yeah, it will be 25 years. He would play for us damn near into the 2110s. He's a crucial player for us because obviously we don't have a right winger. He only wants to be sporadic. That's how good our team is. We can get a 92 rated player signed, and he only wants to be sporadic. Give him a good old wage. Pay him. That's going to be his wage for the next 25 years. Like I said, no family, no friends, no nothing. He will play football until his legs give out, and then he will just, we'll just kick him to the curb. I don't know. Like, what's Villar up to? Is he on an island? Well, he probably is. He's rich. If he's on an island, he's on an island on his very much on his own. Anyway, Lucas Thompson, release him, and we have hit our limit of 18. Lovely stuff. There's our replacement done. Let's see what Bobby Lowe can do in his first season here with Aston Villa. Let's go and try and get 9 in a row. We are in the Champions League final for season 9. We're playing against Midtjylland. We beat Bodo Glimt in the semi-final. We beat Legia Warsaw in the quarters, and Ajax in the round of 16. I feel like those games got progressively easier. No! The streak! The Premier League streak! We have better goal difference than Liverpool. So if we win this game and Liverpool lose, then we can still win the Prem. But we need a win, and we need them to lose. Okay, hold on. Why? What happened? What's the team looking like? Oh, our goalkeeper's trash. He's not trash. He's 89 overall. He's 40 as well, so he can stick with us for a while. He could actually be our backup goalkeeper, but we need a replacement for him. That's for sure. We definitely need to replace him. That's probably what it is. It's probably just our goalkeeper's not that good. Goalkeeper is such an important position when simulating, man. It's huge. Anyway, let's sim this out. Let's go to just the last day of the season and see if we won the Premier League. We at least do get a win over Chelsea, and we dominate the team of the season, which is a good sign, but I can't tell if we won the league or not. I hope we did. Anyway, Champions League final against Midtjylland to make it 9 in a row. We do. It's 2-0. One more to make it 10. 10 Champions League wins in a row is insane. But the question is, did we keep the Premier League streak alive? Yes, we did. Oh my god. We did the 6. We did 6 trophies this season. I cannot believe we kept that alive. We clutched up. Oh my god, Liverpool lost. Who did they lose to? They lost to Oxford. Oh no, they beat Oxford. Wait, what the hell? Wait, what happened? They beat Oxford and they didn't gain a point for it. No, we played before that. I don't know what happened. I don't care. We won the league. The Premier League streak stays alive. Plus we won 6 trophies. Oh my god, we clutched up huge. Oh, the dominance. That's 9. One more for 10 and a decade of Champions League trophies. That's insane. You know, I needed a goalkeeper, and this is this guy, Eden Aubert, 19 years old, 93 rated, Accrington Stanley player for some reason. I think we're just gonna go buy him. You know, infinite money and all that. I can just kind of buy whoever I want. So I'll put it at 200 million. This is insane. How do Accrington Stanley have a 93 rated 19-year-old goalkeeper? I don't know. Their youth academy goes hard. I'll just buy all their best players. And now this is the team. Aubert comes into net, and it's just so strong. I'm just gonna release someone here. Who's our lowest rate? Oh yeah, Omar Ibrahim. Let's get rid of him. And now this is the team. Wild. I can't believe I've been able to maintain the quality of this team over the course of the years, but to be honest, it hasn't been that hard. It's just when a player's not been good enough, we just replace him. And there's plenty of players out there to replace him with. But having that said, you know, dominance comes in trophies. We have 9 Champions Leagues in a row. Can we make it 10? 2086 Champions League final against Lech Poznan. Wow, okay, shout out Poland. We beat Betis in the quarters, Trabzonspor in the quarters, I mean. We beat Betis in the semis, and in the round of 16, we beat Inter Milan. Cool. Barely top of the Premier League, 69 points. What is going on, man? Our Premier League chokehold is slipping, it feels. That is so weird. Because we're way better than everyone. Oh, I bet So is retiring as well, because he's 47. That's retirement age nowadays. I know. Kids these days have it so easy. He's upset with his contract. He always has been, always will be. 42 and 15 for Christopher Hansen. We're going to need to buy a new striker, and we're going to need to buy a new left winger, all very, very soon. 25 assists for Samba Sow on that left wing. What a legend, man. Samba Sow has been a beast. Look at at him as well. He's absolutely jacked. Saba Elik from Cam 12 and 5 as well. Beautiful stuff. Who's the most valuable player? It's our left back, Sebastian Baron. And then Hugo Marine in midfield, obviously. 21 years old, 96 rated. Like, what? To be honest, I'm surprised the world hasn't ended yet. Let's sim out the season. Let's go. 10 Champions Leagues in a row. Can we do it? First of all, if we win this game, we win the Premier League. We get a draw, but I still think we won the league. We don't have that many players in the team of the season, though, but I still think we won the league. Champions League final. Can we make it 10? We do. Yes, we did it. We closed it out. Okay, good. 10 Champions Leagues in a row. That's unbelievable. Can we keep the streak alive? I don't know. But that's just incredible. 10 in a row. And we did win the Premier League. I thought we did. And we won everything else apart from the FA Cup. Okay, good. So the Premier League streak was still alive. It remained intact. And 10 Champions Leagues in a row has been completed. That's insane. I guess we'll see if we can make it 11. We're into the 2080s now, so let's keep it going. Indeed, we did lose Samba So. Damn it, he retired. That means we've got to go and buy ourselves a left winger. We got a right winger last year. We got low. Now it's time to buy a left winger as well. So let's go and do that. Here's Robert Nyang, 17 years old, playing for Millwall. One of the world's best. We can go and sign him for sure. Yeah, he looks wild. Perfect. He says he's not going to sell him, but I will force this out. Come here, Millwall. Give me your best player. Yoink. Who wouldn't say no? Who wouldn't say no to the greatest Champions League club of all time? Trent said yes. Now he looks like an idiot, but he still said yes. And Robert Nyang might look like an idiot, or he might not. He won't. He won't look like an idiot. We've won 10 Champions Leagues in a row. This is another level of dominance that no one's ever seen. We have a 93 rated player on a rotation contract. That's the level of dominance that we have. And we got Bobby in the door, Robert Nyang on one wing, and then we have the other guy's called Bobby as well, isn't he? Yeah, Bobby Lowe on the right, and then Nyang on the left. Beautiful. Soon we're going to replace our centre-back Sacco and probably Hansen up front if needs be. Maybe not though. But beyond that, we can simulate for a couple of years in a row. Regardless, let's make it 11 Champions Leagues in a row, I guess. Another Champions League final, and yeah, back to dominance in the Premier League. That's good to see. That's exactly what I want. Lovely stuff. And we won the Community Shield. Oh my god, we won the FA Cup as well. Ah, lost the Carabao Cup final. Damn it. That stops our 6. But it's okay. Another dominant season. We beat, oh my god, is that BIF? Is it Hammerby? Is that what they're called? We beat Atletico Madrid as well, and then Levante. Okay, beautiful stuff. Oh, we have 19 players on the team right now. Okay, let me get rid of this guy. Top scorer was Hugo Marine, and then Bobby Lowe, and then Christoph Hansen, and then Niang. So Marine from midfield, 67 games, 32 goals and 18 assists. He was second in assists behind Saba Elik, but that is insane to score that many goals from midfield. That is wild. Sacco is probably fine for another season, but probably only one more season, which means I won't buy a centre back next year, but I'll buy one the year after. Hansen might be fine going into his 40s, to be honest. So I'll just do that then. I guess I'll just leave him there. Let's keep going into 2087. There's your team of the season. It's all Aston Villa apart from Navarrete up front. And can we make it 11 Champions Leagues in a row? We can. A 4-0 win over RB Leipzig, a club that of course doesn't really exist. The only thing we fell short of was the EFL Cup. We were runner-up in that, but we won everything else. Another dominant season. Let's run it back. No, the Champions League streak is over. Oh, who beat us? Who beat us? Slavia Praha. Oh my god. All right, whatever. Damn it, we lost both legs as well, by the way. That's so rough. What was that? 11 Champions Leagues in a row. Still an unprecedented tally for sure. Plus we won the Premier League and the Community Shield and the FA Cup. We still did a domestic treble, if you count the Community Shield. Well, we won the Super Cup as well. Motherwell won the Europa League. Maybe Motherwell are a bigger club than I thought they were. Sorry, Motherwell. Anyway, this is what the team looks like now. It's time to replace Sacco, that's for sure. He's been amazing though, obviously. Hansen's fine up front. He's 40 years old, 91 rated. We can leave him up front, especially if he keeps going like that. 32 goals for this season. 37 and 9 for Robert Nyang. 26 and 15 Hugo Marine again from midfield. And then Bobby Lowe 20 and 1 assist. Selfish as. Marine and Saba with the most assists. Saba Elek absolutely cooking. Most valuable players, yes, Hugo Marine. He's our best player for sure right now. Absolutely making that midfield tick. Yeah, so we're going to go to next season and buy a centre back. Shame we didn't win the Champions League. Let's get redemption next season though, that's for sure. Tony Ruiz, 90 rated 19-year-old. So I'm going to go ahead and sign this guy for sure. It's our centre back for the next 20 years. Lovely stuff. Okay, let's go 200k a week, I should say. Jesus, insane signing. I'll never get over how insane these signings are. Aston Villa are over, as a football club, are now over 200 years old. Founded in 1874. We're now beyond 2074. Ruiz comes in, Sacco comes out. Let me give someone the sack. Come to think of Sacco. Let's give Luke Wilson the sack. And now our team is ready. Let's go and get redemption for last season. Let's go and win the Champions League again. Let's go. The redemption arc might be on. Champions League final is against AC Milan. We beat Real Madrid in the semis, Ajax in the quarters, and Ferencváros in the round of 16. That actually feels like a relatively normal Champions League run, to be honest, which is, you know, a bit unique for this time and place, you know. 30 goals for Robert Nyang, 29 for Christopher Hansen. Marine again cooking from midfield. Most assists for Hugo Marine. Jesus, he really is that guy. guy, man. He really is that guy. He's 98 rated, and we're gonna have him for ages. Oh, he's so good. Okay, anyone here that's old? Oh yeah, Hansen's 41, isn't he? But everyone else isn't even 30. So we can just basically sim for 5 or 6 years, just crank it out, which is great. We won another Premier League title as well, by the way. We beat Wimbledon. They are now in the Premier League. I think they're a League 2 club in real life. Maybe League 1. I'm not sure. When we get to the 100-year mark, I'll have another quick look around the leagues just for fun. 3-2 win over AC Milan. We're another Champions League in. Brilliant. We're back on top of Europe. That's exactly where we want to be. First in the Premier League, winner of the Community Shield, round 6 of the FA Cup, and semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. Let's go to 2090. That's the end of next year. So 2090 it is. Let's go. Back again. Champions League final against Hansa Rostock of all teams. Crew Alexandra last day of the season in the Premier League as well. 88 points, dominant at the top. Lincoln City, Crystal Palace, and Wigan Athletic also all make the Champions League. This is the team now. Niang, 98 rated 21-year-old. Absolutely beasting. Sanders looks like Benedict Cumberbatch. Anyway, top goal scorer, yeah, Bobby Lowe, 35 and 12. Niang, 29 and 15. Marine with another good season as well. Sabah Elek, all the assists for him. That's exactly what you want from your number 10. It's a dominant team. It's a really, really dominant team. But yeah, this team is one of the best teams that I've actually built. Like this team right now, if you freeze it in time, like it's so strong everywhere. Our worst player is our striker, and he's still a monster. So let's go and win the Champions League. We're now in 2090. We have 34 more years of simulation, which means we've completed 66, which is good going, I guess. But yeah, we're not finished yet. We still have plenty more to go. Hansa Rostock Champions League final. It's a 2-1 win for Aston Villa. Excellent stuff. That's another European trophy for us. This absolute stranglehold on the Champions League is something that I hope we can maintain as time goes on. First in the Premier League again, obviously winning everything apart from the FA Cup. No issues there. Oh no, it said I retired. Don't worry, I can fix this. It's no big deal. Let's go to the next season. We don't need to buy anyone, so let's just go to the end of next season. Back at the end of another season, we have Olympiacos now in the final of the Champions League. In the semi-finals, I don't know who we're playing. In the quarters, we'd Go Ahead Eagles, I think that is. And then the round of 16, we had Cracovia. Crazy. Top of the league again, but Wigan, by the way, 1 point behind us. What the hell? Well, that's not good. Get away from us, Wigan. I need to keep the streak alive. Anyway, let's have a look at what the team looks like. Nice, it looks good. Hansen, 43 years old, still cooking. Yeah, I don't need to make any changes for a couple of years, like I said, so I can just kind of fly through. Barron's 34 though, but he's still 97 rated, so you know, that's kind of nice. And our top scorer was Bobby Lowe on the right and Yang on the left. The young guys are kind of picking up the slack, although granted Bobby Lowe is 28, so there is that. 24 assists for him as well. 19 for Hugo Marine in midfield. 26 goals for him as well, which is just ridiculous. All right, let's sim out the season. We make up most of the team of the season, but we lost to Exeter. Wait, what? Does that mean the streak is dead? Is the streak dead? Oh my god, the streak's dead. I want to cry. Are you serious? A goal difference of 58 and we still didn't win the league. Oh my god, man. That's the second time we've lost the Premier League since we started dominating like the world. How did Wigan win the league, bro? It's Wigan as well. It's not like Man City or something who are still at the top of the Premier League, which is insane. That's okay. We can win every other Premier League title from now until the end of the simulation, so I think that's okay. Olympiacos to play anyway, and we get a 3-1 win, so we win the Champions League again. That is a bit of consolation, but it's not loads of consolation because, you know, I expect to win the Premier League every single time. It does just go to show you though that sometimes you just lose the league because of luck. You just get unfortunate. It's so weird to see second in the Premier League slot. Normally it's first. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's go to the end of next season again. Wimbledon on the last day of the season. We dominated the Premier League this time around. Good. Where are Wigan? They fell off a cliff. They're in 14th. Oh my god. How did they do in the Champions League actually, just for fun? These are all the Champions League teams, by the way, including Kea Beerschot VA, who we played against. Not quite sure who they are. Sorry guys. We finished top 8-0-0. Jesus. Where the hell are Wigan? They finished 25th. They got knocked out in the group phase. That's rough. Okay, Wigan stink. I don't know how we lost them last year. We won the FA Cup this season. We've won the Premier League already. Let's do the treble. Kind of makes sense. We lost to Wimbledon. I don't care. Now against Villarreal, Champions League final. Ah, you're kidding. Oh my god. Right. Okay, we lost Champions League as well. That is so annoying. Anyway, whatever. We're in what year now? 2092. So we have 8 years to go until 2100, and then well, we're not even done then, are we? We're gonna go the whole way to 2124. The 100-year rebuild is still on. Some of these guys are insanely good. Oh, I didn't check goal scores. Oh well, no big deal. We'll do it next year. No Champions League final this season, unfortunately. When did we get knocked out? The round of 16 against that club. I don't know what that club is. I'm sorry. Are they Slovakian or something? Supporter club something. I don't know. 97 points though. We are on for a 100-point season in the Prem, so that's good. I guess that's a bit of consolation. Let's have a look at our top goal scorers. It's gonna be the same people. Yeah, Lowe and Yang flying again. Hansen at 18 and 8, 45 years old as. Lowe gets the most assists as well, crushing it out there on that right wing. And this is what the team looks like. Yang is 99 rated, which is sick. Barron is still 94 overall at 36, so he's fine. We can leave him. Elek is fine as well. He's 33. He'll be there for a little while still. We'll be losing Hansen very soon though, so I should probably get a striker next season just to be replacing him. To be fair, we can just check the team when I go into the new season and see if he's retired. Final day against Arsenal. We're going to get a win here, and that's an 100-point season ticked off again. Lovely. Dominance in the Premier League, but we still haven't done a treble or anything like that in the last couple of years, and I'd really like to do that. Like, we haven't won the Premier League and the Champions League in the same season yet, in like the last few years anyway, so I'd like to do that again. I'd like to get the standards back up, you know? But anyway, let's go to next season, and let's see if our striker is still there. Okay, Hansen is still here. That's okay. We still have him for at least another season. Let's sim out the year then with this team. Let's see what we can do again. Okay, we're back in the Champions League final against Başakşehir here, and we have a 5-point deficit in the Premier League. Right, so we're losing the Premier League as well. Brilliant. How are we losing the Premier League, man? With this dominance up front. Like, it's ridiculous. Lowe with 34, Nyang with 32, 19 assists for Hugo Marine, 18 for Nyang. Like, how did we lose the Premier League this year? This team didn't win a Premier League title. Abate's 98 rated. Marine's 99. Barron is 91, but he's also like our elder statesman, you know? I'll probably replace him next season, as well as our striker, probably. Well, not next season, but the season after, you know what I mean? 5 points down in the Premier League. So again, another season of no Premier League and Champions League wombo combo. And we're going to lose against Leicester here as well. That is insane. What happened to us? At least tell me we win the Champions League, please. Yeah, okay, a 1-0 win. That counts. That's good. That's good. But that's insane. How? I don't know how. I don't know how. Second in the Premier League again. What the hell? Anyway, 30 seasons to go now. We're on the final stretch. 70 down, 30 to go. Let's make them good ones. Let's actually win the Premier League again. That would be nice. Okay, Hansen is still here, but he's retiring at the end of the season. So we're losing him. And then Baron, I'll probably need to replace him as well. But I'm not going to replace him yet, obviously. I can replace him next year as well alongside Hansen. So we can just get both of those reinforcements in next season. That looks good to me. Team looks good to me. It all looks good to me. Let's go and dominate, man. We've not been doing good enough. Honestly, it's not been good enough. We need to do way better. Let's go and win everything, please. We're in the Champions League final again. This time it's against Manchester City, and we're top of the Premier League. Okay, Swindon, Wolves, and Wimbledon right below us, but that's good. Okay, we can actually win the Champions League and the Premier League in the same year. Thank God. It's been long enough, man. It's taken ages. Top scorer is Hansen in his final season, gives us 35. Niang 30 and 15, 28 and 13 for Bobby Lowe. He's starting to regress actually. At 32, that's a bit young. Anyway, he's still really good. Yeah, it's time to replace Sebastian Baron as well. This is what the team looks like in its totality. I think, yeah, Elek is 93. He's not far off getting replaced either. This is fire though. Fire. Really, really good. We need to replace Hansen and Baron next year, but you know, we can do that next year. Can we leave them both with a Champions League to go along with their Premier League title in 2095 in their last year? Do we lose the final day of the season again? No, we draw. Okay. I feel like we always lose the final day of the season. Anyway, Champions League final. Can we leave them with a European trophy? We can. A 2-0 win. Brilliant. We can send them off into the sunset as European champions. Well, Baron will still be playing with us, but he'll just sit on the bench all season. It's the end of him starting for us anyway. So we win the Premier League, semi-finals of the FA Cup, round 3 of the Carabao Cup, and winners of the Super Cup, group phase of the Beats Cup as well. That was a pre-season tournament that I accidentally signed up for. Let's go and find replacements for our players. I found people. First of all, Duarte Pinto, 95 overall. That's the most high-rated player that I've seen so far in free agency, and he's 20. For the highest rated player for his age. Like, there's like 99 rated players probably, but they're all like 30. And then Einar Thomason. I think they're not getting signed because they're demanding contracts that are too expensive and clubs can't pay for it, but obviously we can, so I can just sign them all. Einar Thomason, yeah, plays for MK Dons, 17 years old, 91 rated. Yeah, I think he'll do. I'm going to sign these guys both up and put them in the team. It's another Norwegian striker as well, by the way. That's 3 in a row for us, but you know, that's not an issue for us. Let's go and sign them up. Right, so let's add the players. So Thomason gets added, and then Baron, get out of here. And then obviously let's release these guys, so we don't need these fellas. Yeah, another Norwegian striker, which is just hilarious. I don't know how it's ended up like this. Is it like Haaland's regen maybe? I don't know. And then yeah, Pinto, Portuguese fullback, 95 rated. That is so dumb. How much better can we make this team? How much further can we push it? I don't even know, because that's probably the best team that we've ever had. Like this team right now, maybe. Well, with a 98 rated centre back, 97 rated goalkeeper, 99 rated winger, 99 rated centre mid. Yeah, that's probably the best we've ever had. Anyway, let's keep going. 5 more years until the 2100 season. Let's see if we can get there. Seasons end now. We have Lecce in the Champions League final, and in the Premier League 90 points. Gillingham are in the top 4, as well as Barrow. Oh my god. But Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, they're up here still. Anyone else that are really even in the Premier League? I mean, Crystal Palace and Wolves. Leicester aren't currently in the Premier League. Neither are Luton. Crazy. Okay, so there's barely any Premier League teams left. 35 goals for Lowe. I know Thomason with a good first season, 32 and 4 for him. Niang with 28 and 16, lovely. Hugo Marine 17 and 10, beasting. What an absolute animal. This team is fire. Elek, we're probably gonna have to replace next season, but that's okay. Shouldn't be a big deal. Super good. Let's do a double, at least a double. Let's win the Premier League and the Champions League. I want this domination to happen though, because remember, when we won 10 Champions Leagues in a row, row, or sorry, 11 Champions Leagues in a row. I'm pretty sure we won the Premier League every single season there as well. So I'm kind of hoping that happens again. Okay, 14-1 in the Champions League final. We beat Lecce. That's good. Let's keep this dominance up though. Let's go to next season and keep it going. Another Champions League final, another Premier League dominant season. Plymouth, Sheffield and Barrow all make Champions League. Barrow are now a perennial Champions League club, which is just madness. This is the team. Elek is now below a 90 overall. We'll replace him this season with some random free agent guy probably. Top scorer was Einar Thomasson, 37 and 12 for the Norwegian striker. Then Robert Nyang, then Bobby Lowe, then Hugo Marine. Nice stuff. Okay, let's polish off the season then, and then let's go get a cam next season. So we're gonna have Swindon Town. We're gonna beat them, I think. We certainly should anyway. That's a 1-all draw. Okay, all right, whatever you say. And then 1 FC Magdeburg. Can we beat 1 FC Magdeburg? I'd imagine we can. It's a 3-0 win. Good, we do. It's another Champions League title for us. We're gonna need to get a new cam next season, but that we can do. Let's go and get a new number 10. Here's one, Jaden Pratt. He's gonna play our 10 probably for the next like 20 years or so, which is damn near to the end of the simulation at this point. It's not quite, but we are going to need to replace him as well, but it's not long before. We're doing super well. We're almost there, man, which is insane. But anyway, Jaden Pratt joins Aston Villa for 0, and he's going to probably be one of our best players. So Elek out, Pratt in. Lovely. I need to release someone as well, of course. So Olav Johansson, get out of here. Lovely. Let's go to the end of the 2097-98 season. I can't believe I'm actually saying that, but we are absolutely flying. Who do we have in the final day this time around? Sheffield United. Okay, let's see if we can win another Prem. We have no Champions League final. I think we lost in the semi-final to Servette, which is mad. We lost the first like 3-1. From there we couldn't recover. A 1-0 win was not enough. We beat Lorient in the quarters and Malmo in the round of 16. We've won the Premier League again, but that's crazy, man. Servette beat us in the Champions League. How good are these teams? Niang has 40 goals. Marine was 29 and 21. He's down 1 overall as Marine, which is sad to see because he's just a monster. Thomason and Lowe both with 28 goals as well. Lowe is down 1 overall again too. But I want to check Servette. Where is Servette? Is that Romania or something? I don't know where Servette's from. Ah, there's that club as well. Ottoluj Galati. No, they're not from Romania. I don't know where Servette are from. I'm gonna have to look this up, or I can just scroll. Maybe they're in the rest of the world. They're not in the rest of the world. Okay, I'm gonna find them. Okay, they're Swiss. That's okay. I can find that. Switzerland. There you go. Servette FC. Who do they have? Anyone good? 83 rated centre back. 88. Marceau Gilles. Their best player is Marceau Gilles. Oh my god, their team is trash compared to ours. And Gilles isn't even that good, really. Oh my god, how did we lose? One of our players is worth more than this entire team, and they still beat us. Anyway, we've won the Premier League once again. 2098. 2 years off Y2K, but Y2K1. Anyway, successful season. Definitely a successful season. Regardless of no Champions League. Well, actually, no, it's not really a successful season. To us, a successful season is winning the Premier League and the Champions League, and anything less really isn't successful. Did we win anything else, though? No FA Cup. We won the Carabao Cup, so that's good. But let's go and win the Champions League, man. Let's go and do that, because we should be beating teams like Servette for sure. Okay, we're into a new season. Nelson's 88 overall. It's time to replace him as well. He's very much been our Gary Neville, but it's time for him to go. Like, look at these free agents just randomly. Like, how? A 90 rated guy just chilling in free agency. Anyway, let me go and find a right back to take his place. Okay, this is by far the weirdest transfer. Caleb Chandler is a 90 rated 19-year-old right back who plays in the Indian League. Jamshedpur are in the Indian League. He's playing in India, but he's like the best right back ever. Brother, what are you doing? Get out. Hold on. I'm gonna free him from India. Hold on. Get him out of there. Get him out of there. He's probably the greatest player to ever play. Actually, not probably. He is the greatest player to ever play in the Indian League. But now he's going to play for us. He was on 6.6k a week. Brother, allow me to... No! Hold on. No. Take 223k a week. It's not quite what the lad was hoping for. That's just not true. I gave him a 200k a week raise. He's happy. Caleb Chandler, come and play for us forever. Jamshedpur, it's a bucket of lava being poured onto a football, or a bucket of fire, I suppose, being poured onto a football, which, you know, make of that what you will. Let's put Chandler there, and then let's get rid of someone else again. Which one of these bums is getting the sack? It's going to be Freddie Summers. Get out of here. Let's go to 2099. Another Champions League final. This one's against Porto. 12 points clear at the top of the Premier League as well in 2099. We're about to cross over. 46 for Robert Niang, 28 and 6 for Bobby Lowe. I don't know what's going to happen for the game. I'm going to stop the simulation next year on the 31st of December or whatever, and then we can cross over into the new century together. I was going to say millennium there, but it's not. Cross over into the new century together. Yeah, team is really nice. No changes need to be made. Abate is regressing. He's 35 years old, so yeah, he's regressing. Obviously, Lowe is as well. I might need to replace Lowe, actually. He's not been quite as good. goes as Villar or Lamine Yamal or Carrizo or any of those guys. But anyway, you know, beggars can't be choosers. He's still been incredible for us. He's multiple-time Premier League, Champions League winner and all that. So, you know, you can't be too picky. There's the team of the season. It's basically all Aston Villa, apart from 3 guys. And the Champions League final, Birmingham versus Porto. Can we get a win? Aston Villa win 5-2. Excellent stuff. There's another European trophy for us. Let's go to the 31st of December and let's cross over into the new century together, will we? Here we are then, December 31st, 2099. Oh, Jesus. Okay. We're not top of the league yet. All right, great. I never actually stop in the middle of the season, so I never know. Anyway, shall we go to 2100? Will it work? Will it crash? I thought it might crash. I don't think it will. I don't think it is. I don't think it's crashed. And we're at 2100. Oh my God. I cannot believe that we're actually here. Oh my God. Okay, this is great. We still have 20 more years, 24 more years, 25 more years to simulate, actually. 75 years down, 25 to go, but we're in 2100. Oh my God. Oh, this is crazy. Okay, let's finish out the season. Let's go to the end of the year and let's see if we can win the 2100 Premier League and Champions League. Here we are then on the final day of the season. Yeah, 92 points. We ran away with it. The cream always rises to the top. Aston Villa, no issues whatsoever. It was a bit shaky at the midpoint of the season, but obviously we clutched up. 49 and 13 for Einar Thomason. Insane. Bobby Lowe, 33 and 8. Robert Nyang, 24 and 17. Hugo Marine, down to a 96. No, I don't want to lose him. I don't think we will for a little while though, still. And I have no replacements that I need to make quite just yet. It'll be probably Abate as our next guy, and then Dahl, and then Marine, and Lowe as well, actually. I forgot about him, but other than them, like, Albert is still going to be 99 rated for ages. This is brilliant. Really, really good. Champions League finals against Real Madrid, which is oddly, like, realistic to current day. We win the 2100 Premier League title with 95 points. Can we win the 2100 Champions League title as well? Aston Villa versus Real Madrid, and it goes to Real Madrid. Damn it! How did Real Madrid win all the historic ones? They've barely won a Champions League title, or they probably haven't won a Champions League title in like 60 years. And then 2100, a landmark year, they go and win it. Always. They always go and do it. Anyway, we won everything else other than the FA Cup and the Champions League. Let's keep going and let's head to the finish line now. We are going to the 21-24 season, so 24 seasons of simulating to go. Let's finish it out. Let's go. 2101, and it's Gillingham on the final day. Karabag on the Champions League final. 85 points. Notts County are now a Champions League club. Now they're definitely in League Two. They've climbed the entire English footballing pyramid. 36 goals for Robert Nyang. He's down 1 overall thus far. Einar Thomason, 33 and 11. Bobby Lowe is almost getting replaced. Almost. Our lowest rated starter is Claudio Abate. He's 90 overall. He's fine for the minute. We can leave him in that starting 11 for now, for sure. When I replace him, probably at the end of next season, I'll probably replace Lowe as well. I don't think we're going to be able to take him into his 40s, unfortunately, which is, you know, not ideal. That's why I say he's not as good as the guys before, you know, the guys of years past, Villar and Lamine Yamal, guys like that. Anyway, team of the season's all Aston Villa, a 3-1 win over Gillingham on the final day, and now it's Aston Villa versus Karabag, FK of all teams. Can we beat? We don't. We lose 2 finals in a row. We haven't won a final in this century yet. That is insane. Okay, we're 0-2 in Champions League finals. I feel like LeBron. Anyway, it's fine, because after LeBron went 0-2, he won 2 in a row, so we can do that as well. The Champions League stranglehold feels like it's coming looser for some reason, but it should be okay. I'm sure it's not an issue. Let's simulate next season, and then let's buy a centre back and a right winger, but next season needs to be simmed first. No Champions League final for us this year. Still haven't won a Champions League this millennium. We got knocked out by Dinamo Kiev, but yeah, 96 points in the Premier League, so we kind of made up for it, I guess. But still, I'd have kind of liked us to prioritize the Champions League a bit more, considering we haven't won it in a few years. Here's what happens. We win 3 Champions Leagues in a row. Or, sorry, we win 10 Champions Leagues in a row, and then we go a few years without winning one, and then they kind of balance out. So I think we're going for about 50. Anyway, Bobby Lowe is now 89 rated. Our centre back is 88 rated. We're going to replace them next year. This is a team that's this is what the team looks like with them in it, is what I was supposed to say. We're going to have to replace Lentil Dahl as well. We're going to have to replace Dahl, but we can do that next year, or like the year after next. You know what I mean? We'll replace Abate and Lowe, and then we'll sim a season, and then we'll get Dahl sorted. We'll get him out of there. He can tap out finally. So let's go to next season. We're going to have Leicester on the final day. It doesn't matter. If we beat them, we get 99 points, and we certainly do. There's your team of the season. It's all Aston Villa apart from Dabo, who's the Bolton Wanderers striker. Still no Champions League for us this side of the century, so, you know, we really need to fix that statistic. So these are the 2 players I want. Jose Manuel Valverde, yeah, 95 rated, 20-year-old free agent. It's kind of dumb, really, isn't it? And then also Hugo Bell, born in the year 2083. So as of recording, it's 2025, which would make him, what, 58 years into the future? Hugo Bell's currently minus 58 in current talk. But in this simulation, he's 19 years old. And now the kid born in 2083 is going to come and play for us. And then Jose Manuel Valverde, who's born in probably 2082. We're going to sign him as well, obviously. And the job is done. Jose Manuel Valverde plays for Aston Villa. Excellent. We put Valverde on that wing. Abate comes out. We put Bell in at centre-back. I like that a lot. And with Valverde, well, we only have 22 more years of simulating, and he's 20. That would make him 42. He could be with us until the end of the simulation. He could be one of the first players to be with us until the end of the simulation, because realistically, Hugo Bell, yeah, he'd be 41, but he's a centre-back, so he'll regress quicker. We'll probably have to replace him. But Valverde, we could probably keep for the whole thing, which is very exciting. Anyway, let's sim out this season and let's win the Champions League. Finally, it's been a few years. I don't like it. Let's win it. Back at the end of the season, we're in the Champions League final against Ajax Amsterdam. We beat Fortuna Dusseldorf, Real Madrid, and Benfica. That's a relatively normal run, apart from Fortuna. So there's that. 6 points clear. Is it Fortuna Dusseldorf? It's certainly Fortuna 95 anyway. This is the starting team. Super good. We need to replace Dal. We can do that next year, like we said we would. So that's that, I guess. Thomason 55. Nice. 29 and 10 for Robert Nyang. 25 and 3 for Jose Manuel Valverde's first season with us. Let's keep rolling with it. It's 4 points clear, so we've won the Premier League. Let's win the Champions League for the first time in a few years. I don't imagine we're going to lose. I really hope we don't. There's your team of the season. There's a few Notts County players in there actually, but predominantly Aston Villa, as it has been for the last 75 years or so. And can we win the Champions League? Yeah, 3-1 win. Good. Back on form, back on top. That's what I want to see. Let's get a new centre mid. And here's a centre mid, Felix Blanco, 91 rated 16-year-old. Looks dumb. He looks so good. Okay, perfect. Now he'll probably play for us forever and ever, I'd imagine. Yeah, I think so anyway. Well, we'll see. Anyway, Dahl comes out of the team. Blanco comes in. This is good. Oh, look at this bench. We've accidentally accrued Marquez and Lesage. Blanco is really good. We're probably going to have to replace Marine next year, but he can mentor Blanco for a season, which I kind of like, I guess. That's cool. But we're going to be losing Marine. Marine's been an incredible servant for the club. Let's see if we can get one more Champions League title. I think that's a nice thing to do. Champions League final is going to be against Porto once again. Norwich on the final day, joint on points with Manchester City. Oh, and I didn't know it. Way ahead. Actually, not way ahead, but quite a bit ahead on goal difference. But all we need to do is win on that final day, and we'll be Premier League champions, certainly. This is what the team looks like. Yeah, Marine, it's time to replace him. He's 88 overall. Ruiz, we're going to need to replace. Probably not next year, but probably the year after. Team is insane, though. Really, really good. We do have 19 players, so I am going to release Saez for 700 million. Oh, my God. Okay, top scorer, Thomason, 57. Whoa. Yeah, he's dominating. Nyang with the most assists, but yeah, Thomason, 57 and 13. 70 goal comps in 65 games. That's just daft. Something about Norwegian strikers that are just good at football. Nyang, 96 overall now, and Jose Manuel Valverde still 95 rated. He goes up in 104 weeks. Okay, so he still can get better, which is good. He's probably the most valuable player. Oh no, Thomason is obviously. He's second though. I love it. I love it. I love it. I like the team. I like how we're set. Barrow in the Champions League alongside Aston Villa, Manchester City, and Liverpool for next season. But currently, all we need is a win to win the Premier League title, and it's a 2-1 win. That takes us over the hump. We win the Premier League with that tally, and now in the Champions League final to send our centre mid off into the sunset, it's a draw, but we're there with the trophy. Okay, good. So we did win the Champions League again. Brilliant. That is all I needed. Okay, brilliant stuff. First in the Premier League, winner of the Community Shield, winner of the FA Cup. You're kidding. Runner-up in the EFL Cup. That's the only thing that stops us from the 6 trophies. No shame though. We keep it moving. Let's keep on cruising forward. Here's the centre mid, Robin Bengtson, 18 years old, 92 overall. Let's go ahead and sign him up. And the job's done. So Bengtson comes in. He'll probably be at centre mid for us for the rest of the sim as well. I think so anyway. I'm not sure. But we have a few players here that are now just here forever, which is kind of cool. Let's keep going. Let's see if we can win another Champions League. Let's go to the end of the year. We're closing this out now. Final 20 or so seasons. Let's make them good. I don't know how we're not in the Champions League final. We lost 4-0 in the first leg. That's how, against Salzburg. And I say I don't know how because we won 3-1 in the second leg, but it wasn't enough. Swindon on the final day, 87 points, way clear of Sheffield United in second place. The lack of realism is kind of hilarious. Anyway, anyone here that needs replacing? Ruiz maybe, but not for a while. Also, there's Aubert in nets. Is he 40 yet? No, but he's about to turn 40. Okay, we can hold on to him for a little bit longer. That would work. Okay, let's submit the season. We've already... Actually, hold on. Let me check my top scores. Okay, there's the end of the season anyway. No problems at all beating Swindon, obviously. We have 19 players because I made a signing. Let's get rid of Rodrigo Pacheco. Our top score is Thomason, 48 and 15. Most goals and the most assists. What an animal. 28 and 14 for Robert Nyang, 27 and 13 for Jose Manuel Valverde, and Jaden Pratt, 11 and 12 from Cam. Nice. Cooking. No Champions League because of a one tough game against Salzburg. Other than that, we're absolutely killing. To be honest, I'm in amazement. Touch wood, the game hasn't crashed or anything like that. I've not lost any progress. We won the EFL Cup as well, by the way. Yeah, I can't really believe. Oh my god, I literally, as I say that, bro. Okay, right, let me fix this glitch, don't worry. Okay, I got to the next season. It's okay, no issues here. The squad is still the exact same. We're in 21-05. Let's go to the end of the year and let's go win another Champions League title. Let's go. No Champions League final. What happened? Oh, Salzburg again. Okay, well, we've made an enemy. Brilliant. Charlton in the Champions League. I feel sick. Top scorer, Thomason, 33-7, 29-5 for Valverde. Nyang, really, really good. Okay, let's check the starting team. Okay, Albert is 90 overall, but he is 40. Should we keep him or should we get a different goalkeeper? I don't know. Well, we're certainly going to get a new centre back instead of Ruiz. Marine, by the way, is still here. He's going to hold an 85 overall forever. He actually might be starting instead of Bengtson. Oh my god, the legend continues. That's insane. Okay, whatever. I can buy a new centre back next season. I'm a bit disappointed we're not in the Champions League, to be honest. I might buy a goalkeeper as well. I'll see what goalkeepers are available. If there's someone that's particularly good, I'll just get him to replace Albert. He did make the team of the season and he is goalkeeper of the year, so there is that as well. He's very good at the whole football thing. Anyway, Barcelona win the Champions League. Okay, a return to form for Catalunya. That's okay. But let's go to next season. Let's buy a centre back and let's buy a goalkeeper as well, or I'll have a look for a goalkeeper. Okay, I think I've probably found a goalkeeper. First of all, for centre back, Emmanuel Rossi from Blackpool, 91 rated 19-year-old centre back from Blackpool, and then for Nets, Jonathan Schneider, 94 rated 17-year-old, the best keeper of all time if he was born today, and he's 17. Let's buy these guys up and let's add them into the team for sure. This is so cool. And here's the changes that can be made. Ruiz comes out for Rossi, who's on international duty, and Albert comes out for Schneider, and that's just better. And we can get rid of Zhang Guoqi, and we can get rid of Rodrigo Pacheco, who I feel like we've already got rid of. Maybe we're getting rid of him again. That's what it feels like. Thomason is 99 overall. Pinto is 98 overall. These guys are insane. Let's keep it moving. Let's go to 21-07. Let's go. Another season with no Champions League. What's going on? We lost to Vitoria SC. That is not good enough. Another Premier League domination. All the top four are currently in the Premier League in real life, but I mean, fifth is Accrington Stanley, so there goes the realism out the window. That is madness. Again, no Champions League run. Valverde with 40-9, a breakout year for him in terms of goal scoring. He overtakes Einar Thomason. Robert Nyang, 32-9. I love the way we've basically always had a Norwegian striker. It's kind of funny. Anyway, any positions we need to change? No, actually. Our oldest player is Nyang, 38. And then other than Nyang, honestly, we're looking good for a few years. So that's good, I guess, but also no Champions League, so that is not good. Anyway, 83 seasons down, 17 to go. We won a Carabao Cup, semi-final of the FA Cup, so we almost did a domestic quadruple, but no Champions League again. We need a big Champions League performance. Can we get it next season? We're in the Champions League final against Hajduk Split. We beat Randers in the semis. We beat Bose in the quarter-final, and we beat Paris FC in the round of 16. Wow, crazy run. 89 points, way top of the Prem as well. Now we're back in business. Okay, lovely stuff. The team looks amazing. Nyang maybe needs replacing, but other than him, we're really, really good. Top scorers, Einar Thomason, 51-13, man. Jose Manuel Valverde with 37-15 as well. Lovely, lovely stuff. But let's sim out the season once again. There's your team of the season. Is all Aston Villa apart from Vargas up front. The only person not to make it is one of our centre mids, because obviously we can't play centre mid at striker. Hajduk Split in the Champions League final. Can we get another Champions League trophy? We can. Good. Hopefully we can start dominating that tournament again, just like I feel like we should be able to. First in the Premier League, winner, round 4, winner and winner. Only thing we didn't win is the FA Cup. Maybe we can go to next season and make our wrongs a bit right, but that was a very good season. No Champions League. Damn, who did we lose to? Oh, Sociedad. But we did get 100 points in the Premier League. Oh my god, and we're undefeated. An undefeated 100-point season. This is going to be for 104 points, which I think is the most we've got so far in this entire video, and we do get it. 4-1 win over Wigan. That means we dropped 10 points all season, which is crazy. Obviously we get player of the season. It's probably going to be going to our Norwegian striker Thomason. Can't tell who that is. Oh, actually that's Jose Manuel Valverde. Never mind, that's our winger. Anyway, top scorer, yeah, was Jose Manuel Valverde. 24 for him in the Prem, 27 for Robert Nyang. He's 40 now, 91 rated. That's probably fine. We'll just leave him there. It's grand. It's okay. Good scoring from the midfield as well. Dominant. Absolutely crazy good team. Yeah, we can leave Nyang there. The next player we're going to need to replace is probably Pinto, but we won't have to do that for a few years. 104 points in the Premier League. MK Don second with 66. That's a 38-point lead at the top of the Premier League. That's probably the biggest margin of all time, and still no Champions League for us. But maybe we'll get it next season. Certainly we should. I want to keep trying to dominate the Champions League. It goes to Real Sociedad this year. It's going to go to us next year. Mark my words. Champions League final is against Feyenoord, so we made it this time. We beat Hansa Rostock, we beat Guingamp, and we beat Ferencvárosi, and now we have Feyenoord in the final, and 95 points. Another dominant season. Absolutely cooking fools. Lovely. Really, really good. Okay, let's keep moving. We are in 21-10. Let's go. Let's Let's go. Come on. Exactly 100 years after the 2010 World Cup, after South Africa, 100 years after Spain win their first World Cup, we win 3-2 in the Champions League final, and we get another European trophy. Brilliant. That leaves us with 14 years to go. We're going to the end of the 2024 season. Obviously, I know I've said it a few times, but it's good to say it again, just to remind, you know. So we win the Premier League, we won the Community Shield, round 6 of the FA Cup, and runner-up in the Carabao Cup, but winner of everything else. I am old. I am so old at this point, but we're going to keep rolling. Let's keep going to next year. Another season's end, another Premier League title. Are we on for like more than 90 Premier League titles? I think we might be. Anyway, Jose Manuel Valverde with 44 and 11. Einar Thomasson with 36 and 11 as well. Is he down one overall? I think he is. Anyway, I don't care. Robert Niang, good. 24 and 6. He's good at football and stuff. Okay, we're in 21-11 now. 2-1-1-1, which is quite a lot of, you know, numbers and stuff. Super good team. Like ridiculous. We're probably going to need to buy some fullbacks soon. But anyway, don't need to worry about that. Yeah, really good. Champions League final against Atletico Madrid. We beat Standard Liège. We beat that team, Kieler Holstein or whatever, and then Ghent. So let's go. Final against Stockport County. They're a Premier League club now, apparently. 1-0 loss. Don't care. Won the Premier League, so hold that. Can we get another Champions League for our sorrows? Something to drown the sorrows. It's a 2-0 win. Lovely stuff. We get a win over Madrid, and we are Champions League winners again. So that's nice. Next year is going to be 21-12, like the Rush album, Rush 21-12. Shout out to the people who know what that is. Anyway, whatever. Back-to-back Champions League titles. Let's go to 21-12. Another season is over. Karabag again in another Champions League final. I feel like we've played them a few times in the Champions League final. Yeah, 91 points out of the Premier League and all that. Duh. We had a bit of a lull there for 10 years where we weren't winning that much, but I feel like we're back now and we're absolutely cooking. Maybe I should buy a replacement for Robert Yang. I'm not bothered really, am I? He's 91 rated. We'll be all right. Pinto's 90 though. Don't need to replace him yet. I'll replace him next year. Like next year. Like, I keep saying next year as if it's not like in a month. You know what I mean? I'll sim out next season and then replace him. But anyway, let's sim out this season for now. I think Accrington Stanley are going to win this game against us, are they? No, 3-0. Never mind. Sorry, Accrington lads. Ironically, now a bigger club than Liverpool. And Karabag to play in the Champions League final. It's going to be a win for us. It's a 2-1 win over Karabag. Lovely stuff. We're going to win another Champions League title. I think that's a few in a row now, maybe, which is obviously what we want. So that's the kind of domination that I expect. I expect no less. What else did we win this year? I don't think we won the FA Cup. Round 4, round 3 of the Carabao Cup as well. They're hard to win, man. But let's run it back again. We're running out of seasons now. I think only 12 seasons to go. So 88 seasons down. It's been a marathon to record, but we're not done yet. Still plenty of time to go. Plenty more transfers to make, so let's get them done. Here we are, Champions League final, and it's against Hellas Verona. I don't even know who that is in the semi-finals. AC Milan in the quarters though, and Hansa Rostock in the round of 16. I want to find out who that is. Barnsley second in the Premier League behind us, of course. It's SS Juve Stabia. Okay, I don't know who they are. It sounds Italian just because of Juve. Honestly, that's all I've got. That's all I've got, to be honest. That's all I'm going on. Top goal scorer was Einar Thomasson. He's down to 96 overall now though. Valverde looks good as well. He's up to a 99, so you know he's still cooking. Robert Niang, 44 years old, still going strong. Most of our guys are still pretty good in terms of overall. We're currently in the year 2113, which means we have about 11 years left to go. So Schneider would be 25, or sorry, he would be 35. So 35, that seems fine. He'd be okay to the end, and maybe one or two others will be as well. We'll see who we need to replace, and we'll see who we need to keep the same. But this is good. I mean, it's been a mad rebuild so far. We've done some mental achievements. We've won 10 Champions Leagues in a row. We've won every single trophy in one season. We've had 100 points undefeated season. Like, we've done so much, and 4-all. And we lost the Champions League final 4-all. That's a crazy one. We lost on penalties. That's definitely the most insane Champions League final that I've been a part of so far in the video, which proves the point. There's still like more madness to come. First in the Premier League, Community Shield, round 3 of the FA Cup, semi-finals of the Carabao Cup, runner-up in the Super Cup, and runner-up in the Champions League as well. But we're going to keep pushing on. I've accidentally taken a screenshot. Oh, it doesn't come up in the recording. Nice. And we'll keep going. Let's go to 2114. Of course, though, I'm not going to simulate the year if we're not prepared to, and I don't think we are. Pinto is 88 overall. He's just not quite good enough. We're going to need a left back. This left back will carry us through to the end of the simulation. So let's go and pick up a really good left back. So here we go. Sergio Costa, 93 overall, 21 years old. Ah, they say it's not for sale. Oh yeah? You really think he's not for sale? Mate, I'm going to literally give you 300 million. Yeah, he is for sale. Exactly. So let's go 230 million. Let's just go with that. Oh, nice. And they say yes. Okay, sweet. Okay, so like 200k a week seems like a fair wage. He wants a bit more. Yeah, okay, cool, whatever. Lovely. 230 million. But I mean, I don't care, you know, literally, like I said, infinite money. So Pinto out, Costa in, and that's much better. And then we can, you know, get rid of the guys that we don't need. Pascal, Adam, goodbye. Now it's time to simulate. At the end of this season, we're going to have 10 years to go. So now, currently we have 11 years to go. When this season ends, we'll have 10. So the run-in begins now. Almost now. Next season. Let's go. Another year, another Champions League final, and probably another Prem title. Yeah, 92 points. Lovely stuff. No surprises there and no alarms either. It's 58 goals for Einar Thomasson, but he's slowly declining. The fall off is happening. It's crazy. 29 and 18 for Jose Manuel Valverde as well. Pratt from Cam with a sneaky 21 assists. He's down 2 overall this year though, and he's only 32, right? No, he's 33. Okay, never mind. Good first season for Costa though. Champions League final and that. Rossi's 99 rated in defense. That's insane. I feel sick. Anyway, I like this a lot. I like this an awful lot. Let's go. Let's go win the Champions League, man. Come on. There's your team of the season. Turner gets that left back slot in the team of the season, and obviously it's a secondary striker, 4-4-2, and that we've already gone over this. Milan versus Aston Villa. Can we get the win? It's a 2-2 draw, but we win on penalties. Okay, we lost on penalties last year. We win on penalties this time. That's what I want to see. Champions League winners again. Brilliant. But like I said, we are in the run-in now. We are into the final years. The only trophy we didn't win was the FA Cup. We were runner-up. But yes, we're into the final 10 years of this simulation now. This is when it's about to get the most crazy. Obviously, when we get into the final year of the simulation, we'll have a look around the leagues and stuff, but like that. But until we get then, let's keep simulating it. Let's finish out real strong. Let's go and win stuff. Let's go. We are back in the Champions League final, this time against AZ Alkmaar. Colchester on the final day as well in the Premier League. We'll be Apoel, Nicosia, and Barcelona. Okay, lovely stuff. Top of the Premier League by 6 points, so we've won that again. This is the Aston Villa team. Nyang is still going at the age of 46. He's going to retire though, whether it be next year or the year after. We can actually check. Chandler is down to a 90 overall. The guy from India, of course. Well, he's English, but to play in India, and then he came to play with us, and now he's looking to retire. Let's see, is our winger retiring? No, not quite yet. 48 goals for Einar Thomasson, 28 and 14 for Jose Manuel Valverde. Jaden Pratt with a cheeky 17 and 11. Who's the most valuable player? It's Manuel Rossi in the back. No surprises, no alarms for that one. Okay, let's see if we can win the Champions League. Come on. There's your team of the season. A lot of Coventry, a lot of Liverpool, but mainly Aston Villa. We got 5 players in that team this time around, and the Champions League final against AZ Alkmaar, it's a 2-1 win. Lovely. As another Champions League on your dome. We're playing football in June. It's a sweet, sweet sight. That's what happens when you have a great team. That is maintained dominance. I think it goes without saying that I'm the greatest football manager of all time by the end of this video. I've also somehow unlocked the ability to live forever as well, but there is that, because by this time in the simulation in real life, I will almost certainly be dead, or I'll be 112. So, you know, fingers crossed. But, you know, staying here recording these FIFA videos probably isn't helping my life expectancy. Anyway, I have to go and play football more. Let's go to the end of next year, I guess. Back again at the end of the year, Northampton on the final day. No Champions League. We got bounced by Karabag in March. I feel like we always play against Karabag. Northampton are second, we're first, but the gap is substantial. 11 points clear, and this is the team that did it. Chandler is now 87 overall, so we're going to be getting rid of him for sure. I'm not sure Niang is retiring. He certainly should be. He said he submitted a transfer request. The contracts still say like 2040 something. They're still broken, but they're just automatically getting renewed if I leave him a minimum squad size, so that's what I'm doing. Thomason is 38 years old as well, but he's 94. He's 94 rated. We can just leave him up front, to be honest, for the rest of the sim. Valverde, probably the same situation out here on that right wing. Yeah, we're going to need a new right back next season, but that's not going to be an issue. Obviously, infinite money and all that, so we're just going to keep on rolling. Northampton on the final day, we are going to get a win. There's your team of the season. 1 Northampton player, 3 Burnley players, and that means 7 Aston Villa players. Brilliant. First in the Premier League, winner of the Community Shield, winner of the FA Cup, round 4 in the EFL Cup, winner of the Super Cup. So 4 trophies if you count the Community Shield and the Super Cup, but to be honest, I do. So let's go to next season. Next season, we're going to get a right back, and we're going to simulate again. Let's keep it rolling. Okay, I found me a right back, Peter Martens. Lovely stuff. Okay, we got someone here. I'm going to pick this guy up, add him into the team, and we're almost there. Actually, almost there. I don't know why I'm changing his contract length. He's going to get automatically renewed anyway, thanks to us having the minimum amount of players, I guess. It's kind of weird. Okay, so Chandler comes out, Martens comes in. He's 18, so obviously we're going to have him for the rest of the sim. Let's get rid of someone else so we don't accidentally lose anyone else's contract, I guess. So Pyeongchul Young, goodbye. 521 million in the bank. Obviously not going to spend it. We're currently in 21-16. Let's go to 21-17 and try and win something. Another season of domination, another Champions League final, and another Premier League title. Stockport will play Champions League football next season, which is just weird, I guess. Top score again, Einar Thomasson with 42 and 12. 15 assists for Felix Blanco in midfield. 33 and 6 for Jose Manuel Valverde on our wing. And this is what the team looks like. Real good. Obviously, our oldest player is 36-year-old Pratt at Cam. 39-year-old Thomasson a striker, but he should turn 40 and be fine. And we lost our left winger. Wow. Okay, after all that time, he's finally gone. And I did not sign a replacement, but he's just going to firm it anyway. He's just going to play that left wing. He'll be fine. And Valverde is 35 as well. We can get a replacement next season, because we're top of the Premier League and we're in the Champions League final. I'm not going to change anything now. I didn't really expect him to retire. I did check the team, obviously, before I went into the new season, and he was still there, but I should have simulated a day. If I'd have done that, he'd have walked out. Anyway, whatever. Champions League final, can Can we win it regardless? We don't. I was going to say we should there, but we don't. We definitely should have, though. That's poor form. Another Champions League final slipped through our fingers, but it's okay. Still pretty good in, you know, in the general context of life, I guess. Let's get a replacement left winger to finish this out. There we go. Ramman Gomez. He seems like a pretty good option. He plays for Lecce, but I'll just buy him for all the money that I have. So I have like, what, 387? So I'll just give him 300 mil for him. And they'll just say yes. Yeah, of course they will. It's 300 million. I wonder, of the most expensive transfers of all time, how many of them are actually ours? How many of them that we've actually dominated? Because, you know, it's going to be quite a few. He wants a big release clause. He's not getting it because I can afford his wages regardless of whatever release clause I can afford to reject. And there we go. Bring him in the door. Lovely stuff. So Gomez comes in. Any more players I'll need to replace? Well, eventually Pratt and Bell, but other than them, we're almost there. We're actually almost there. I gotta replace some players as well. Let's get rid of these guys. Okay, let's go to the end of the year. Another season's end. No Champions League for us. We lost to AC Milan, but we won the Premier League, so who cares? Well, I do. I want to win both every season all the time. So that's also a bit greedy though, so you can't do it every time. Valverde 40-16. Einar Thomasson hits 40 years old, 38 goals for him. Ramman Gomez in his first season, 28-12. Emmanuel Rossi is still 99 overall at the age of 30. Amazing. So this is what the team looks like. Our Cam is now 90 overall, so we'll be looking to replace him. Maybe not next season, but the season after we'll do it. Look at our two midfielders, Bengtson and Blanco, 97-96 overall. Like, it's so strong. Bell is down to a 92 overall, 35 years old, so he'll need replacing at some point as well. Probably the season after next. Anyway, another dominant season, another great rebuilding year. We're going to beat Swindon Town on the final day. And how many more Champions Leagues can we win before the end of this video? Let's see what we can do. Another season's end. Preston on the final day. Dynamo Kiev in the Champions League final. We beat Dinamo in the semi-final, whoever that is. Brentford in the quarterfinals, and HJK Helsinki, I think, in the round of 16. 94 points gives us the Premier League title as well, which is absolutely lovely. Obviously, our top scorer, 57 goals for Einar Thomasson. What an animal. 35-13 for Jose Manuel Valverde, and Ramman Gomez with 27-16. Brilliant. Of course, we're going to buy a Cam at the start of next year, and we're probably going to buy a centre back at the start of the year after that. So we'll get Pratt out of the team pretty quickly. But right now, I'm pretty happy because, I mean, it's another Premier League title in the books, and you know, who wouldn't be delighted with that? Get that, and then get the Champions League as well. Come on. Definitely a trophy we should be winning, and we do. 3-1 win. Brilliant stuff. Another Champions League trophy for us. There's Rossi there beside the trophy. Our star centre back, who was born in like 2080 something, 2090 something. He was born in the 90s, but like the 2090s. It's not quite the same, really, is it? We won every single trophy apart from the FA Cup. We got knocked out in the semis. Really good season. Again, I better go out and find a Cam. Let me do that. Okay, this is the craziest free agent I've ever found. He's 99 rated. He's 99 rated. He's actually 99 rated. He's literally perfect. Xisco Aguirre, 24, so a little bit older, but I mean, the simulation's coming to an end anyway, so he's not even going to get to the point where he's going to retire. Plus, he's 99 rated, so cut me some slack. His recommended wage is 700 grand a week. Obviously, we can afford it because, you know, rich and stuff, but this is just wild. I mean, granted, we're almost 100 years into the future, but still, I'm 99 rated free agent. Imagine he was available in season 1. Maybe that's a video idea. I don't know. I'm getting a bit delirious, if you can tell. I've been recording for a very long time. I don't know how long this video is, but at this point, I've got to be over 2 hours, surely. Anyway, Aguirre comes in, 99 overall, so that's quite the upgrade, yes. We're going to get a centre back next season, but like I said, that's next season. So let's sim out the year and let's win stuff again. Let's go to 21-20. Champions League final again against Celtic. Carlisle on the final day. We beat HJK, Barcelona, and Qarabag. They're always there. 20 points clear of Swindon, Barnsley, and Man City. I feel like Barnsley have sneakily been around for a long time as well. Forgot to release someone at the start of the season. I'll just do it now. This is what the team looks like. Aguirre obviously cooking in that number 10 position. We do need a new centre back. Not the end of the world. That can be arranged. We'll probably need a new centre mid for Bengtson, or for Bengtson. Trying to pronounce his name right, you know. It's a bit disrespectful not to do that. I don't think we'll need to replace Rossi. Hopefully not. We might not need to replace Blanco either, because, you know, we're in 21-20 at this point. We're quite far into the future. 4 seasons to go. Thomasson, top scorer, 42-7, 32-12, 30-15. 32-12, by the way, is Xisco Aguirre from Cam, and then Ramman Gomez at the bottom. Wild. There's your team of the season. It's all Aston Villa, apart from Cranmer up front. Shout out Swindon, I guess. I don't know how they've climbed the football pyramid, but they've managed to do it. Anyway, Celtic versus Aston Villa. This is the second time we're playing Celtic in the Champions League final, and they are going to win it this time. Bit of a shame for us, but, you know, not the end of the world, I guess. If I was to lose to a team, I suppose Celtic will be up there for the ones that I choose to lose to, being Irish and all that. But still, you know, we kind of do want to win the Champions League. I'm trying to prioritise the club that I play for, and you know, it would have been a treble, so that would have been nice, but not the end of the world. Again, like I say, I do want to win 1 or 2 more Champions League titles at least. I definitely think we can. We just need to go and follow through and do it. Let's go and buy a centre back. Here's a centre back, Mitch Deleu. I'm just just going to pay his release clause because I can. I know I'm overpaying by about 100 million. Seems like quite a lot of money. It's the GDP of some countries, but you know, we don't really need that kind of money, so I can just kind of pay it off. And that's the signing of Mitch Deleu complete. That's certainly our last centre-back signing anyway. Obviously, we don't need another centre-back. We shouldn't need another centre-back at least, because obviously Rossi and stuff. Okay, so Mitch Deleu goes on international duty. Let's make a release. There we go. And we're still okay. We're in 2020, or 21-20, not in 2020. We're in 21-20. So 21-21, 22, 23, 24. 4 years to go. We are almost there. We're almost there. I want to win a few more Champions Leagues. I want, call it 2 more. At least 2 more. Let's aim for that. And if I get 2, damn, I want 3. But I'm going to go for at least 2 more. Let's do that. Is there a chance to get one of those 2? Lech Poznan in the final. We beat, who do we beat there? Is that Dinamo Zagreb? And then Juve, and then Dundalk. Jesus, Stock's right up the road from me. We're only 2 points clear of MK Dons. I would kind of expect us to be a bit more clear of MK Dons. 40 goals for Einar Thomasson. Lovely stuff. 24 and 13 for Lamine Gomez. Cisco Aguirre, really good at cam and all that. Very good. And who are we going to need to replace? Next up is probably going to be Bengtson. Valverde, we can just leave. He'll be fine. Thomasson, we might need to replace by the end as well. But regardless, if we beat Liverpool, we win the Premier League. If we beat Lech Poznan, we win the Champions League. So let's get 2 wins from 2, man. Yeah, there we go. We win 3-1 against Liverpool, and we nail the Premier League title again. We have so many Premier League trophies, they don't actually fit in the museum in the Aston Villa Stadium. Lech Poznan is a 3-1 win as well. So there's one of our Champions Leagues. I want to win at least 2 before the end of the video. I mean, hell, we can win all 4. You never know. But you know, I want to be dominant and stuff. So, but, you know, it's good. I mean, I've already been dominant. You know, we've already done all that. So much is said and done. It's been a hell of a long video. We won 5 trophies. Won everything this year. Brilliant. It's nice to get one more. Well, we won the maximum amount of trophies. We weren't in the Super Cup because we didn't win the Champions League last year, so we couldn't win 6, but we won 5. Oh god, sorry. So hopefully we can continue that streak. So let's do it again. Let's run it back. And it might be another Champions League final. We're playing against Brann. I think they're from Norway or something. I don't know. We had Shamrock Rovers in the Champions League semi-final, Copenhagen in the quarterfinal, and FC Famalicão, I think, or Famalicão or something like that. Portuguese anyway in the round of 16. 97 points. Wow. Okay, and Birmingham are second. Hey, Birmingham Aston Villa, big rivalry in Birmingham there. But we were on for 100 points, so you know we're kind of dwarfing them. And I mean the last 100 years as well. You know, I think we're kind of ahead of there. I think we're kind of winning that rivalry. Top scorer, yeah, 38 and 16 for Einar Thomasson, 34 for Jose Manuel Valverde, and then Cisco Aguirre 31 and 16. Yes, and this is what the team looks like in its totality. Bengtson 91. He's fine for the moment. We'll probably get him out of here next season, or maybe even not. We only have 2 years to go, so I could just sim it out, to be honest, with this team. Valverde's now 40, so he's going to hold it at 90 overall. We'll stick with him. Thomasson's going to be 46 at the end, so we're going to play it basically his whole career. Blanco's 35 and 95 rated, so he's fine. Ross will be fine. We might just go for this. We might just firm it. Can we get to 100 points? I win against Wrexham would do it. There's your team of the season. It's all us. It's a loss. Okay, great. There ruins another 100-point season. And then SK Brann versus Aston Villa in the Champions League final. It's a 5-0 win. Yes, there's our 2 extra Champions League trophies, but you know, like I said, I want to win as many as possible. I didn't think I'd win 2 in a row there, so let's keep trying to win more. I'm going to try and win 4 in a row now, I guess, for the end of the video. We won everything apart from the FA Cup. 5 trophies, not bad. Let's go to next season, second last year, and let's cook again. We're back in the Champions League final again. We're against RAC Ferrol in the final. I don't know who they are, to be honest. I think Spanish. Well, RAC is Racing Club. Yeah, I think it's Spanish. We had Konyaspor in the semis, Legia Warsaw in the quarters. That's a throwback. And that's almost a Chelsea there. Celtic in the round of 16. Top of the Premier League again. Birmingham second again. We're dominating again. City are getting smoked. Okay, let's have a look now. Our top scorer was Einar Thomasson at 45 years old, 51 goals and 13 assists. Aguirre gets the most assists though with 15, but Valverde 33 goals and Lamine Gomez 20 goals and 12 assists. Really, really nice. 11 goals from our centre back Emmanuel Rossi is insane as well. This is what the team looks like. Bengtson is 89 overall. To be honest, I'm going to keep him. We're not going to make any more transfers. Just going to stick with the team that we have. I think it's right. I think it's fair. Bell is still here, by the way, just on the bench. He's 78 rated, 40 years old. Yeah, we're going to hold on to Benson. He'll be fine. Like, he'll go down to like an 87, 86 overall. That doesn't really matter. It's not the end of the world. Let's sim it out. Oh, here we go. Okay, our second last season. We already have the Premier League title wrapped up. But can we win the Champions League? Racing de Ferrol. That's a 3-0 win. Let's go. 3 Champions Leagues in a row. Let's make it 4 with a win this time. This is the last year now. We're here. Oh my God. It's been a marathon. I've recorded over the course of 3 days. This is the 3rd day. Yeah, into the 21-24 season. We're actually here. It says I retired. I didn't retire. I'll sort it out myself. Let's go to the next season. Let's go to next season. And here we are in the final season. Oh, this this is so weird. 99 seasons down, 1 to go. We're in 21-23. Oh god, and we're heading into 21-24. It's been an insane ride so far. So let's finish it out. Let's go through the final season with Aston Villa and let's see if we can win anything. Can we win a Champions League in our final season? I really, really, really hope so. This is it. 100 years in the future. And we're back and we're in the Champions League final against Rangers. Karabakh in the semis. I think that's fair because we always play them. We had AC Milan in the quarters and Derry City in the round of 16. A good blend of random teams, popular teams from the current day, and also random teams that just seem to be prevalent in our simulations. Our top scorer in our final season was Einar Thomason with 36 and 11. 22 and 9 for Jose Manuel Valverde. 22 and 11 for Lamine Gomez. After 100 years, this is the team that we end up with. Rossi, probably the best centre-back that we've ever had. Thomason, one of the best strikers we've had. Aguirre, the best cam we've had, probably. Bengtson and Blanco, a midfield pairing that will go down in the history of Aston Villa forever. Schneider's one of our best ever goalkeepers. I mean, everyone's one of our best ever players, obviously. Before we simulate this season out, let's go and have a quick look around the other leagues, because we are 100 years in the future right now. Maybe I should save it for another video, but I think that's a bit unfair. I think it's a good reward that if you've got to the end of this video by some miracle, that you get to at least look around a little bit. Colchester and Burnley, Lincoln City are looking like they're going to come up from the Championship. This is the teams in the Championship, for those of you who care. Actually, I should check the teams in the Premier League straight up. Let's do that first, because that's probably a good idea. Aston Villa, Leicester, Preston, Man City remain at the top of the Premier League 100 years into the future. That oil money lasting forever. Liverpool right up there as well. Arsenal just floating above that relegation zone, but no sign of Chelsea or Tottenham, or interestingly Manchester United. And we'll continue looking at League One. Brighton and Spurs getting promotion to the Championship. Crystal Palace down below. I feel like they were a Champions League club not long ago. Newcastle, West Ham, Hull City, Nottingham Forest. Bournemouth getting relegated now down to League Two alongside Wolverhampton Wanderers. And in League Two, it's Bristol City leading the way. Where are Manchester United? They are 18th in League Two. Oh my god. Currently the most successful club in the history of English football, way down the pyramid 100 years into the future, alongside Derby, who's obviously the team's jersey that I'm currently wearing, because Derby fan and all that, you know, it's not that hard to tell. So that's a bit of a shame. Anyway, well, I'm not surprised it's Derby. I'm surprised it's Manchester United. I'm surprised it's Chelsea as well, way down there. I feel like those big teams now are kind of too big to fail, just because they're such massive brands and stuff, that you don't really expect them to fail, but obviously in this simulation they have. We'll have a look around other leagues just really quickly as well. Bundesliga, it's still Bayern Munich. That is hilarious. All right, talking mess, that's funny. Brescia top of Serie A, and La Liga, it's RC the Espanyol getting above Barcelona. That's a Catalan derby. Real Madrid right up there still, and some clubs down the bottom there, El Dente and RC Racing Club. There's Racing de Ferrol, who played in the Champions League final the other year as well. So yeah, that's a look around some of the top divisions in Europe. We're not looking at Ligue 1. Actually, go on, fine, we will. Is PSG there? They're third still. Okay, Lens top, cool, whatever. It's been crazy. It's been a crazy 100 years. If you enjoyed it, please hit that subscribe button, by the way. Let's see if we can go on and win this Champions League final to end it off. Our final Premier League game is going to be against Manchester City, and it's a crazy one. It's a 4-3 win. It's a mad game. I remember Sir Alex Ferguson's final game of the Premier League was a 5-5 draw with West Brom. So I suppose it's kind of, you know, ours is just as crazy. Well, not just as crazy as his. This is more crazy, but you know what I mean. And for the final time in this 100-year simulation, we're getting that Champions League animation. Can we win that trophy for the millionth time, I guess? We beat Celtic in the final already. Now it's our turn to beat Rangers. This is the team we're ending it off with in the Estadio Metropolitano. Can we win the Champions League 100 years into the future? Yes! It's a 2-1 win. Thomason with a brace. Brilliant. Absolutely destroyed them as well. We deserve the win, and we are closing it out. 100 years is in the books. This has been an absolute marathon of a video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. It's been a marathon for me to record. It's probably been a marathon to watch. We've won the treble in our final season, and I can't really do any more than that. Please subscribe, hit that like button, and thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out this video next. It's tailored for your taste. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Let's go.